Stand! I can't be too loud. Up, New York Giant fans. We got a big game tonight, Authentic, man. Thank you for coming on the channel, buddy.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you for inviting me, man. It's definitely a big game, and, the way that Giants-Cincinnati Bengals game went the other day, man, it's no telling how this one will go, so I'm not putting the win in the bank for the Seahawks just yet. Definitely want to see this game. I think the first half is going to be really important for me, man.
One thing I always say about the Eagles, man, they're a really scrappy team, and I'm never going to count them out. You know, every year they always find ways to win games you don't expect, so I'm not counting them out. I am picking Seattle. I think Seattle should win the game. I think they're a better football team. I put $100 on the line.
Hey.
One of my subscribers in the stream last night said, I'll bet you $100. I said, let's rock and roll. So we'll see how it turns out tonight, but I'm looking forward to calling the game with you, man. You do a great job over there. Authentic's link is in the description below. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Ryan. I saw the super chat before I went live. Wanted to make sure I didn't forget that, so thank you very much for that. And let me pull up the score real quick. So thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. Let's shout out a couple of people. What's going on, Hopley? What's going on, Big Mike? What's going on, Chris Leone? Mega J in the house. Peaceful Irish in the house. Cheese Whiz in the house. Sunday in the house. What's going on there? Yuri, what's going on? Waterfly? Thank you guys for being here. What's up, Cornelius? Thank you for being here. Yo, Authentic's the man. What's up, Max Webster? Killer shot. So, yeah, as far as the Eagles go, I mean, the biggest problem with them this year, it's been the quarterback play. I mean, Carson Wentz, do you think, like, if they lose this game and Wentz plays bad, do you think he could get replaced?
I mean, I think temporarily, they did spend the bag on getting him to stay there. So I think that's something that they got to think about there. But, I mean, another glaring issue, I think, is Doug Peterson. I mean, without Frank Reich, we've seen Carson Wentz just diminish pretty much. We know he's a talented quarterback. He's got a pretty decent skill set. It kind of reminds me of a Ben Roethlisberger a bit. But, his fall off has been treacherous and scary because he's still a young guy,
He definitely is. And I think it's been a lot of the problems with the injuries and things like that. Hasn't been the same quarterback really since the injury. Last year was actually good, though. I'll give Wentz credit for that. Last year I thought he played really well. I am not a Peterson guy. Every time I call an Eagles game, he goes for two, and I'm in the most unopportune moments. And I'm looking forward to making fun of Doug Peterson tonight. I think he's going to make some mistakes tonight that we're going to get the pick on.
Yeah, I mean, he does it every game. I think with Mike McCarthy's calls a couple weeks ago or whatever that was in Washington on Thanksgiving there, he's giving Doug Peterson a little bit of leeway there for most bonehead plays being called in the NFC East. But Doug Peterson, yeah, he's known for going forward in his own territory and not coming out with great results. So I'd say opposite of Bill Belichick on that one.
Dylan Clark, thank you for the $2. I'm not even going to display that because I see your profile picture, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the $2, and thank you so much for donating and being a jackass last night. But thank you to everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. What's going on, PJ? What's going on, Lake Nona? Thank you for being here. What's going on, Zach? What's going on, Ariane? Thank you for popping in. Chris, is the mod coming? BK React says. Right now I'm busy. I got a guest on. We'll worry about mods when I got a Q&A stream. Going to be talking to Authentic. Going to be calling the game. But, yeah, they're in a Q&A stream. I'll hand out a couple of mods. I try to give out one or two a stream. But go ahead and ask your questions, guys. We're going to be calling the game. We're all huge Seattle fans because if Seattle wins tonight, and, of course, this is next week's opponent, I want to jump into the Giants with you a little bit too. Giants are in first place. They're tied with Washington. They hold the tiebreaker. Washington plays Pittsburgh next week. Good chance they lose. But let's talk about DJ, man. Obviously, the really bad news came out yesterday, and it's a little brighter today. It doesn't seem like he's going to be out, for more than a couple of weeks, we hope. Doesn't seem like it's going to be like any kind of career debilitating injury. I don't think it's going to, hamper him in the future.
Right.
How do you think we stack up against Seattle without him in the game? Do we stand any chance?
I mean, we got to play the games, and that's why they play the games. So, I do think we do stand a chance here. Especially being with Seattle having the worst pass defense in the NFL here. But we saw Colt McCoy come in, and, it wasn't great. 6'10", he had like 40-something yards. You saw the passing game really struggle. And I think Giants fans who were asking, to see the backup quarterback come in, you got what you wanted here, and I think it just boosted the value of Daniel Jones for this team. Moving forward as far as against Seattle in this game, our defense kept us in that game, against the Cincinnati Bengals there pretty much the whole game. And the scoreboard looked a lot closer to me than the actual game was. There was a couple possessions there, the late touchdown, a couple of turnovers on our side. The Evan Ingram fumble, obviously, sets them up in pretty decent position. They get a field goal off that. But minus that, our defense played incredible football. And I think this defense can hang with the best of them. Russell Wilson's going to be tough. Obviously, DK Metcalf is tough, but I think we match up well with them even without our starting quarterback here because we know James Bradbury has been pretty much locked down. Logan Ryan has been playing excellent football, so I do think that those two guys could take out DK Metcalf out of this game. And our front four, we know what they've been doing. Leonard Williams has been solid all year, 6 sacks on the year. He got another one this past week against the Bengals. And I think we match up fairly well, even without the quarterback, as long as we can rely on the run. I thought Jason Garrett got off to a pretty shaky start in that last game against the Bengals, and the injury to Daniel Jones kind of forced him to get back to the regular New York Giants way that I feel like they should have approached this game with a game plan that was, pretty much spearheaded by the run. So DJ had about 26 throws in the first half or something like that, 25 throws. I thought that was way too much. The reverse, the double pass, he's
that
getting
was
a little
too cute with
at
the Golden
times.
State stuff. Yeah, that was too cute.
Yeah, and I think it settled him back in, but at the same time, you saw the limitations because Wayne Gallman was getting good yards on first down, which kind of seemed like downs that Cincinnati thought we might pass a little bit, so they didn't have all these men in the box. But as soon as it got to about 2nd and 6, 2nd and 4, you would see 8 men in the box, and it was very hard for Wayne Gallman to get any kind of space. But I think he did a great job. I think he did an incredible job putting his team on his back and getting just enough yards to keep us in position to win that game.
Wayne Gallman's been phenomenal, and that's going to take me to the super chat from Max. He says, if Freeman comes off IR, will Gallman still be the running back one? I don't even think it's a question. The way that Gallman's played, you might see a little bit more of a committee approach. They've kind of stuck with that a little bit. Alfred Morse was out there. Lewis was out there a little bit. But Gallman's got to be the featured back. The way that he's running, he had over 20 carries yesterday. He's now got 5 straight games with a touchdown. I don't know the last time I could say that about a New York Giants running back. 6 touchdowns in total over that span. He's been great, and he's not like Barkley in the sense like Barkley might get 120 yards, but he'll get like 70 on one run. Like right. Gallman is getting 4 every carry, 3, 4, 5 every carry. He's consistent, and he's always pushing the pile forward. He's running really hard for the New York Giants, and I think they got to bring him back. I've been very encouraged with the way that he's played. As far as next week game goes, of course, I'm not picking the Giants. I probably wasn't picking them anyway. I thought that we could stick with Seattle with Daniel Jones. I still think we can make it a game. Even without Daniel Jones, just because our offensive line has been playing so well, and I do think our defense could bend but don't break. I think Seattle's going to get their points, but I think we could bend but don't break, but I don't see us winning because I don't think McCoy's going to be able to win us the football game, which in the end is ultimately what it's going to be, but I think we could stay within striking distance because of how strong the offensive line has been, but Seattle's going to try to stack that box to force McCoy to beat us, so McCoy's going to have to make some plays. There's no doubt about it if we stand any chance in that game.
Yeah, that's facts.
Ryan Gamer, man, thank you very much. Hey, Chris, do you think Big B...
Let me close this window.
Do you think Big B will get a new backup quarterback? I don't know what you mean by that, Ryan Gamer. Maybe somebody in the chat knows what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean the Giant? Oh, Big Blue. You mean Big Blue, Ryan? I think there was rumors that they were going out to get Alex Tanney, from what I remember. I think Alex Tanney's coming in. I don't think they're bringing in anybody of notoriety. It's kind of what I said in my video today. Yeah, that's my take on it. They're not bringing in any. McCoy's going to be the starter. And
I heard Tanney is the backup for this game. I did. Yeah,
it's official now. They brought it back.
That's what I heard. I won't say 100%. I'll say 99% because one of my Giants homies hit me up and told me that we picked him up.
Yeah, I heard that he visited. That's the last I heard, but I haven't checked in a couple hours. So yeah, maybe it's official now. Kawachi, thank you very much, man. Do you want to extend Gates through 2023? We already extended. We extended him through 2022, and I don't know if Gates would want to do that. I mean, because right now Gates, he didn't make out on that deal. He's only making $3 million over the next 2 years. Based off the way he played this year, he probably could have commanded more than that. Obviously, he didn't know that he was going to play this well at the center spot. But if I'm Gates, I'm probably going to stick out the next 2 years and then try to sign a more lucrative contract. But maybe if you go to him and talk to him, well, from $6 or $7 million a year, maybe he's willing to do it. We'll see. I think we're good there, though. We've already extended him for 2 more years. We don't know. There's injuries in the NFL. We don't know. I think it was a fair contract that we gave him. I'm not looking to extend him any further at this point. But I do like Nick Gates. I think Nick Gates has been fantastic.
Yeah, he has for sure.
CMI is in the chat. Says rooting for the Eagles to lose to the Seahawks to play subpar. We all need the Eagles to lose. And hopefully Seattle gets a little beat up in this game. Authentic.
Yeah.
Not that I root for injuries, but hopefully, they get a little bruised, a little banged up. They got a little short rest coming up against us. Hopefully they get a little banged up.
Yeah, and is Chris Carson back in this game, I think, because they've balled out when they've had Chris Carson in the lineup. I want to say they have 4 wins out of the 5 games he played in the 5th game. That was against the Cardinals where he ended up getting hurt in that game and they ended up going on to lose that game.
I think Carson is coming back from what I heard. I think he is playing in this game. So
yeah,
we need him. We need him to have a big game. Yeah, Carson isn't. Chris just said it. Asanya said, yeah, he's back. Why need when it's going to happen? Jay Dime says, I don't know what that means there. What's going on there, Yvonne Felipe, man? Thanks for popping in. Stand up, Chris. Did you see the Instagram post? I tagged you and Bad Dog, and I did not. I was not on Instagram today. I've been very active on Twitter. I actually love Twitter.
I'm starting to love Twitter a lot more too, man. I wasn't following as many Giants creators and Giants fans previous to this season, and I love it now. It's like my timeline is that this is one reason why I do like the algorithm, because my timeline is just full of New York Giants stuff. So it's like I could just log in, get a couple laughs, man, and see some sports talk.
Yeah, I love Twitter. Twitter's. I mean, you definitely get the toxic people on Twitter too, but
facts.
It's fun though that you get to state your opinion. You get to talk with a lot of New York Giants fans. I'm falling in love with Twitter. Haven't been as active on Instagram. I want to be a little bit more active. What's going on, Yvonne? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. The left is Tana. Somebody asked. Yeah, I'm Tana. I'm Tana. This is my channel. Authentic. Links in the description below. You can go and check him out over there. What's going on there? Chuck Clark says, Chris, do you still believe that the Giants can have an 8-8 record by the end of the season? Probably not. And I didn't think that. I didn't think that even with Jones playing. If I was being realistic, I thought 5 to 7 wins. Even if we beat the Bengals, we play a really tough schedule. I mean, we got to be real here. I think 7 at most. But with Jones going down, I think we're probably looking more like 6. But if things break our way and Jones comes back for Arizona, which he may, we don't know yet. I think 6 is very much in the cards because I think we're going to beat Dallas. I really believe that. Yeah. I think Arizona is very beatable. If Jones plays in that game, like everybody seems to think like Arizona is this great team. I keep saying it, like they should have our record and we should have their record. Like they're 6-5. They won on a Hail Mary. And they won on like a monumental comeback, I think, against Seattle late in the game. Like Arizona is very beatable. If Jones is healthy, I think that's a coin flip game. They're traveling across the country. I think we can win that game if Jones plays. I think we could beat Cleveland too. I'm not going to bank on winning both. I got to set 6 right now. Yeah,
and I think that's the thing. It's like a lot of these games, you could possibly look at them as they're winnable games for the Giants. Not necessarily guaranteed in the bag wins, but wins that they're games. If we go in there and we play well, we can definitely compete with these teams. But I think the odds of actually, taking care of all these teams, because I think that, the Browns, the Cardinals, the Seahawks, they're all beatable, but the odds of us beating all 3 of those teams is what's going to be, that kind of sketches me out a little bit. And even Dallas last game of the season, the first game against Dallas, I know the Giants weren't clicking and we weren't quite rolling yet, but Dallas proved in that game that they can compete with us. They got a lot of injuries on that offensive line, and if things, remain like that, I do expect us. That's the one game of the remaining games I expect us to win.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That is by far the most winnable game still on the schedule. It is the Dallas Cowboys game, and I'm not going to say that's a definite. We haven't beaten them in forever. We haven't beaten them since 2016, but we beat the Eagles. Now it's time to beat the Cowboys. I think we're a better team right now with the limitations at the quarterback position. Of course, by then we're assuming Daniel Jones is going to be back. Steve, man, thank you so much, man. He says, I love your channel and love how my Giants have been playing. We need the Eagles to lose so we could stay number 1. Steve, thank you so much, man, for the support. Really appreciate it. I think they're going to lose. Somebody came on my stream last night. They made me a $100 bet. Eagles 0-1. I'm going to be a man of my word if the Eagles win. I'm confident they're going to. I am confident the Eagles are going to lose tonight. I put $100 on the line, so we'll see how it plays out.
It's a good bet. It's a solid bet.
I'm confident. These Eagle fans are coming in real. I was watching a bunch of Eagles content creators. They're confident coming into this game, Authentic.
I don't understand why. I mean, quarterback is playing some of the worst play, not only that he's played in, but in the league right now. I mean, Carson Wentz is all over the place with turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, not playing well. That offense leads the league in turnovers. I mean, there's not a lot to look forward to that. I was hearing a little bit about the backup quarterback maybe getting a couple more snaps in this game. And from what we've seen from him so far, he has not been playing well.
I think they're very beatable tonight. And no, it was straight up. It wasn't the spread, guys. It was straight up. Cheese Whiz says Seahawks win 42-9. Tana puts ketchup on a hot dog. You guys love the way I say that word. Michael, I actually put mustard on my hot dog, to be honest. I used to put the K word on the hot dog. Now I put mustard. I put mustard and I put sauerkraut. So, Michael Saxman, thank you very much, man. Sorry I got the Eagles winning. I want to keep that 1 seed. Or on the 8-game winning streak, and I want home field advantage. You like the Rivers signing? Michael Sachs is I think you're a Saints fan, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't even know the Rivers signing. He's not talking about Philip. I don't know. I don't know who you're referring to be completely honest with you. I follow the New York Giants. I don't. As far as Philip Rivers with the Colts, if that's what you're talking about, I think he's been okay. Bryce, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, I think that Danny is going to miss this week and then be fine for Arizona. What's your opinion? I think Danny's definitely going to miss this week. I'm almost certain of that. I think the Giants will be cautious. I think it's 50-50, maybe 60-40 that he's going to play against Arizona. We're underway here. I know you're a little bit behind me, I think, but we're underway here. Boston Scott's going to return it back to the 19. So Philadelphia's going to start on their own 19-yard line. As far as the Saints go, though, Michael, people have asked me, who's the one team you don't want to play in the playoffs? It's you guys. I think you guys are starting to hit your stride. I think the Saints have a really good football team, one of the best 53-man rosters in the sport. VT Jake, man, thank you very much, man. Adam Rank picks the Eagles 28-26. Well, Adam Rank's going to be wrong. I'm going to win $100 tonight, VT Jake. No doubt in my mind. So here we go. You ready, Authentic?
Yeah, I'm good to go here. I just got that kickoff a little while ago, so I'm not far behind you.
All right. Here comes Carson Wentz coming out in the shotgun formation, grabs both his tits like he always does from the 19-yard line. It's a 3-wide receiver set. He's going to motion Boston Scott to his right, and there's a flag on the play. And we got an offsides by Seattle. Great start.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Sounds just like the Philadelphia Eagles.
So it'll be 1st and 5 for the Eagles after Seattle jumped off sides. And we'll get this game underway. What's up, Jawad? What's going on, Giants growing farther? Thanks for popping in the stream. Yeah, good start, Seattle. New York for Life says, every time I see Authentic, he looks like he's about to catch a body. New York for Life says.
Hey, that's what's up. I ain't mad at that. Bad Dog be looking like he about to catch a body for real. I was Afghanistan tagged me in the last stream y'all did when Bad Dog kind of lost his cool right at the end of the game.
Yeah.
He gave me the timestamp and everything, man. I was crying laughing, man.
Wentz out of the gun, takes the snap, nearly picked off, broken up by the linebacker. Was looking for the tight end there. It'll be a 2nd and 5. Little risky throw there by Carson Wentz right out of the gate. What's up there, Marvin? Thanks for popping in the stream. Score prediction. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks by about 10. I'll go 24-14 Seattle. Ryan says, hey Chris, let's make a bet. If Miles Sanders gets the first touchdown, you get up and shake your butt on camera. That's not going to happen. Neither one is going to happen. Michael Sachs, thank you very much. Sorry, I mean Austin Rivers. Oh, Austin Rivers. Oh, you're talking about the Knicks, Michael. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Wentz takes what a horrible throw by Wentz. He was looking for Ward on the slant pattern, missed him by about 2 yards. Rivers was a solid pickup for the Knicks. I don't think he's going to have a huge role. He's a solid player. He's a nice bench player. Nothing crazy.
That's a terrible throw on that last play. I mean, he's got him wide open. A slant doesn't get more open than that, and you miss him by 2 yards. I
don't know what is going on with Carson Wentz because this is a guy I think we both had a ton of respect for. Like, he was a really talented quarterback. I don't know do you think it's mental?
I was going to say that I definitely think it's mental. You know, when you're like playing bad, you start to think about a lot of things normally when you're just playing in stride that you're not thinking about. You're just going off your skill set, your natural instincts. And when you're playing that bad, every throw matters. You know, he knows if he throws an interception, the fan base is going to be clawing at him.
Another incomplete pass there. Again, a little bit off target. His wide receiver had to dive to try to catch it. Couldn't come up with it. A quick 3 and out. They get a 5-yard penalty, Authentic, and then he throws 3 straight incompletions.
Yeah, that's tough. And you see his wide receivers aren't getting much separation on any of these, except I'll give him that on a quick slant, which is an easy football route. You got to be able to complete that. I mean, JV quarterbacks are completing that pass, to be honest. And
I hate the play calling. 1st and 5, you throw 3 times.
Yeah, where's Miles Sanders at? And this has been the problem for them all year. You know, they can't get the ball to Miles Sanders. I've been saying this for like a couple weeks now about how Miles Sanders has never had a 20-carry game, which is ridiculous for a guy like that who's averaging over 5 yards a carry this year.
Seahawks field the punt. They get pushed out of bounds at the 35, so Russ will take over there, and we'll see if they can put up some points against the Eagles. Let's see what we got here. Waterfly, thank you for posting. His link is also in the description. But, yeah, I'd appreciate it if you guys could post his link throughout. Go check him out. What's going on there, Sugar Tots? Thanks for popping the stream. What's going on, Word? Stand up. What's going on, Nona? What's going on, D-Man Entertainment? Sup, guys? And the difference will be the Giants will run with Gallman. They run the ball 42 times this week, which is insane. Cripson, thank you very much, man. These Eagles dropping balls harder than puberty. They're looking like Evan Ingram. I gotta be fair. Evan Ingram played really well yesterday, outside of that fumble, but we say that every week.
Yeah, that fumble was tough for Evan Ingram last week, man. Unfortunate hit off the defender's like elbow or something like that, trying to reach out. It's tough for him.
Wilson takes the snap out of the gun, pistol formation, throws out to Carson, And that's going to be a 12-yard gain out in the flat. There's a flag on the play. This might be coming back. So far, we're already on our second drive, and 35 seconds have only come off the game clock. I think we're going to have a block in the back for Seattle, so that's coming back. VT Jake says Russell Wilson is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL.
Wow. That's bold.
I know he's struggling a bit this year with the turnovers, but I don't know about that. Russell Wilson's a beast.
Hey, tell me another quarterback who's never had a losing season.
That's a great
9 seasons now, has not had a losing season.
Well, Brady, maybe?
Maybe Brady. Maybe Brady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brady. But there's not many. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure. Maybe Peyton? No, Peyton had a losing season early on.
Yeah, rookie year. Yep.
Yeah. First and 20, Seahawks coming out from their own 25-yard line, coming out in the shotgun formation, four wide set, 3 to the left. Wilson changes the play. Eagles showing blitz. Motions the running back out wide left. Russ takes the snap, drops, pops, hits Carson again out in the flat. They're really using this running back in the passing game. Picks up 12 out of bounds. So it'll be a 2nd and 8. So I like the play call. Good efficient passes to get it going. Big Ben has another one. Big Ben never had a losing season. Good call.
Oh, Big Ben too. Great organization over there with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've always liked Mike Tomlin. And in the history of that organization, they've only had like a couple of coaches, right? I want to say it's like, you can count them on 1 or 2 hands here.
They've had 7 losing seasons since the Super Bowl era.
It's crazy.
Giants have had 7 losing seasons in the last 8 years. Here we go. Seahawks coming out under center from their own 37-yard line. I formation. Russ takes the snap, fakes the pitch, looks, throws over the middle, hits Metcalf. Metcalf bounces off a tackler down to the 49 of Philadelphia. Nice gain there. Let's go, baby.
Seattle's moving the ball, man. I love this Seattle offense now that they got DK Metcalf. A lot of years over there with Seattle, Russell Wilson didn't have many weapons, and he was still getting it done. But, moving Tyler Lockett to a more of like a slot pure number 2 with DK Metcalf, I just love this offense.
DK Metcalf is a monster. This guy's a monster. We should have drafted him.
I'm so surprised teams passed on him.
Yeah, there's a handoff off left guard as Seattle. I think that's their first carry of the game. I think that was Hyde. He picks up 4. It'll bring up a 2nd and 6 as they're in Eagles territory.
And Carlos Hyde has came in and filled in well, man. I mean, with Chris Carson out, I want to say there was one game Hyde didn't play when Chris Carson was out, and you saw the struggles from Seattle. Russell Wilson had the 7 interceptions in 5 games, and now I want to say he's 4th or 5th in the league in interceptions, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's got more picks than DJ. Gungo, man, thank you very much, man. Always love the streams, man. Man, I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the support. Wilson from the 46 takes it, bakes it. He's going to turn. He's going to pitch it. And this is Hyde again and gets about 2. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 at I think it's the 45. And it might be 4 down territory, Authentic.
I was going to say they're kind of in no man's land here, man. You could, early in a game like this, 0-0, it's a good time, I think, to maybe go for it. Yeah,
especially when you got Russ at quarterback. I like the aggression here if you don't pick it up here. VT Jake, man, thank you very much, man. Wilson can say my left utnay. What, VT Jake, are you? I'm assuming maybe you're a Big Ten fan. You're a Michigan fan. You don't like Wisconsin. 3rd and 5 here, coming out for Seattle, coming out in the shotgun from the 45. 3 wide set, takes it, drops back, throws wide open again, down to the 34-yard line. Metcalf is putting in work.
They're moving
and grooving. What's going on there, Joey Lutz? One of my originals, man. I got 2 of my originals in the chat. I got Authentic. Been with me since damn near the beginning. I got Joey Lutz.
Facts.
Been with me damn near the beginning. So, Joe Lutz, man, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it, buddy. 1st and 10. Metcalf already 2 catches, 23 yards on the first drive. How many yards do you think he gets tonight?
Let's go. I mean, the way it's looking, I'm going to say 115.
I like it. 115 and a score?
Yeah, give him a touchdown for sure.
115 and a score. 1st and 10 here at the 35. Wilson takes the snap from under center, gives to Carson. Carson, nice run off left, right guard, picks up 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Philadelphia's defense is already struggling. I mean, and they've came in this game. I think that's the one decent part of their team is their defense. They're generating a decent amount of sacks this year, but yeah, they're getting trampled on this first drive here.
Great play selection too. They've mixed it up well. They threw it the first couple times. Now they're getting back to the run. Seattle, a lot of people don't know this. They run almost as much as anybody. They run the ball a ton. The Seattle Seahawks. I don't know about this year, but in years prior, I think so this year too. Wilson from the 20. They got him to jump off sides. Free play for Wilson. Scans the field. They're going to get the first. Metcalf again, and they'll decline the penalty. He's down to the 20. DK now with 3 catches already. He's got about 30 yards.
I might have to change that prediction already. We might be pushing 150, 200 out here after this.
DK Metcalf, this guy's awesome, man.
Yeah, a little shake, man. He's a complete wide receiver, man.
That's what the best quarterbacks do, though. And the guy that is better at it than anybody, who's the best at getting the free play?
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm glad we're on the same page on that one. You put me on the spot.
I've never seen a quarterback better at doing that.
Yeah, he's great at it. And then his offensive line's fantastic. Even when guys jump off sides, he's still got a ton of time to be able to make these throws down the field.
Yeah, he is just on another level when it comes to that. Wilson coming out in the shotgun from the 21-yard line. He's going to motion the running back to his right. Four-man front for the Eagles. Russ takes the snap, dropping, popping, scans, plans. Going to step up. He's going to go down. It's going to be a 3-yard loss. Eagles get their first sack.
Yeah, there's that front. And Russell Wilson is one of the guys who's been sacked a lot in this league, and this year has been sacked a lot. He's up there at the top of the league as well.
Fletcher Cox on the sack. As Giants fans, we know him very well.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand that guy.
Looks like he could have stepped outside of the pocket on that one, kind of just made the wrong cut.
Yeah, you're right. He could have went right there. Good call.
Yeah.
And Fletcher Cox looks like a beached whale. What is he doing with his sack celebration there? What is he doing?
That's
Second
1-on-1, too. I'd throw that to DK.
I like it. 2nd and 14. Russ takes the snap out of the gun. He's going to hand off. And a tough run there by Carson. He had nowhere to go. He still got 3 or 4 yards. A little fight after the fact. It's going to be 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 11. They're getting into it here. I like it.
Yeah, you got to come away with 7 on this drive if you're Seattle. I mean, real important to establish this game early.
There's a flag on the play. I'm not sure who it's on. There was a fight after the fact. It might be offsetting penalties. If this is on the Eagles, this is a huge penalty. And if it's on Seattle, it's a huge penalty because it might knock them out of field goal range.
Yeah.
This is a stupid penalty. If whoever it's on, this is a stupid penalty. Who's it on?
If it's on Seattle, you're looking at like a 50-something yard field goal from there.
Come on. Be on the Eagles. Be on the Eagles. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Eagles.
Yeah, we like that. We like that.
Oh, my God. The Eagles with a bone. It was Darius Slay. And all I hear from Eagles fans, by the way, is how good Darius Slay is. He's the best cornerback who ever lived. Thank you, Darius Slay. We appreciate that. He's getting frustrated with DK Metcalf. They got into a little bit of a fight there.
Yeah, DK is a physical wide receiver, man. He's going to beat you up at corner for sure, man. That's a frustrating matchup for anybody.
Love it. Love it. So now they're going to have it about, I don't know, the 10-yard line here. Big penalty there. 300 likes. Yeah, spike that. We only got 300 likes. We should have like 8 million likes.
Facts, man. It's authentic and entertaining one time, man. Come on.
Spike the like, subscribe, ring the bell, go into the description, subscribe to Authentic. He does a great job over there. Thank you to everybody for being here. 9-10 to go here in the first quarter. Be a 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks from the 11. Wilson's going to motion the wide receiver left to right. He's got Carson in the backfield. Eagles with a 4-man front. Russ takes it. Ooh, little trickery here. He's going to pitch it to the wide receiver. Eagles are ready for it, though. He gains a yard. Good defense.
Yeah, good stop there.
There's a flag. Another flag.
Uh-oh.
We might have another unnecessary roughness penalty.
A little mustard.
What do we got? Another flag. Bando couldn't make it tonight, Johnny. Bando couldn't make it tonight. Come on. Who's it on? Be on the Eagles. One time. Showing a replay here. Ooh. Maybe a chop block? Is that what? McLeod? He went low. Personal foul on Malik Jackson on the Eagles.
Wow.
So that's now 2. You had I think a roughing unnecessary, basically 2 unnecessary roughness penalties down in the red zone.
Yeah.
Completely undisciplined.
That's a lack of discipline there. You know, you don't want to see that if you're the defensive coordinator here. You guys got to clean it up.
You know what the Eagles could use right now? Joe Judge. Here we go. Seattle has it at the 6-yard line. Hollister in motion right to left. Russ takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give it. Nice spin move by Hyde. He's going to get down to the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2.
Yeah, solid run right there.
And Max Webster, man, thank you very much, man. Speaking of DK, how do you like the matchup with Bradbury next week? You know what? I don't think Bradbury's going to mirror DK. We haven't really done that all year.
Right.
I think he's going to stay to his side on the field, but I like Brad. I think Bradbury's going to do a good job. But I do worry about the Seahawks. I mean, they got tons of weapons. They got great running backs. They got great wide receivers. And I think Wilson is one of the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the league. So it's definitely going to be a big challenge going up against that team. The only chance we have, whether Jones plays or not, we have to be able to control the clock with the running game.
Definitely. And with our cornerback 2 situation, that might be a game where they might want to think about putting Bradbury on DK Metcalf the whole game, because you saw that when Jalen Ramsey followed him around. DK Metcalf didn't even see a target until the 3rd quarter in that game.
Yeah, and they just threw to DK there at the 3, incomplete, 3rd and goal. That's the 4th target on this drive to Metcalf. VTJ, thank you very much, man. The Eagles better punch Wilson's head right off. The Eagles got to lose, though, VTJ.
Yeah.
The Eagles got to lose.
Come on, we want Philly to dig themselves a deeper hole, man. Get them out of the mix here, especially with Daniel Jones hurt.
You know what I'm saying? We want to be in first place after tonight. So we're halfway through the first quarter here. Big play here. You're on the 3. Empty backfield. Now he's going to motion Hyde to his left. We'll see if they kick the field goal if they don't get this. Wilson takes the snap out of the gun. He's going to give to Hyde. Hyde is stood up. He got a yard. So
see, I would have went with the run there on 2nd down. Then 3rd down, you get a little more options. You could spread it out a little bit, and you get less men in the box for the run.
I completely agree, because if you run on 2nd and you get a yard like you just did, then it's 3rd and goal at the 2.
Yeah.
You run again possibly, or you could throw. But if you run again and you get another yard, then you have the option to go for it because you're on the 1. Now you kind of got to kick the field goal. You're like 2.5 yards out. You want to get your points.
Yeah, it's tough to come away with 3 on that drive, too. I know coach is thinking about it.
I think they're going for it. They still got Russ on the field. They're going to call a timeout. They're letting the clock tick down. So we'll see what they do. 6:59 to go. A long drive. This is like an 8-minute drive.
Yeah, taking up a lot of clock here.
CD, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, good job collabing with small YouTubers, Chris. That's why I'm a sub. Now I'll subscribe to Authentic. Keep up the entertainment. Entertainer. CD Mix, like man, I really appreciate that, CD Mix. Hey, man, I always try to grow the community. I always say, man, I don't look at it as a competition. I find guys that I like. I try to work with them as much as I can. And I've worked with Authentic a bunch before, CD, so check him out. Yeah, and he's been a supporter of mine forever. So as soon as I found out he had a YouTube channel, I try to help him out as much as I can. Appreciate that, Mixie. Appreciate that. Bigger Mike says this is depressing. Yeah, I'd be depressed too if I was an Eagles fan right now. But I love you, Bigger Mike. Man, Bigger Mike, man, it hurt my soul when I found out he was a Eagles fan, because I used to chop it up with him a lot in the Discord. Bigger Mike's awesome. I found out he was an Eagles fan. I was like, no. I love Bigger Mike. One of my best subscribers. One of my best mods. Always in my streams. He just chose the wrong team. Yeah, facts. Loyal though. Yeah, very loyal. Gotta respect that. They are going to go for this. Seattle's going to break the huddle. Russell Wilson coming out in the shotgun formation. I think they got Hyde in the game. It might be Carson. It's tough for me to tell from here. Man in motion. Wilson takes it. I thought Wilson still had it. He handed off, and the Eagles were ready for it. A 4-yard loss. Ooh. Eagles get off the field. Great stand there by the Eagles. Yeah, that's a big time stand there. The field position swing is not terrible for Seattle. It's early in the game. You're looking at 0-0. It's almost like you're just going to lose one possession, almost as if you didn't win the coin toss here or something. So not too mad at it, but the play calling here down in the goal line was not great. And we know Pete Carroll's not known for his goal line play calling. Big time. Cost Russell Wilson another Super Bowl there, man. But I don't get that call. I mean, I don't want to get too cute there up on the Seahawks. Either I'm throwing the ball or I'm running the ball up the middle. I'm not getting too cute with a wide receiver handoff on the goal line. I don't like that call. I think it's a really bad call. Yeah, and that's 2 plays, I feel like, in that last sequence of 4 plays there, where it's like you're just trying to get a little too cute. On 2nd down, you fake the draw play and try to catch the cornerback stepping up a little bit and get a little quick slant to DK Metcalf. When it works, it looks well. But, I mean, take a note from the Giants here. Got down to the goal line in this game against the Bengals, ran the ball 4 times straight. Like, I love that. One of my homies hit me up, and he was like, I don't know about, Jason Garrett's call in there with the 4 straight runs. I'm like, bro, I love that. You're defining your team right there. You're giving yourself an identity that we're going to pound the ball right in your face, and you guys aren't going to beat us in the trenches. I said the same thing in my post-game video. I said, when would Pat Shurmur ever do that? We would complain every time they'd get down to the goal line. They'd be in the shotgun. Even if it was first and goal to 2, they'd either run a draw play out of the shotgun or they throw. Garrett went down there, right, or Judge, whatever, and they run the ball 4 straight times from the 4-yard line. I absolutely love that. Yeah, gotta love it. Yeah, love it. That's Giants football, man. BT Jake, man, thank you very much, man. Wilson takes 8 minutes to the 2-yard line for 0. BT Jake, you're a Giants fan. Whose side are you on tonight, my man?
Yeah, that's bad. I know he just wants the points. I feel him. You want to get that lead early, start feeling good. You know, you get up 7 or you get up 3, it's like you're coasting for the rest of the game until you lose that lead. But I don't think it's a terrible call there, but play calling definitely a factor there.
And Tyler, man, thank you very much, man. He says Davis Webb.
I like that.
Davis Webb. That was Rover's favorite quarterback. You watch Rover, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was obsessed with that guy for like 2 years. He was saying he was the next Eli Manning.
Oh, man, Davis Webb wasn't great. There was another backup quarterback we had there for a little while, too. Laletta, yeah, who they were trying to develop.
Oh.
Wasn't that great.
Out of Richmond. I remember when we got Laletta, he was like, I said on Twitter today, the most popular player on a football team is the backup quarterback until he has to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when we drafted Laletta in the 4th round, people were calling for Eli to be benched like week 4. And you remember when Laletta came in. I don't remember if we were getting killed or if Eli was – I don't remember. But he came in, he threw 5 passes. 1 was picked off. He was 0 for 5.
Yeah, and you're right about that. Fans are always like, yeah, they want to see the backup quarterback until you got to see him. And then there's no good backup quarterbacks. That's why they're backups.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Eagles are going to take the ball from their own 7-yard line. Nowhere to go there. Seahawks, good defense, man. Jamal Adams coming off the edge in on it. 2nd and 11, the former Jet.
You could tell Pete Carroll's not thinking about the field position on that 4th down play because if it's me, I'm going to just hammer the run. I'm not going to get cute and try to do anything crazy because then if you don't get the touchdown on that play, you'll have Philadelphia pinned on the 1. You got a chance for a safety there, getting the ball back. But here you're starting to drive on your 7. It's not as good.
Michael says Ryan Nassib. Oh, God. I remember we traded up for Ryan Nassib. He was a Syracuse quarterback, if I remember correctly. We traded up in like the 4th round to back up Eli. Never did anything. Here we go. Eagles have it from their own 7. Takes the snap, turns, hands. Nowhere to go for Sanders. Does a good job picking up something. It'll be 3rd and 8. He gets 2. Spins out of a couple of tackles. And again, Jamal Adams again, man. This guy is active. We remember Jamal Adams when we played the Jets last year when he ripped the ball right out of Daniel Jones' hands.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw DK Metcalf with some blue hair over there.
Probably not the best of looks.
Right. Hey, that's just a little nod to us. You know, we're going to get this W for Giants Nation.
There you go. 3rd and 8 here for the Eagles. Shotgun formation. Wentz coming out. Grabs the breast from the 9. It's a 3 wide set. 2 to the left. He's going to change the play. Just gets it off. Drops back. Cooks. Looks right. Throws it deep down the sideline. Good coverage there. No flags. 4th down. They're going to have to punt. Love it. 2 3 and outs for the Eagles to start.
Yeah, that defense is showing up today.
And Cairo, man, I really appreciate it. He says, Tana Bad Dog Authentic. Best Giants YouTubers, in my opinion.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm just getting my feet wet, you know?
And you're doing a great job, man. Your podcast is awesome.
I appreciate that. We got to get you on soon, too, man. It's been since about, I want to say, week 3 since we had you on.
This week, you want me to come on? I'll come on.
Yeah,
let me know.
That's what's up, man. We'll do that. We'll chop it up and see if it'll be a Tuesday or Thursday.
Let me know. Tomorrow I'm going to be on with Mike Too Nice, so maybe Thursday's better for me.
Got you. That's what's up. I'll definitely make sure to check that out, too.
Eagles set to punt it away. 5:24 to go here in the 1st. And, that should be a flag. You give him no room to catch that ball, but it looks like Seattle's going to have it at the 45. He got hit like literally as he caught it. Normally you're supposed to give the guy a little bit of room. Surprised they didn't call a flag there. Flag if it was the Giants, Lowe's says. Yeah, we get called for everything. What's going on there,
hate us.
T Savage goes, why wouldn't you go fair catch there? Probably should have. He might have not known, maybe didn't sense the pressure, but he probably should have. Zeke, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. He says, we are going to beat the Seahawks with or without DJ.
Wow.
I got a feeling.
I like that. I like the optimism. I like the confidence, man. You know, you never know, man. This Giants team, that Bengals game made me lose a little bit of confidence just because we weren't striding there. You know, we had 3 or 4 drives in that first half that were just nothing, just a couple runs, and then we just can't convert on 3rd down. But I was super confident going into that Bengals game. I almost thought we could have blew them out. And to see that game go the way it did, bad special teams, you don't expect that from Joe Judge. And offensively from Jason Garrett, for me, that was one of my glaring issues in the first half, especially.
He definitely made some questionable play calls. The call to Tate was a really stupid goal. I thought it was too cute on your own 25 or whatever it was. But, I mean, you look at that game, I don't think it was as close as the final score. Like, Ingram fumbles on the 15.
Yep.
That don't happen. We're getting at least 3 there. And we handed them 3 because they picked it up. They ran it to the 50. And then, obviously, Jones going down. And I'm not even talking about the rest of the game. But that drive, they were moving. They were at like the 15. They were they were in a flow. I think they probably would have went in for 7 there. So if those things happen, I think the Giants win that by at least 7 to 10 points at a bare minimum. But I agree, we were definitely sloppy on special teams. I'm not too concerned with it though, because our special teams this year have been pretty spot on. Yeah. And I like Joe Judge. We know he's a great special teams guy. I'm kind of chalking it up a little bit to like bye week rest, like a little rust rather, bye week rust. Yeah. I think they'll respond better next week on the special teams.
Yeah, and don't forget the third down that Colt McCoy had with Deion Lewis out there in the flats, wide open. If he catches that, he's going for 7 for sure. He just missed it with an overthrow. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you. I mean, the scoreboard definitely didn't entail what really happened in that game. I just wanted to see a little bit more to run early, but I like how he got it together in the second half. And they made adjustments, and I think they did all they could with Colt McCoy in the game. And Colt McCoy talked about it in the press conference. He said he didn't get any first-team reps. Most of the reps he got was imitating the teams that we have been playing throughout the season, being the scout team quarterback and things like that. So he wasn't ready for this game. And maybe with a week of preparation here, he can maybe go in Seattle and we can at least see some better quarterback play. I'm a little worried about his arm strength. I've got to see a lot of Colt McCoy living here in Washington, D.C., and people regarded him as one of the better backups for a while because he was the highest paid backup in the league when he was with Washington. But like you said, the backup quarterback is the best until he actually has to get into the game. So he's a
backup for a reason. Yeah. But I agree, he's a good backup. VT, I'll get to that in 1 second. Wilson coming out in the shotgun formation. He's going to motion Carson to his right, empty backfield here from the 45. Russ takes it, drops, pops, scans the field, buys time, rolls out, and incomplete. Nobody home there. There might be a flag here. Nope, no flag. So it'll be 2nd and 10. VT Jake says, I'm rooting for the Eagles, of course, but I want a 3-0 final. 60-minute game. Seahawks win. Great film for New York to practice. Call me crazy. You know what? I'll take a win. I don't care how we get it. And James Lissel, man, thank you so much, man, for the $1 donation. I really appreciate it, man. Why do I look constipated? Do I? Maybe I do look a little constipated. I was telling Authentic before we went live, Bavith, who's another guy that's been with me forever. The TV's really far away, so that might be why. Normally I'm much closer, but I'm not trying to piss off my neighbors in the hotel. So maybe that's why I look a little constipated.
Oh, a little squint on the eyes.
little squint on the eyes. 2nd and 10. Wilson takes the snap out of the gun, drops back. He's going to try to take off and run with it. Picks up 2. It's going to be a 3rd and 8. And VT Jake says, rooting for the Seahawks. Typo. You got to root for the Seahawks, man. You got to root for the Seahawks in today's game, VT Jake. And then, like I was telling Authentic before the game started, we're hoping they get a little beat up in this game. Not injuries, but physical game.
Yeah, definitely want to see him putting some ice on the bruises after this game and slow recoveries going into this game against New York.
So 3rd and 8 here. Showing TJ Edwards there on the sideline. Big play now. If they could get 4 or 5 here, you probably go for it. You don't get anything, you're probably punting. Wilson takes the snap out of the gun, looks, throws, he hits Metcalf. Metcalf's going to be a yard short. So this is a decision here. They went for it earlier. They were aggressive. You're at the 36. It's a long field goal attempt. I'm not sure how good their kicker is. Or you go for it. I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, this one you might want to take the 3. You don't want to get used to this, getting down here into scoring range and not putting points on the board.
It's a long field goal, though.
Yeah.
And they are going for it. They are huddling up. RJ, thank you very much, man. Hey, man, just found your channel yesterday. Love your content. Have you ever thought of being a sports commentator? You're really solid at play-by-play. RJ, people have asked me that before. I'll get into it at the commercial break. We'll talk a little bit more about that, RJ, man. But thank you for checking out the channel. Really appreciate it. Here we go. Wilson coming out in the shotgun formation, 4th and 2, and we're going to get a stoppage in play. So I'll talk about that real quick. People have asked me about that before. When I first started on YouTube, funny story. When I first started, I just did videos. I went live when I had about 1,100, 1,200 subscribers because a bunch of my subscribers, I think Bavit was probably one of them, Joe Lutz was probably one of them, were begging me to go live. They said, you got to go live. Just go live, have fun. And I went live for one of the Giants games, and I was acting stupid. I was drunk. I was just screaming at the TV like a fan. And I started looking at the chat, and everybody in the chat is typing, just call the game. We're not here for you to drink. And I realized, I'm like, people are actually here for me to do a play-by-play. Like they like my play-by-play. So then I took it a lot more seriously. But yeah, I never really thought about it ever until I was on YouTube. But people suggested that to me in the past, and maybe it's something I'll look into the future. I do really enjoy calling the play-by-play.
Yeah, your play-by-play is fire, man. I always tell the fellas on our channel when we go live, man, it's tough matching up with you, man. And sometimes you're doing the game live too. I'm like, I just want to go over there to Tainer and just listen in, man. Straight up.
Wilson takes the snap out of the gun, and oh my God, another horrible. He loses 2 yards. He didn't even get a throw off.
Yeah, that's tough, man. And you're right. The field goal there is a pretty long field goal. You're at the 38, so you're looking at about a 54-yarder. That's going to be tough.
And they give the Eagles great field position.
Looks like a designed run too. Like just opened his shoulders and straight turned it up, tried to get the quarterback draw there for the first down. I don't like the play call here either.
Let me get to Nick. Nick says, 2 of my favorite content creators. Let's go Seattle. Thank you so much, Nick, man.
Appreciate that, Nick.
And Nelly says, hey, Chris, hoping for Seattle win and Authentic, loving the energy you're giving. Just got a new sub, man. He's awesome, man.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, fam.
By the way, I'm not even going to tell you what it's about. Authentic and myself are actually in discussions of doing another channel.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to tell you anything what it's about, but you may see a second Tana and Authentic channel in the future.
Yeah, that's facts.
And James, thank you very much, man. No 12th man will benefit the Giants in Seattle. Yeah, well, yeah, no, you mean benefit Seattle in Seattle. But yeah, it's definitely been a. Don't they got like the metal seats there too, so it makes like a lot of noise if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, they were known as one of the louder stadiums.
It's the way that they
definitely be why,
and it's the way they built it too. I think it's the way like they built it that they said like it makes it louder in the stadium. They have like this weird architecture in the stadium. But yeah, that stadium's crazy. Let's see what we got here. Come on, Chris, tell us. Oh, Cairo? No, you'll find out. You'll find out. A little teaser.
You'll find out.
Little teaser, Cairo. A little teaser. Let's see what we got. What's going on there? Jerry Shaplinski's in the chat. The quarterback coach. Jerry, how you doing, my man? When are you going back to your probably Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday, I'll be back.
Lake Nona says Authentic and Tainer talking real estate. I like that.
Yeah, we're gonna be real estate brokers. We're gonna talk about selling homes and apartments. Love you too. Stelt's another one of my original subscribers, as is MH. Thank you guys for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it. What's going on there, Word? Thank you for being here, man. And
hey, Word, that's my guy.
Word's awesome.
Yeah,
Word's awesome. Great supporter of several people in the Giants YouTube community.
Facts all over the place, yeah.
Bavit says another channel, Insomnia Sports 2.0. LL. I did do Insomnia Sports. That was the second channel I attempted when I first started on YouTube. But no, it's actually all right. I'll say this: it's not gonna be a sports channel. There you go. That's it.
Give him a little hint.
Little hint. That's it. Sam says the way Seattle is playing, maybe we can win. Go Giants! I sure hope so, man. But thank you very much, man. I really do appreciate it. Here we go. Eagles coming out shotgun formation from the 38-yard line. He's got Scott to his left. Seahawks with a 4-man front, man in motion. He's going to pitch it forward to the wide receiver on the end around, and he gets 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Nice tackle in the open field by Brooks.
This is the Eagles' second drive, right? No, third drive.
I think it's third. Yeah, third. They had two 3-and-outs. But this time they got great field position because the Seahawks went for it.
Yeah.
Cairo says 2 loudest stadiums are Seattle and Kansas City officially. Well, I knew that Kansas City was also in Arrowhead Stadium, is known as a very tough place to play as well, so that makes sense. I'll say one thing about Giants. I love Giants fans. I love going to Giants games. 2nd and 8. I'll talk about it in 1 second. Man in motion. Wentz takes the snap from the foot. What happened? Looked like the entire offensive line for the Eagles, except for the center, had a full start. Literally, we got 4. Is that a 20-yard penalty?
Yeah, right. 5 yards for each one.
Yeah. And Bryce, man, thank you very much, man. I might be overthinking it, but do you think Danny's injury is bad? And what is the other guys? It's in the description. And I'm sure my mods will post it throughout the stream if you don't want to go in there now. But it's Authentic in the Beard. You can check him out on there. And he does an NFC's podcast. He's phenomenal. But yeah, what I was going to say about the Giants, I love the Giants fans. I'll say this: when I go to Giants games, not as loud as I would like sometimes.
I feel that. Maybe it's just been the culture as of late, without getting a lot of wins in these seasons. Maybe we could blame it on that. But
maybe. 2nd and 13. Wentz coming out in the gun here from the 36. Takes it. Little play action. Drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Throws deep down the right sidelines. Got him in. What a great play by Bobby Wagner. The middle linebacker in coverage on Goddard. This play's ridiculous. He's got his back to the quarterback. He sticks his right hand in there and is able to break it up. Otherwise, this is a 30, 50-yard completion. What a play by Wagner.
And the throw could have been a little bit more accurate on that, but Carson Wentz had a little bit of pressure in his face on that play, had to get rid of the ball, I feel like, a little earlier than he wanted to, but the throw's pretty decent. But if you get that a little more out in front, maybe he doesn't make that play.
Yeah, no, the throw was – he did get rocked. Looking at that replay, he got lit up.
Yeah, he got rocked.
So 3rd and 13 here from the 36. Wentz coming out in the shotgun formation, 4 wide set, 3 to the left. Seahawks showing blitz. They come with 4. Drops, pops. They come with a delayed blitz. They get home. He goes down at the 25.
That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see.
Let's go, baby. Force him to another 3 and out. 3 straight 3 and outs for Carson Wentz.
Is that the first sack of the evening?
I think it might be. No. Wilson got sacked on the 4th down attempt. Gungo says, I'm going to start donating Sundays until Christmas. Well, I appreciate that, Gungo, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you being a great supporter of the channel, man. Thank you very much. I'll take a seat, Wentz. What's going on there, I say, man? Thanks for popping the stream. T Savage, authentic entertainers sound like male strippers. I'm just saying. Sounds like a male strip club. All right,
that's one profession you'll never see me involved in, straight up.
Me neither. It's not my thing. Seahawks going to go down at the 17-yard line. Waterfly says, promise Chris not singing. No, there will be no singing, Waterfly, on the joint channel. I promise
on the new channel?
No singing. I don't think Authentic would allow that. Well, Authentic does rap.
Yeah, I do some rap but yeah, no singing over here unless, I might be able to give you some Nate Dogg, maybe some Barry White, some baritone voices maybe, but that's about it.
Giants is first. LL Wentz used to the Terp. Now, Tana teases, so he is a stripper. Yeah, I'm a stripper type. I tease the channel.
Yeah, you do that a lot. some people in the chat was believing you last time you was talking about that. They really thought you was a stripper and you're, off YouTube.
People always ask me what my second job is. I'm a stripper. Or at least I think I am. Let's see what we got here. Henry or Barkley? Right now, I got to go with Henry.
Hey, that's funny. Somebody in the chat says Authentic is a knockoff J. Cole. That's one of the artists that I've actually worked with and engineered for too, man. If you check out my Instagram, you see a little content from that session.
Let's see what we got here. Authentic can't get enough of your George is singing the song.
Yeah, can't get enough of that low baritone vibes. You know what you're talking about.
Who's the Giants player you said you were bringing on to Anthony? That I'm still kind of waiting on, but I'm not going to give that away. It might not happen, so I don't want to say anything. I haven't heard anything on the front on that, so I'm going to have to actually reach out to him. But yeah, that might happen. Let's see what we got here. What's going on there, Ashton, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. The hoodie doesn't leave the hoodie works. The hoodie works. Hoodie ain't coming off Authentic.
Yeah, the hoodie's been working. I almost thought about rocking a T-shirt I got that got that exact same logo vibe on the front. I got it in red too, but it's a T-shirt. A little bit more of a flat, less embroidered look, but it's a little too baggy on me. It's from my my early 50 Cent G Unit kind of hip hop days, double X. Nice. So I don't rock my clothes as large anymore, so I kind of had to put that to rest. But I'm trying to find a way to salvage it, man, because that's been the good luck sweater this year for sure.
You got to wear it, man. You got to wear it, man.
I might pull that out next one.
We need as much good luck as we could get. But yeah, Joe Judge watches my channel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably where he's getting all his tips.
You know how I know?
How you know?
He started wearing a red hoodie.
I feel you. So, yeah, he knows it's good luck, man. What are we 3 straight now with the hoodie?
Yeah, I saw him in his press conference. He was wearing a red Giants hoodie. So I said to myself, he knows what you got to do to win football games.
Hey, there's no good content.
And Mehmet, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. He says, please no Pen 15s on the screen today. God, Mehmet, that guy. I had to delete the stream. Yeah, but if that keeps happening, I'm just not gonna do.
You know what I was trying to tell y'all yesterday in the chat too. You can keep those streams up where people do that, and you can just chop out just that section.
How do you do that?
YouTube Studio allows you to go in there and trim it. It'll make a duplicate of the video so you can keep it up and still monetize it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we had an issue with some cursing happening on one of our shows early on. I went through and just chopped out just that bit.
Seattle's going to run up the middle there, pick up a 1. That was Hyde. It'll be second and 9. Minute 36 to go here in the first quarter. Guys, Giants will lose the next week. More than likely. I mean, we'll see what happens. Anything could happen. It was hilarious, man. I'm not even going to lie. It was. I'm not trying to
chat wilding.
I'm not trying to encourage that, and but I don't think a lot of guys want to tune in to see that. But it was definitely. I was definitely caught off guard. That's for sure.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Definitely caught off guard.
Yeah, and then you had the guy in the pink tutu. Russell Wilson coming out in the shotgun formation, 2 wide to the right, and he's going to motion Hyde to his left. Takes the snap from his own 17, drops, and no He wasn't going anywhere anyway, but incomplete there. Was looking for Carson out in the flat. BT Jake says, which Belichick underlings have been successful? Not many. I mean, historically, but the good news is the last two look like they're going to be. They're trending that way, and that's Brian Flores and that's Joe Judge. And technically, you could say Vrabel. Vrabel didn't coach under him. He played under him. So he's very familiar with the system. And he coached in Texas where Bill O'Brien coached under him. So, there's a little, he's kind of got a link to Belichick. But the recent guys have been, outside of them, not a lot of success.
Yeah, and Flores is doing that pretty fast in Miami. I mean, last year, people looking at them as a team that was probably looking at another top 3 draft pick, and that team is building now. You got to love what they're doing in Miami with not a lot of superstar names and not a lot of weapons on offense, really.
Sounds a lot like us.
Yeah, it sounds just like us.
There's a flag on the play, delay a game for the Seahawks, so that's another big penalty. It's been a sloppy game, man.
It's been very sloppy.
3rd and 14 now, and it looks like Seattle's probably going to have to punt here. Eagles will get the ball back, but we'll see what they can do. Trubin says, if the Seahawks play like this, the Giants have a chance.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday, man. Any given Sunday.
I was literally thinking the same thing. I mean, this is an ugly game, and I'm looking for Seattle to, if it continues to look like this, to still be able to sneak out of here with a victory. But if they play like this against the Giants and the Giants could somehow, manage to get a early lead, I mean, our defense is the kind of defense that can pin their ears back and keep a lead, man. And they're striding right now. So, I mean, Giants can definitely compete, and that's why they play the games, man, any given Sunday.
Yeah, screen pass there to Metcalf. He got about 11, so he's going to come up about 3 or 4 yards short. Seattle's going to have to punt. Still a good play there. I mean, you're 3rd and 14. At least it helps the field position a little bit.
I would have ran that earlier in the sequence. I mean, DK Metcalf seems like he's just got the physical advantage on the outside there. That those little quick hitch screen passes that I would throw those to him all day.
He's going to be a problem, man.
Yeah, he's really going to be a problem.
Seattle set the punt away here. Wow, this is a booming punt all the way back to the 20 for the Eagles. Breaks the tackle there to the 25. Nice tackle down at about the 26. So the Eagles will start there. Crimson says, we need DJ back. Seahawks look bad right now. Yeah, can't rush him back, though, Crimson. Yeah, I think you agree with that, right? You can't
that's what I've been telling people. I mean, if you know how this injury is going to kind of pan out and it takes us to just have DJ rest up for this one game so he could come back in 2 weeks against Arizona and be healthy, I'm all for it. I'll take that L. Don't forget Washington plays the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up. That's a very difficult game. I feel like that's the team that's really on our heels. I'm not sure who the Cowboys got next week.
Well, I know the Eagles play. I don't know in what order, but I know they play Green Bay, they play the Saints, and they play another really good team. So they're playing tough teams. I don't remember who the Cowboys play, but I think they play. Oh, they play the Ravens. I think
Ravens. Yeah, and no team has made the playoffs ever with the 9 losses, and I want to say that's where they're at now, right? Or is it 8? I
think they're at 8.
They're at 8.
Yeah. 3-8 Dallas.
Yeah, to this point in the season, which I always forget to say, because we know teams have made it in at 8-8. Yeah. And even under that, Carolina Panthers made it in that one year with the tie and 7 wins, I want to say.
Yeah, so it's done. Well, this year I think you're going to get a record. I think somebody's going to get in with 6.
Yeah, I think we're going to break that record for sure, man. I hope not. I hope the Giants can come out here and win some football games here late. Kind of surprised me.
Wentz takes the snap out of the gun. Play action, throws, hits his man out in the flat. That's a gain of about a half yard. Good defense there by Seattle. It'll be about a 2nd and 10. And that'll take us to – it should take us to the second quarter. I'm going to change it right now because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to wait. And then we'll take it to the second quarter. Yeah, it's going to take us down. So second quarter, guys, no score. It's been a low-scoring game. I was hoping for a more exciting game. Not the most exciting of starts. What the heck?
Yeah, it's been slow. I mean, you got to blame it on the 4th down conversions here for Seattle, 0-2 already. They got to clean that up. I mean, even if you got to punt it there, on the one where they're around the 36-yard line, punt it. I mean, football's a game of field position. You could pin them back. Philadelphia Eagles offense has not showed you anything. What is it? 3 and outs in this drive here. Yeah.
They've been horrible.
They've been bad.
Yuri, man, thank you very much, man. If Leo and Tomlinson made the Pro Bowl, who do you keep? Well, they don't need to make the Pro Bowl for me to keep them, but if I had to pick one and money's not a factor, it's got to be Leonard Williams. And I like Tomlinson. I love Tomlinson, but Leonard Williams is more versatile. He's having an unbelievable year. I like Tomlinson, but if I had to pick one, I'm going with Leo.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I've been high on Leonard Williams since he got to be a Giant. I thought the trade was a great trade, and I didn't know much about Leonard Williams over there because I don't watch a lot of Jets games. But looking him up on PFF and things like that, I liked what I saw, and then he immediately made an impact on his defense. Players like that, they're disruptors. They're not always going to get the sack. You saw it In the last game against the Bengals, he generates pressure a lot, and he opens up lanes for other people to make sacks as well. And this year, fortunately, he's been seeing the quarterback a bit too, man, with the 6 sacks. You got to bring back Leonard Williams. I think Tomlinson's a guy you want to bring back, and Joe Judge seems to be building a culture here where it wouldn't surprise me if players took pay cuts to stay on this young team, and develop with them.
We know what happens in New England, and hope. I could see Logan Ryan taking a bit of a pay cut. I think he did to come here in the first place. Stefano, man, thank you very much, man. Any chance Hurts gets in the game with more snaps? I don't think he's going to be. Well, anything's possible, but I don't expect it. I think you'll see him in his normal role where he comes in the wildcat stuff like that. I still don't think he'll be the quarterback unless Wentz goes down. Jacob says Nitro Freak is calling you delusional. Shaking my head. Nitro Freak and me, whatever. He comes at me on Twitter a little bit. I got nothing bad to say about Nitro Freak. I know he's a big Eagles fan. Whatever. His team sucks. So that's all there is to it.
You can't dispute that. At the end of the day, it's all opinions, but it's facts. The Eagles are garbage this year.
And they got no cap space. Mark says Chris Hernandez is now out at left guard. He's hurt, Mark? I didn't hear about that. Is that official? Is he out? I know that he had the what's going on, Detonator, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. I knew that he was sick, but he came back this week. Let's see what we got here. Delusional tenant. Yeah, I don't think I'm delusional. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody has their own opinions, but let's see what we got here. We want the playoffs, football, and MetLife. Let's go Giants. Well, we're gonna get it. If we make it, we're gonna get it. Benjamin, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. All we need is Seattle to choke and Wilson to choke, and we're back to number 1. Benjamin's a Rams fan. Well, I don't think they're going to choke. I think Seattle's going to get
that statement confused me for a second until you say he's a Rams fan. I'm like, all right.
Looks like the Eagles – that should be a full start on the Eagles. Looked like the wide receiver moved in the slot. They had Hurts in the game. Was it a full start on Hurts? It's got whatever it is. It's a full start on the Eagles. So another penalty. We've gotten that's like the 4th on the Eagles.
It's like tight end maybe.
Mark says no. Did he? Oh, you're asking. Did he lose his job? Listen, Hernandez played well. He didn't play a lot last week, but he was actually the highest graded lineman for the Giants this past week. I don't think he lost his job. I think the Giants are rotating players in at the guard position like they did the tackle spot. I still think Hernandez is a guy that they value as part of the future.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, going forward, I think Hernandez is definitely a part of the future. Struggled this year, and I don't know if they had to do with Nate Solder holding out. Solder might have been giving him some veteran tips from that left tackle position there, and then you bring in a rookie.
They pulled Wentz. I'm going to cut. Oh, now they're bringing it back in. Hurts just threw that ball as if he was a quarterback out of the shotgun. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
But he was in for 2 straight plays, so I was like, maybe they pulled Wentz. But no,
the throw didn't look bad there too. I mean, a little dart on the outside there, outside the hash is not a bad throw.
Yeah, he picked up 7. It'll be 3rd and 8. But that was 2 straight plays, so I was like, I thought they pulled Wentz, but Wentz back in the game. 3rd and 8 here from the 29. Wentz coming out in the shotgun formation. He's got Sanders to his left. Takes the snap. Seahawks come with 4. They do a good job bottling up, and they're going to get pressure, and Wentz is going to go down again. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, Seahawks ball. The Eagles are going to have to put 4 straight 3. He might get benched this game. 4 straight 3 and outs. No, I didn't mean to cut you off before. What were we talking about?
I think we were talking about Will Hernandez in the future.
I think authentic. Oh, there you are. Are you there?
Yeah. Got me?
Yeah. What were we talking about before you got cut off?
We were talking about Will Hernandez, and I was just talking about the impact of Nate Solder holding out. That might have affected him. You go from a savvy veteran to a rookie at left tackle, and I think that could have affected his play a bit. It might have been a little overrated last year as a rookie with Nate Solder out there with him, kind of maybe giving him some veteran tips and things like that.
Yeah, I still think Hernandez is going to be a good player. Seahawks are going to field the punt. They called for a fair catch, 13:37 to go. I don't know if he's going to be great, I think we were all hoping for when we got him. I still think he could be a good guard. I still have faith in Hernandez.
And I like him as a run blocker. He's a tough guy. The one thing that no one's questioned with his career here in the first 2 years is his toughness. He's been out there doing damage. I think pass protection has been a bit of an issue for him, and I'm sure the COVID situation, being pulled with that is definitely slowing him down and Harper in the situation as well.
How about Gates, man?
Love him.
I love Gates.
Love him. Matt Pert, love him. I love this whole offensive line unit. Is fantastic because they're all young guys, man, and they're playing well already. So, 2 years to come, 3 years to come, this offensive line developing with the quarterback. This is another reason why I have a lot of faith in Daniel Jones, because as that offensive line grows and learns things, you're starting to see it this year with some of the checks that are happening pre-snap. I mean, Daniel Jones and Nick Gates doing incredible things pre-snap.
Absolutely. And a big completion there to Tyler Lockett with the play action pass from Russell Wilson, about a pickup of 15. So that's a good first play there on first down as the Seahawks starting to get things going. Mark says, I think Thomas did better than Lemieux. Thomas had a great game. The entire offensive line had a great game, Mark.
Yeah.
But Thomas didn't give up
except Cam Fleming. We can't forget about Cam Fleming. First half, he was the only one with penalties and just seemed a little bit lost out there. And, you got to credit that to Matt Pert being on the COVID list as well. I mean, I would have much rather seen Matt Pert there. Cam Fleming has seen his fair share of struggles this year with the Giants.
Yeah, handoff to Hyde there, loss of 3. Good job there by the Eagles, ready for it out of the shotgun. It'll bring up a 2nd and 13, 12:53 to go here in the second quarter. I think Pert's going to get a lot more playing time coming back now. I really do. The way that Fleming played, he had 2 crucial penalties. I think they got to get Pert in there. I really do.
And they were critical penalties on third down. I mean, you can't start games like that. And he was a big reason why we started off shooting ourselves in the foot, put ourselves in the hole in that game early. Yeah.
2nd and 13 here for the Seahawks at the 47. Wilson coming out in the shotgun. It's a 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap, drops, pops, steps up in the pocket, does a good job buying time, throws on the run, and good coverage there by the Eagles. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 13. He was looking for the tight end, Hollister.
This is what I talk about a lot with the Giants, man, and the emergence of Wayne Gallman. When you have a running back that can just run straight forward, your 2nd down and 3rd down in distance, it just helps out the quarterback. And it seems like maybe Chris Carson is not fully healthy yet, because you're seeing Carlos Hyde get a bulk of these carries here early on. But I think Chris Carson's a better back, more straightforward kind of vibe here. We know Hyde's a bit old.
Yeah, they used Carson on the first drive, but since then it's been mainly Hyde.
Yeah.
12-7. Maybe he went out there and he wasn't 100%. 3rd and 13 here from the 47. Wilson drops back to pass, throws deep. It's got a man caught. Metcalf down to the 1 yard line.
Gotta love it.
Let's go, baby.
I told you I might have to change that 115 to 150, man. That boy balling out already.
Let's go. So now I think he had about 30. Now tag on another 52 yards. He's already at like 82 yards. Look at Wilson standing in the pocket.
Oh, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. And why are we one-on-one on DK Metcalf?
Wow. And here we go. Out of the shotgun, he's going to turn. He's going to hand to Carson. Carson back in the game, still pushing. And he might have lost a half yard. Good job there. Good gang tackle there by the Eagles. Mark says Thomas played better with Lemieux. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. You meant to say he played better with Lemieux. Oh, that's
what he was saying. Okay.
Possibly. I mean, a lot of people said it was because of Lemieux. I don't know. I think, to me, after all the facts that came out authentic, I think it had a lot more to do with Joe Judge and changing what Mark Colombo was doing than Lemieux himself.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts that are happening with this offensive line right now, and coaching being the number one thing. And I think, we need a couple more games to really assess it, to really see the impact that the coach is going to have on this offensive line. But Judge clearly had a problem with it. So, yeah, he's correcting things over there.
Wilson coming out in the shotgun formation. He's going to motion Carson to his left. Takes the snap, drops, throws, fade pattern, caught, touchdown.
There you go.
Let's go, baby.
There you go.
Let's go. More with the touchdown. Seahawks go up 6-0. We'll take that, Giants fans.
Definitely. And, I mean, this game could be a 2, maybe 3-score game already if you could have converted some 4th downs here. I mean, Seattle's definitely in control.
I'm looking for Eagles 0-1. He challenged me to a $100 bet. I don't know if he's in the chat right now. I'm looking for Eagles 0-1. What's going on there, Ariel? Man, thanks for popping on the stream. What's going on, Kyra? Let's go, New York. I'm not going to scream stand up because I might get arrested if I do that in a hotel room. But thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it.
You got to give him the whisper version.
Stand up, New York Giant fans. Marvin says, why do people always say stuff like, I don't know why they say that, Marvin. They're trolls. 10:56 to go here in the second quarter. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 7-0 Seattle. Let's go, baby.
That's a big catch on the fade route there, too, on the touchdown. It's nice. You got to love people who can catch those one-on-one passes like that, man.
I'll tell you what, man. Russell Wilson, man. No, I love Rodgers. Nobody throws a better deep ball than Russell Wilson.
Yeah, gives you a lot of time to read the ball in the air, too. He's kind of got that lollipop deep throw. He gets a lot more air on his deep passes than a lot of quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers more the vertical kind of like on a rope deep pass. And I like the way that Russell Wilson throws his deep pass. Always lands perfect.
Just drops right in.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful deep. And then the fade pattern there, same thing, perfect throw.
Beautiful.
Russell Wilson, he's a big play waiting to happen.
Yeah, he is. And, on Carson Wentz, he throws the deep ball similar to Russell Wilson, except the accuracy is the biggest problem with him. But as far as the air trajectory, throws a very similar pass, kind of upwards trajectory, with his deep pass, but not hitting. When you see the one of the tight end on that last play falls short, but similar trajectory to what Russell Wilson's doing there.
Yeah, and Mark says, if you keep misreading my points, I'll go broke, LOL. I promise, Mark, I ain't doing it on purpose, Mark. I promise you. But thank you for being such a great supporter on the channel, Mark, man. You're always in here supporting me, man. Thank you for being here, buddy. And Bryce says, I might be late, but why are you in a hotel? What happened to the old spot? Bryce, I went away from my brother's wedding. All right, long story short, I went away from my brother's wedding, and I have people at home. I'm staying back here because of the COVID. I'm going to get tested on Wednesday. So that's why. That's the reasoning. So everybody keeps asking me. That's the reasoning. So there you go.
Tana's in the protocol, man.
I'm in the protocol. I don't want to get anybody sick. I went away for a wedding, and I'm waiting until Wednesday to get tested because they said you're supposed to wait 5 days. So there you go. What's going on, Moose, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. I don't want to see Bradbury get – I don't think Bradbury's going to get burnt, man. What's up there, Chris, man? So. What's up there, Nona, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. TD says – What would it take for Joe Judge to win Coach of the Year? I asked you a few months ago and said you'd consider a video if it's possible midway through the season. I don't think he's going to win Coach of the Year. And I love Joe Judge. They'd have to go like 8-8.
I saw somebody came out with an article that Joe Judge should be Coach of the Year but won't win Coach of the Year. And yeah, I do think it has a lot to do with the record. I mean, he's done a fantastic job with this Giants team. And I think that Dave Gettleman has done a good job too, man. I'm just waiting for them to turn things around as far as free agency goes and draft stock. As far as with Jason Garrett as being a part of this staff, because we know Dave Gettleman, he's done a good job on the defensive side of the ball. Minus Baker, minus McKinney, who's just getting back, and I love what Dave Gettleman's done with this defense. No one would have thought this defense was going to be this good. And we just kind of need to see that on the offensive side of the ball. I want to see him bring in another wide receiver here, whether it be free agency or in the draft. Yeah,
absolutely. German brother, man. What's going on? Thank you for popping in the stream, man. I would guess. Jawad loves Dave Gettleman. I love Jawad. Jawad loves Dave Gettleman. He's my kind of guy. Let's talk about Gettleman. I always love doing that. There is a nice tackle there by the Seahawks. Eagles are going to start at the 20. Let's talk about Gettleman for a second. Talk about the job he's done with this team this offseason. You think Davey G's staying or what?
Yeah, I think he's going to be here for a minute. You really can't follow what media and what fans are talking about a lot of the times. I think they got a good gauge of what's happening in that locker room. And don't forget, Dave Gettleman brought in Pat Shurmur, which was awful. Yeah. But he brought in Joe Judge here, and Joe Judge is slowly but surely becoming one of the better coaches in the NFL. And you got to love the culture he's bringing here. It's a tough, no-nonsense kind of culture, and you don't want to disrupt this. It's one of the main reasons why I think that the Giants have to focus on bringing back most of these players next year. I think it's a very important thing.
Here's Wentz, little play action, throws, incomplete. True Rappless says, nice hat. I got the same one. Great stream, by the way. True Rappless, great supporter of mine. Loves your hat.
Oh, appreciate that, man. I've had this one for a little. Man, all my clothes and my hats are all old. I got a bunch of stuff just from like 10 years ago, man. I try to keep it fresh and not wear it out.
I got to get one of those winter hats. I like it.
Hey, yeah, definitely, man. The New Era ones are real dope.
And Frank Corona says, would you prefer Bradbury to shadow Metcalf or lock down a side? That way they force the see. The thing is, Frank, and I get it, but they have so many good wide receivers. And the Giants haven't done that all year. I don't think they're going to do it. Lockett's, don't forget about Lockett, Authentic.
Yeah, Lockett's a beast.
And there's a handoff there to Sanders. Sanders going to pop it to the outside, and that's their first good play of the day on offense. It's a gain of 9. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. But going back to Gettleman, man, I'm with you, man. I think he's done a really good job this offseason. And the fans hate him. Yeah. It is what it is. But I think he's done a good job with what he's been presented with. I thought they had a really good offseason. And I'm with you, man. I'm of the belief that why change something if it worked? And if we have another good offseason next year, we might be competing to go deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, and the Giants have lost a lot of close games, not only this year, but last year, lost a ton of close games. And that's just unfortunate, and if you can just turn that around and you teach your team how to win these games, we're seeing it here on the back half of the schedule this year that we're learning how to finish out these games. I went back and I rewatched your stream from from the Bengals game, and I saw you guys. You guys were tense, down there at the end of that game because it felt like one of those typical Giants games where it's like we're close, we're in it, but then we're going to lose it.
I'm going to tell you what. I said it in my post-game video, and I think there's a timeout on the field, 10-14 to go here in the second quarter. If we played that way against that team, even with Burrow out, week 4, we lose the game. Yeah. Like if Jones gets hurt on that play when they're driving, if Ingram has the fumble, if we let a kick return go back for a touchdown, if we fall asleep on a punt, a fake punt, Giants lose that game. This team is starting to learn how to win, how to overcome adversity, and I think that's a sign of growth.
Yeah, definitely. We also saw it in the Eagles game. Darius Slayton on third down goes across the middle for a catch that would have just sealed that game. And he drops it, and it just felt like that Evan Ingram moment, you know?
I got
Oh,
pumped
no, you're
up.
good. I try to watch your reactions. You know you about half a play ahead of me, so I try to watch your reactions.
The Eagles, again, get too cute. 4th and 2, third and 2 now, they bring in Jalen Hurts. They run a handoff. Miles Sanders gets stuffed. Doug Peterson. I feel like Doug Peterson is like the Giants' 54th man. Every time I watch an Eagles game, I'm like, what is this guy doing? A big play there, the biggest play of the game, 3rd and 2. You have an opportunity to get first down. You pull Carson one side of the game. You bring in Jalen Hurts. You make it super predictable that you're going to be running the football.
Yep.
Eagles
no one's scared of that arm from Jalen Hurts right now. I mean, every time you brought him in this season, he's ran the ball. I want to say that last drive where he threw that out route was his first throw.
Oh, my God. I can't wait till you see this hit. 34-yard line. Taylor on the Eagles just absolutely obliterated the kick returner for the Seahawks. They're going to start at the 34. Oh my God. I broke a rib watching that.
Oh, that's a great form tackle right there. You got to love that.
Oh, that hurt.
That reminded me of the hit that Dallas had on Dalvin Cook when he was going up the middle the other day. Just a perfect form tackle.
Yeah, that was a beautiful tackle, man. Let's go.
Whew.
The Eagles are so damn. I don't get the play call pulling Carson Wentz out in that spot, man. They learned it from Pittsburgh. Cesar Ramirez. Yeah, that hurt me. Jawad said. Another spear, man. I did, Big Mac. I broke a rib watching that play. And Josh Vittori, man. Thank you so much, man. He says, "Man, I love Doug Peterson."
Waterfly, we can't sync up, man, because Tanner's in the hotel this week, so no fast forward, no rewind, man. I'm trying to get to them reactions quick for you.
Yeah, I don't get the DVR, so yeah. I'm in a hotel. But I appreciate everybody for being here. I said it jokingly on Twitter the other day. I think that Doug Peterson in a tie game with no time to go in the fourth quarter would go for 2.
I did see that tweet the other day. He probably would, man. I mean, the Eagles might want to try to bring in a play caller here. I mean, maybe just blow up this whole playbook, because bringing in Jalen Hurts for these little 2-point conversion style plays has just not been working for them all year. And I think you got to just go back to basics. You know, you saw it with Andy Dalton in Dallas against the Vikings. They went back to basics. Let's just run quick slants, short out routes, not make the quarterback do anything too crazy, and rely on the running game. You got Miles Sanders back there. You got Boston Scott, who's a very capable running back and seems to just not get enough carries. I would just hammer the run and pass only when I needed to. Try to set up short third down plays, short third down distance, and try to convert. And you might be able to see yourself winning some games here. I mean, this is not a great team. And last year you were talking about Carson Wentz's play being a little bit better, and they were playing banged up last year. That offensive line was banged up. He had no wide receivers last year, and they still managed to make a run and win games. So just go back to the basics if you ask me.
Yeah, it ain't working right now. I think it's why is everybody saying talking feet? Did I lift my foot or something? Maybe that's what happened. That people saw my foot when I saw the reaction to the tackle. I got socks on. I'm not barefoot. Tana, do you expect us to have a quarterback spy on Russell Wilson? Maybe. If we were at full strength, I'd probably say McKinney would do that, at least to some capacity. But I still think they're trying to get McKinney back into the defense. I don't think he's going to have like a primary role just yet.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think throughout the entirety of the game, but maybe in certain packages.
Yeah, I mean, if your defensive ends can't contain you, you might try to spy a linebacker. But I agree with you on that. I mean, you got to just line up and try to win the battle.
What's going on, Baruch? One of my best, man. Thank you for being a member of the channel, Baruch. What's up, buddy? Here we go. Seahawks have it. They're going to take it. They're going to give it to Carson. Carson a little stiff arm, nowhere to go there. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. There's another flag. How many flags is this? We should be keeping count.
Yeah, it seems like about 5-6 flags already.
And I hope this is on the Eagles. I hope there's another unnecessary roughness. Max says, authentic, best budget USB mic, go.
Samson Q2U. best sounding, and also it gives you some capabilities to go analog if you ever decide to upgrade your setup. So I'd go with that. I like these pod mics here, but you do need an interface for that. So yeah, Samson Q2U is a great mic.
There you go. There you go.
And affordable, coming in at about $250, I want to say.
That's pretty pricey for me. I don't got the equipment that you got. I have the but when I get my new laptop, I'm gonna start using it again. I've got the what's it called? The Yeti.
Yeah, great one too.
Yeah, that's what I got. I think that was about 100 or 120. Or maybe it was, I don't remember. It was about $100.
Yeah, the Yeti is solid. The Q2U is a little bit more expensive just because it has that analog capability in case maybe you're going to collaborate with somebody when, this whole COVID situation goes away. You can plug up into their system as well, and gives you the USB capability. So I think it's a mic that you could buy and never have to buy a mic again. That's usually how I try to approach audio equipment, because a lot of the cheaper mics, Yeti's a good one, but if you go into that like Amazon $30 range, you might find yourself with some broken gear.
There you go. 1st and 10. Eagles got it around midfield, so it was another penalty on the Eagles. Wilson's going to try to take off and run with it. Chetton, what a nifty play that was as he checks it down to Carson, picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Carson is solid in the pass game, man. I like him as a back who can catch the passes in the flats and make moves. I'm all with Chris Carson. He's a good running back. Yeah,
I like Carson. VT Jake says Hurts 1 for 1 for 6 yards. Wentz 2 for 8 for 4 yards.
Bench
oh my god! Oh my god! And they're 0 for 4 on 3rd down, 3 and outs. Wow, that's a great stat, VT Jake. Carson Wentz is averaging 0.5 yards an attempt.
That's terrible. 5 drives, 1 yard. Wow.
And here we go. Coming out under center, Russell Wilson. It'll be a 2nd and 5. Man in motion, right to left, takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Carson. Carson bounces to the outside. He's got a couple of lead blockers. Picks up 7. Runs out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. 8:04 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And by the way, I see a lot of people saying that Nitro Freak, did he make a video about me, guys? Because I saw a couple of people commenting. I'll be sure to check it out if he did. I'm curious to watch it.
I'm not familiar with Nitro Freak.
He's an Eagles YouTuber.
YouTuber.
Yeah, he's been on YouTube for a while, like as long as Cop Pizzle.
Got you.
Did he make a video about me, guys? People that are saying that he said I was delusional. So here we go. Chris Carson, 34 scrimmage yards on 7 carries from the 38-yard line. Wilson coming out under center from the 38. He's got Hyde in the backfield, takes the snap, play action, gets some backside pressure, buys some time with the legs. Wilson just gets rid of it, throws it up in the air. Is this going to be grounding? Yeah, there's a flag. This might be grounding. Let's see what we got here. You guys see that guy in the entertainer's bed when he Jay Frey said the same thing to me last time. I'm not saying the same joke last time. You're not getting it twice, Jay Frey. He came in, he said, "You guys see the guy?" I said, "No, yeah, it was your dad." That's what I said last time. But so it's an illegal contact on another penalty on the Eagles.
We like to see that. We like to see that. It looks like the left tackle for the Seahawks is struggling tonight, man. Russell Wilson seeing a lot of pressure from his backside there, having to make quick moves to try to put himself in position to make throws down the field. I mean, but he's the guy to do it. I will say that. Russell Wilson is the guy to be shifty in the pocket to do things like that.
So 1st and 10, and that is the second huge penalty on Darius Slay. He had the unnecessary roughness. Now he's got the illegal contact. Gives the Seahawks an easy 1st down. They're at the 33. 7:27 to go here in the 2nd quarter. John, I'm going to get to that 1 second, man. Takes the snap, turns, hands. Nice run there by Hyde. Picks up 8 down to the 25. And JF says, do you think we should start Daniel Jones this week? No, unless he's healthy. If he's 100%, of course. But if he's not 100%, no. I'm not. He's the future of the franchise. I'm not messing with that. Not messing with that.
Yeah, and you know how those hamstrings can be. You can tweak. They're kind of like a groin injury, You get out there and you try to plant on that foot and do things you normally do when you're healthy, and then you tweak that hamstring, and now you're looking at more weeks on the bench, and Giants can't afford that. I feel like right now we can only afford to not have Daniel Jones in one game, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm with you. And there's a quick pass out in the flat. I think it was a screen pass. I think it was Metcalf again, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he just got the 1st down. I think he got 2 yards. 1st down, Seattle. We'll see where they spot it. Max says Samson Q2U with boom arm on Amazon right now for $99.99.
Oh, that's a fantastic deal right there. I might have to jump on that deal because I'm looking for a USB mic that I can take on the road with me and stuff like that, probably in the next year here. So I thought about buying the Q2U for the fellas here. And I just like the idea of that mic being half USB, half analog.
Wilson play action rollout hits Metcalf. Metcalf jumps over a defender out of bounds at the 5-yard line. He just jumped over him like he was what do they say in track and field with the bars or whatever they call it?
The hurdles.
The hurdles. He jumped over like a 6-foot man like he was a hurdle.
Let's see where he's at now. DK Metcalf at 100 yards already.
Oh my God, man. This guy's a beast.
He's averaging 16.7 per catch. He got 6.
MYG Forever says this Eagles team equals Giants end of the reset. I completely agree with that, MYG Forever. I've said that a few times. They're just like the Giants. Their cap situation is horrible. They have aged veterans. They're very much like the Giants during the end of the reset era. They're in a very bad spot. From the 6-yard line, bootleg rollout for Wilson, looks, cooks, throws, and nobody open, incomplete, 2nd and goal.
That's actually DK Metcalf's 7th catch for 117 yards, and we're still in the first half here, man. So might get over that 200 number. We're gonna see.
How many yards? You said he's got 115?
Yeah, 117 right now.
So you already passed what you said. You said 115.
I said 115. Yeah.
You should have said that in the first 25 minutes. You would have been right.
Yeah, right. I should have said first half.
Yeah. 5:35 to go here in the second quarter. Seahawks up 7-0. Another flag.
Oh my God.
It's unbelievable. Dr. Demolition Man, thank you very much, man. Daniel Jones is some trash. His future is in the recycling bin.
Come on, man. Come on.
He might be an Eagles fan.
Yeah, probably is an Eagles fan. Look at what Daniel Jones is doing with this team right now. He led the team in rushing 6 games. He still leads the team in rushing yards, I believe. He's really got his main running back out. Not many wide receiver weapons out here. Offensive line is just starting to gel. Come on, man. Get a kid a chance here, man.
Intentional grounding, they call on Wilson, which I agree.
And if that's an Eagles fan speaking, I mean, think about how much we're paying Daniel Jones and think about how much y'all paying Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz is making more money than probably our entire offense.
Yeah, right.
Like our offensive line doesn't make a lot of money. Nick Gates doesn't make a lot of money. Andrew Thomas is making about $8 million. Our guards don't make a ton of money. Well, Zeitler's making about 10. Our wide receiver, our offense as a whole probably makes about 50. He makes about 35. So he's making close to what our offense makes. 5:35 to go here in the second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 16. Turns, hands, gives it. And look at Carson pushing forward, still going. Oh, my God, he gets in. I think Marshawn Lynch just put on Carson's jersey. He's going to start throwing Skittles in the end zone. A 16-yard run by Carson. What a run. 13-0 Seahawks. Let's go, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's a shifty run, man. That kind of looks like Wayne Gallman a little bit, not those hard planting jukes like you see from Saquon Barkley. They're just little subtle cuts and little hip movements to get the defenders up off you. That's a great run.
13-0 extra point pending. Let's go, baby. That's Marshawn Carson right there. Eagles fans, I hate to see it. I feel bad for you guys. No, I don't.
I was about to say.
I couldn't be happier right now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
13-0, baby. What's going on, Ryo, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. No, I'm not a call-in show today. We're doing a play-by-play, Wolves. Marvin says, do you know who there we go. There we go with more jerks. They'll be blocked shortly. What's up, David? He called us and you and Bad Dog Delusion. It happens. He's an Eagle YouTuber. I get it. That's cool. Extra point good. 14-0.
I like to welcome the hate, man. I definitely love getting love from people on YouTube and stuff like that. That's cool. But I like to welcome the hate, man. That's cool. I want to see people hating, because I'm going to try to just drop facts. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's see what we got here. 14-0, Jaden says, man, did we sign a quarterback? Pete, yes, we signed Tanny. From what I understand, I think it's official. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's official. I know we visited today, and they were saying it was close. What's going on, Fabian, man? Thanks for popping the stream, man. Wow, you guys are mad delayed, Matt says. Yeah, there's always a lot of times there's and if you have a DVR, you could pause it. But a lot of times because YouTube takes like 8, 9, 10 seconds to send you what I'm seeing, it's out of sync.
Yeah, go ahead and pause your game, sync it up with Entertainer, the best play-by-play in the business one time, and do yourself a favor.
And Doa says, I like how Eagle YouTubers are in a Giant stream during the trash team's game. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Don't forget, we love football, man. We love football.
It is what I said it earlier. Bigger Mike's one of my top 10 subscribers. He's an Eagles fan.
Gavin, I got a couple Philly guys I support too. I just subscribed up to Philly 500 and Philly Notion, who was on PTA Sports as well. I get down with his channel.
Philly 500 is the man. I love Philly 500.
Yeah.
Christian Cologne, man, thank you very much, man. Love the hate DJ and the Giants are getting now. Eagles fans realizing the time is coming to an end and the Giants are on the up. Let's go, Giants. Christian, as Giants fans, we've seen this. We've been warning them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We've been warning them for a couple of years. We say, enjoy it now. You know? Howie's not a magician, authentic. Eagles fans just think he's the greatest GM ever because he's just pushing all the salaries back. They're like, oh, he's a cap wizard. No, he's not. Basically, what he's doing is just pushing your debt back, you know? And that way in 2 years, your salary cap is just an absolute disaster. And then you sign Carson Wentz and your team's going up in flames. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
And that team is imploding already, man. So in the future, it's only going to get worse, you know?
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. What's going on there, Matt, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man.
Hey, what's up, Matt? I see you in the building one time. Hey, and y'all chill on Roman. That's my guy right there, my little young bull Roman, man. That's a good dude.
Roman's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Jordan says we got another. I think he's an Eagles guy. He says y'all gay buddies.
Think what you want to think, man.
you do you, my man. You do you,
do
my
you,
man.
bro. If it makes you happy and you got something to think about at night, go ahead and do you, bro. The sweet sounds of authentic and entertainer. You wild for that one. You wild for that one.
But that's what our channel is going to be. It's going to be a gay channel. 5:27 to go. Seahawks set to kick it away. Eagles going to let it go out of the end zone. They'll start at their own 25. 5:27 to go here in the second quarter. What's going on, Cornelius, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's up, Matt? How long does it take for the Eagles will take to start the rebuild? They should have started the rebuild like a year ago. And I get it. You know, they had the quarterback. They're trying to go for it, but you're gonna pay the price, man.
Yeah, and NFL football is a lot about timing, man. You know, you got to have those players in the building at the same time, and the Giants know about that with the wide receiver core. You know, Hakeem Nicks down to Victor Cruz, down to Odell Beckham, and kind of not really meshing the timing up with those three at any point in time. So you really got to have the contracts done right. You got to have, and that's what I love about this Giants team, man. This offensive line is so young, and it matches our quarterback and our wide receiver core. We really got two OGs. That's about it.
Oh, did they call him in the grasp? They called Carson Wentz in the grasp. He goes down for a sack. It's going to be a 7-yard loss. This hurts me so much watching this. I'm so upset watching Carson Wentz get sacked time and time and time again. This is horrible.
Oh, he's heated. They blew the whistle on that one too.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. I hate to see that. Greg, man, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. He says Eagle is stupid not letting Hurts play a drive. He might play a drive soon. And this time, Wentz takes off for a run. There's their biggest play of the game, down to the 40. Nice run there by Carson Wentz. Make something happen there. 4:43 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's a big time run right there.
So there you go. Wentz making something happen there. That's the other thing I don't. That's the other thing I don't get about bringing in Hurts. Like Wentz is mobile too. It's not like it adds much to the offense.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and Hurts isn't like a speed demon or anything. You know.
Wentz out of the gun, takes the snap, looks right, throws right, should have been picked. Hit the ground just before it got to Jamal Adams. My God, he's bad. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's bad.
The last run there from Carson Wentz, you get to see a little bit of his skill set there, but then you see the bonehead play there where he doesn't slide and he takes a big hit there at the end.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Let's see what we got here. Guys, can you explain to me how DK Metcalf dropped so far in the draft? I don't know, man. People label him a combine warrior. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think the people didn't think he was like a good route runner. I think I don't remember.
Yeah, like what were they saying? What was the report on him? Because all I can remember is them showing his physique, and it's like you literally have like what looks like a generational talent. It kind of looked like a layup, like Saquon Barkley. Like you got to take this guy. And so many teams passed on him.
And there was a catch by Boston Scott. He's about a half yard short of the marker. But Eagles starting to get something going here. 3rd and short here. It'd be 3rd and about a half a yard. But, yeah, Metcalf was a guy, when you go back, you look at the mock drafts, because I remember because I was doing it on YouTube. They gave him the first down, actually. He was going like top 10 at first, and then he dropped. You know, for some reason, he just dropped.
I wonder if there was something, you know,
there must have been something
closed doors or something.
There was something that I don't remember. But, yeah. 1st and 10. Wentz takes the snap out of the gun, drops back, looks, throws, and he sails it over the wide receiver's head there. It'll be 2nd and 10. What's going on, Gutan, Dan? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Let's see what we got here. I heard nothing but good things about yeah, there was something. I remember there was something that came out. I just don't remember what it was. 2nd and 10, a neck injury. Is that what it was, Albin? He had a neck injury? 2nd and 10, 3:55 to go.
The Alex Tanny news is official. They're just bringing him in to go through the COVID protocol, and that seems like he'll be on the roster.
There you go. So the Giants got their backup quarterback. 2nd and 10 for Wentz coming out of the shotgun from the 49, and that pretty much tells you that they don't think Jones is playing. Throws a screen pass out in the flat. Couple of nice moves there, and picks up about 8. It's going to be 3rd and short. So they've been running a lot of screens here, the Eagles, trying to take advantage of that aggressiveness by the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's a decent pickup there.
The only thing Tanny's famous for is making a nice Thanksgiving dinner for Daniel Jones. Like, that's why he was on the team, right? 3rd and 2 here. The last 3 games, the Eagles are 2 for 26 on 3rd down.
Ooh.
They're going to try another screen pass. Got a couple lead blockers. Sanders, it's going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot. I think they're going to give it to him. Close.
Well, what was the 3rd down statistic you said there right before that snap?
2 for 26.
Man, and they were 0 of 9 against the Giants, right?
Yeah, so that obviously plays into that.
Yeah, that's crucial, man.
Yeah. This is close, man. That's close. We'll see where they spot it. He had to get exactly – I think he got it. It's very close.
It's a pretty decent spot, it looks like, too.
Yeah. They got it at the 41 here. Wentz coming out in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, buys time with the legs, throws. Dropped by Sanders. He got alligator arms. He got scared. The linebacker was behind him. 2nd and 10. Flag on the play, of course.
Let's hope that's on the Eagles.
Let's hope. What's going on there, Moves, man? Thanks for popping the stream, man. McCoy is starting. Was it announced? I mean, I think he is, but I don't know if it's been officially announced yet. And it's going to be on the Seahawks. Legal contact, I think it was, or hands to the face. I don't get volume here. Legal use of hands on Trey Flowers. So, big penalty there.
Yeah, maybe they think when we're saying backup with Tanny, they're thinking about the backup to Daniel Jones, but we're talking backup to Colt McCoy. Yeah,
we're assuming McCoy's starting, guys. What's up, David, man? Thanks for popping on the stream, man. They got it at the 36. Wentz coming out in the shotgun. 2:41 to go here in the second. Oh, my God, the snap goes over his head to the 50. Wentz is able to pick it up. Good heads-up play. Throws on the run. He didn't get it past the line of scrimmage. That's got to be grounding, right? Or he might have been out of the pocket. What a head! I got to give credit here. What a heads-up play by Carson Wentz.
That center's been having problems all year. I mean, this is the second game you've seen problems with the snaps.
This is a heads-up play by Carson Wentz to have the wherewithal to get out of the pocket, not just fall on the ball and not take a loss. That's a huge play.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. 2:34 to go here in the second. He was out of the pocket, I think, Matt. I think that's why it wasn't grounding. And he got it past the line of scrimmage. I think he got it past the line of scrimmage. Maybe he didn't. 2:34 to go here in the second. Come on. Make a play. They got it in long field goal range. They're at the 36. Wentz coming out in the shotgun. He's got Scott to his left. Eagles need a score here before the half. Carson's going to take the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Scott. Scott's going to push forward to the 30. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4. 3rd and manageable. So we know Peterson's ultra aggressive here. They don't get this. You think they go for it? Or they take the 3?
It might be lingering in the back of his mind. I mean, the media has been ripping Peterson, so maybe he'll play a conservative. We'll see.
And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, which I think is a smart decision here by the Eagles. You don't want to give the Seahawks too much time if you don't have to.
Yeah.
But we'll have a 3rd and 5 when we come back. Let's see what we got here. They're going to go for it. We'll see. First, we got to get them to the point where they're going to have to go for it. Let's see what we got here. Chris Leon says, Tom Coughlin. Chris Leon loves Tom Coughlin. He always brings up Coughlin. Tom Coughlin, how old is Tom Coughlin now?
I'd say probably 70.
He looks older than that.
Let's see.
He might be only 70. He looks older than that.
He does.
I don't think they would hire him.
He's 74 years old.
74? I don't think
1946.
Yeah, they're not bringing in Tom Coughlin. they're not bringing in Tom Coughlin. They already got an older GM.
I'm checking out the wide receivers here that were drafted before DK Metcalf and Philadelphia, man. This is a couple years in a row here because I know they're looking at Justin Jefferson like, wow, we should have took him, but they also took J.J. Arcega-Whiteside before DK Metcalf.
The Eagles, they have missed on so many. The most ironic thing is they've drafted all these first-round wide receivers over the last whatever amount of years, And the guy that's doing well for them this year, and I don't know how he's been doing the last couple of weeks, is a guy that was drafted by somebody else in like the 6th round, and they picked him up, Travis Fulgham.
Yeah, Travis Fulgham had some really good games there, and it seems like when Alshon Jeffrey came back healthy, it kind of hurt him because in that game, I want to say that was against us actually. I don't even think he registered a catch in that game.
If he did, it was like 1. Like we shut him down.
Yeah, we shut him down.
I don't know how he's been doing as of late, but he did have a really nice start. 3, 4, 5 game stretch there. Let's see what we got here. They missed on Claypool, Mims, and Jefferson. Yeah, Eagles are not good drafters.
Yeah, that's
they're just not. No, they're not. Shahid says we took Baker over Metcalf. This is true, Shahid. It was not a good pick.
Terrible pick.
Teams make bad picks.
And we can say that easily 1 year later. That's a terrible pick.
Yeah,
so bad.
He's never going to play again for the Giants, so it was a terrible pick. Tana, is it just me or do you want to see the Eagles lose but keep it close so we have more confidence? No, I just want to see them lose.
Yeah. I want to see them lose. And if they can keep it close, I mean, at this point, with a 2-score lead, I don't want to see them keep it close. I'd rather just see Seattle just blow them out.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I just want to be assured that the Eagles are going to lose. I don't have to sweat it out. Bryce, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. He says, how do you feel that the NFL is sucking the Ravens off with this COVID crap? Because now the Ravens get their running backs back for Wednesday. Did they push? I thought it was Tuesday. They pushed it back to Wednesday now?
Yeah, they pushed it back again today. It went from Tuesday to Wednesday. And it does seem like they're being a bit lenient with that. I mean, I know you saw the wide receiver get the start for the Broncos here on Sunday because all 4 quarterbacks were in COVID protocol. 3 of them didn't even have COVID. 3 of them were just near the other starting quarterback, Drew Lock, during the week without mask on. So, I mean, yeah, it does seem like they're playing a little bit of favoritism. Me and the Beard on my show, we were talking about that too. We're just like, they might have to start handing out penalties for this COVID situation because the organization's got to be responsible for what's happening with the spread of the COVID in these locker rooms.
Carson Wentz is making plays with his legs now. He just took a big shot down to the 17, picks up a first down. I'll talk more about that in a second. I want to call, there's going to be fast pace here now. Minute 40 to go. Wentz coming out in the shotgun here after the first down. Wentz trying to do things with his legs here. At the 18. Scott to his right, takes the snap, hands to Scott. Scott running off left guard, picks up about 7. Good run there, down to about the 12. I think it's going to bring up about a 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3. That was Clement on the run. Minute 23 to go here. 2nd down from I think it's from the 12 or 13. It'll be a 2nd and 4. Wentz coming out in the shotgun, no huddle here. Minute 16 to go here in the second quarter. He's got Scott to his left. It's a 3 wide set, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap, play action, buys time with the legs, throws to the corner. Nobody home, incomplete, 3rd and 4. But yeah, to speak on that, I mean, that's kind of bad news for the Giants too, because the Ravens now are going to play Wednesday, and then they're playing. They play the Eagles, right? No, they play the Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah.
On only 4 days rest or 5 days rest.
That's going to be tough. Better to have your running backs in that game probably than in the short week than to not have them.
So that's bad. That's kind of bad for the Giants because the Ravens are going to be at a disadvantage because of that too. Yeah. The fact that they had to play on Wednesday, and then Wentz coming out in the shotgun here from the 13, takes a low snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Sanders. Sanders picks up the first down to the 6 rather. Good run there.
Yeah, I mean a touchdown here will make this a game again.
You damn right it would. 52 seconds to go. I'm not sure the timeouts. Where does ESPN list the timeouts?
Bottom of the logo. So Eagles have 2 timeouts left, and the Seahawks have 1.
Okay. That was almost punched out. Good job there by Sanders holding on to it. Jamal Adams is such a heads-up player. 34 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Yeah, you know what? It's cut off on my TV. I don't see the timeouts. It's like zoomed in.
Oh, yeah, probably like a resolution thing in the hotel or something.
Yeah, 25 seconds to go here in the second. Wentz under center. Another screen pass. They've been working these a lot. And he's going to pick up about 3. He's going to get down to about the 3-yard line. The Eagles will use their second timeout. 17 seconds to go. So whole playbook's still open here. You got a timeout. You can still run it. Second and goal from the 3.
Yeah, not a good way for Seattle to close out the half. You pretty much dominated this whole half. You left a lot of points out there on the board. A couple field goals early you left out there. And now you're going to allow the Eagles to just drive down on you with a bunch of runs from Carson Wentz pretty much. To maybe cut this to a 7-point game. We'll see.
Hopefully not, but yeah. And I'm going to tell you what, Noah Peterson, I don't think they're settling for 3 if it gets to 4th down.
I'm with you on that.
We'll see. What's up, Matt, man? Thanks for popping the stream, man. McCoy throwing 4 touchdowns against this D. Trust me, Jay Dimes, 4 touchdowns. I don't know about that, but I just hope we could keep it competitive and have a chance at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's bold. I ain't mad if it happens, though.
I hope he does.
If Colt McCoy goes out there and throws 4 touchdowns, all these other fans that wanted to see the backup quarterback are going to say, keep Colton.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that either.
Second and goal at the 3. He's got Sanders in the backfield. Wentz under center, man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the screen, comes back, center, throws, he's open, touchdown. So, and that was Goddard, the tight end. So big touchdown there by the Eagles. Like you said, I don't remember who started with the ball. I don't remember, but like you said, man, it's a new football game now going into the half. Shouldn't be this close.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks get the ball at the half. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, that's good. 14-6, extra point pending, but a big score there by the Eagles.
Yeah, and I think this was kind of expected, man. The Seahawks defense shutting them out in the first half would have been a tall task for them because they've been an awful defense all year long. So, I mean, yeah, 14-7, I'll take that going into the half, and hopefully Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson can go in here and adjust and turn up here in the second half.
He missed the extra point. You know why he missed the extra point? Because they never kick him.
Yeah, right.
they always go for 2. So Peterson turned to him. He said, "No, you're kicking it this time." He wasn't ready. He missed it. 14-6. He gets no practice with that.
Holds good too. It's crazy. Laces out, Finkel. Come on.
They never kick him. Maybe if you kicked him more, he'd make his extra points, Peterson.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, he missed it, man. I don't think the Colt has thrown for 4 in his career. Probably not many more than that.
Yeah, probably not. If Colt threw for 3, I'll be surprised. That would be crazy.
Yeah. What's going on there, Hopley, man? Word says our defense would win for us against the Seahawks. Seahawks still have a good offense. Yeah, they should have went for 2 Friday. They always go for 2. And the one time they do the right thing, they miss it. So he gets no practice. It's like going out to drive without actually getting lessons. 12 seconds to go here in the second quarter. You figure a pooch here, right, Authentic?
Yeah. Unless you can kick it out the back of the end zone, maybe. But, yeah, probably be a short squib kick or something like that.
And that's what they did. They do kick it out of the end zone. So I figure Seattle's going to kneel it even with a timeout, and we'll probably go to half. I'm going to change the quarter. I'm pretty sure of it. You never know with Russell Wilson, but
I know, right?
And we'll talk to the chat here for about 15, 20 minutes at the half. Let's see what we got here. Saheed says Carson Wentz, Winston only has 40 passing yards in a single half, 7 for 18. Yeah, he's been horrible. Horrible first half. But, to his credit, a couple of big plays on that drive. The 2 runs, like you said, but the one play that he deserves a ton of credit for was the heads-up play with the ball that went over his head.
Yeah, throwing that out of bounds.
He don't make that play, that they don't score.
Yeah, that's really going to knock yourself out of field goal range and all that if you had to just fall on that.
Yeah, and Wilson's going to kneel. We're going to go into the half. And what's going on there, Sandy, man? Thanks for popping to the stream, man. I just saw Pennywise wearing a Jets hat. See, you talking about? What are you talking about? From the movie It? I don't know what you're talking about there. Let's see what we got here. How many points the Giants need to win, you think, Taco Man says? It's tough to say, Taco Man. It depends on the flow of the game. Like, if the Giants are able to run the ball like the way they have been, and they win the time of possession the way they have been in recent weeks, they could win in the low 20s, mid-20s.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, too. Probably mid-20s. I'd say at least 25 points, 28 to be safe there. Yeah,
but if they get into a shootout, they're not winning.
Yeah.
Obviously with McCoy, the only way they're winning that game, they got to play mistake-free football. They've got to probably at least create 1 or 2 turnovers, and they've got to win the time of possession by a pretty large margin, by 5, 6, 7 minutes. They have to chew up the clock.
Yeah, that was the one thing I liked about that Bengals game there at the end. They get that crazy punt return, man, and it's starting to feel like that game's going to be, come down to a game winner. And the defense stands up and they get a turnover there. So, I mean, if the defense can continue to get takeaways like they have been, I mean, I think we can play with the best of them right now. I mean, even with a backup quarterback, I think we could hang with Seattle.
It's all about the run game. The thing I worry about is I think Seattle's going to stack the box.
Yeah.
But I would think defenses are probably doing that anyway. It's not, they know we've been running the ball so much the last couple of weeks. So we'll see. We'll see if the offensive line's up for the task. We're watching this defense now. It's not like they're that good.
Yeah, they're not that great.
You know, the Eagles' offense just isn't very good. Let's see what we got here. The only way is we play. Yeah, we absolutely have to play clean football. So that's our only chance. The Broncos with a wide receiver quarterback had more yards than the Eagles. Oh my God, is that true?
And he had more interceptions than he had completions. That's crazy.
What was the score? I didn't even see. What was the score in that Bronco game?
Can't remember the score in it. Let me check it out real quick.
I you know, obviously when on Sundays I'm busy because I do the Giants and everything else, and I was looking at some of the scores. I didn't get to watch the highlights from most of the games. The Raiders got blown out.
Yeah, the Raiders got that was probably the most surprising one to me of the weekend. But the Saints took care of the Broncos 31-3.
Wow. The Broncos suck.
And the quarterback, let me see. The quarterback was 1 of 9 for 13 yards and 2 interceptions.
Well, he didn't have more yards than Winston. But how about Hill? How did he do on the Saints?
Taysom Hill, they called a conservative game plan, it looks like here. He was 9 of 16 for 78 yards and 1 interception. I think he had a running touchdown. He had 2 running touchdowns, actually.
Yeah, he's basically Tim Tebow. That's basically
much.
What he is. And we'll see. We'll see when they get Breeze back how that team operates. But the one score when I looked at the scores that really jumped out to me was the Raiders losing by the amount that they did.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, Derek Carr had 4 turnovers, I believe. I want to say it was 2 fumbles, 2 picks or something like that. Real ugly game out of him. And he's had his fair share of fumble problems this year. He led the league in fumbles around week 6, I remember. And to see him not taking care of the ball like that, it was just unlike them. You know, that team has competed with Kansas City this whole year. And then you see him in a game that you think that they're going to take care of, just completely get wiped. It was crazy.
Yeah. Let's get to the chat a little bit. He says the Raiders beat the Chiefs and now are getting beat 40-6. Yeah, that was a shocker to me, man. Thomas Cusack says 13 passing yards and all 13 yards were after the catch. Ooh. Why didn't the Broncos run more screen? Well, yeah, that was probably their only chance in that game. Screens and trick plays. They were at a severe disadvantage. Caesar says Nitro Freak is so dumb. He's a hater. Tana equals the GOAT. Caesar, I don't care. I don't know what he said, Caesar. So I guess he made a video. When you're on YouTube, you know you're going to get people that take shots at you. I don't care.
Yeah. He probably looking to try to get some people from your subscriber base or something like that, man. You know,
I'm not going to. He ain't going to get it back. I ain't going to make a video back. I don't care. He's an Eagles fan. He's having fun. It's YouTube, so whatever. I try to be realistic. I always say it. I'm a Giants fan. I'm going to be slightly biased. But I try to be realistic. Watch Medicine, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, like the Giants online, the Giants O-line, the Seattle's D has been improving with Dunlap acquisition. Giants will lose by at least 10 points next week for sure. They should lose by 10 points if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, we got McCoy. We're going to Seattle. We should lose by 10 points. So we don't stack up with that team, especially without Daniel Jones out. So we'll see. Nothing's impossible. It's going to come down to the run game. That's what'll keep us in it if we stay in the game. It's going to be running the ball effectively.
Yeah.
What's going on there, Brandon Stone, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man.
Oh, so Nitro Freak did make a video. Somebody said he said he loves you and Bad Dog at the end of the video.
I got nothing against Nitro Freak. I'll watch the video. Des says, and his Real Peppers played at high school a few minutes from my hometown and was one of the best running backs in the country. Actually, I think I remember hearing that Peppers was a running back. He played in college. He played running back a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, and you can see in his punt return skills, man. He can definitely run the rock, you know. A lot of skilled players played running back in high school. Yeah,
because I remember they were talking about that preseason when the Giants were talking about versatility, and they were talking about the possibility of using Peppers in certain packages as a running back.
Wow.
They're like at the goal line, stuff like that. And but yeah, I think he played that a bit in college, the Real Peppers. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. It's called Everyone Loves Tana. Well, I appreciate that, Waterfly. I love you. I love all you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Yo, is it just me or does Jason Kelce look like Philly 500? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Let's see. Shermer signed his son to be the Broncos quarterback today. I remember.
I did see that.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I remember Shermer's. The Giants were rumored to potentially be interested in drafting him because he was his kid.
Yeah.
He just came into the NFL a couple of years ago.
So I remember
has that ever worked out in any sport? I know somebody was talking about Rivers early on in the stream, and I remember how that was going with the Clippers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Austin Rivers. Actually, Crick, are you a baseball fan?
Not as of lately, nah.
All right. Obviously, you know who Ken Griffey Jr. is.
For sure. He's one of my favorite players back in the day, for sure.
Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. are the only father-son combo to hit a home run in the same game, and they hit back-to-back home runs.
Wow, that's wild. I didn't know that.
Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie year, he was 19. His dad was like 40.
Yeah.
And they hit back-to-back home runs in the same game.
That's wild. I love that Seattle team too. With Jay Buhner, that was my man.
Yeah, you had Jay Buhner, you had Ken Griffey, you had Joey Cora, you had Edgar Martinez, you had
Edgar Martinez. Yep.
Tino Martinez. Before he went to the Yankees in '95. They had a lot of good hitters on that team. A-Rod.
Do you follow baseball more than you follow NFL, or? I'm
a huge Mets fan. But what I always say is, like, when it comes to my teams, Mets, Knicks, Giants, I pretty much love them like my kid. If I had kids, like, equally.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like generic sport, I can't. Football, I could get into a game. Any two teams playing, I could watch it. I could get into it. It could be the Dolphins versus the Jaguars. Baseball, if the Mets aren't playing, I don't really care. Yeah,
I feel you on that. The football with only 16 games, every game seems very meaningful, and I can watch any football game for real.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Atlanta Braves fan in the house. What's going on, Atlanta Braves fan, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. I feel this. Yeah. The thing with baseball is it's almost like a family feel to it. Like when you're a diehard fan and you watch it every day, like the broadcasters almost become like a part of your family because you're watching the game every day. So it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm gonna get to hear Gary, Keith, and Ron call the Mets game.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a routine. It's like going to the gym. It's like brushing your teeth. It's like baseball. But I love the Mets. I try to watch as many Met games as I can. But outside of the Mets, I'll watch it, but I don't get nearly as much into it.
Yeah, I stopped watching baseball probably like mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was right around the steroid era, right when it started.
Yeah. That was probably the last era I saw. Maybe was with Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and I was barely watching then.
Yeah, 98. I think that was the home run chase. What's going on, New York Sports Hub, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Chris, if Colt got injured, would you play quarterback? Yeah. If the Giants, I'll do it. If they paid me the right amount of money. I mean, I'm not going out there and put my body on the line for nothing. But, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Watch Medicine, man. Thanks for popping in the stream, man. I appreciate it, man. He says, if you could tell Daniel Jones to come here to Miami, I have some honeys who can massage his hammies and our other muscles to 100% before the Arizona game. Go G-Men.
Honeys and hammies, man. Can't be mad at that.
Do whatever you got to do, man. We got to make sure he can play.
I'm glad somebody brought up that point, though, about Colt McCoy getting hurt, even though it was a little bit of joking manner. But, you can't forget when he was with Washington, I think it was when Alex Smith went down, Colt McCoy came in, and then he went down, too. I think he might have broke his leg as well, too, or he had some kind of fracture or something like that, too. So can't rule out Tanny actually getting in the game here against Seahawks because Colt McCoy's not a big guy.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And everybody forgets, by the way, because I actually called that game when Smith got hurt. I think it was I was streaming the game. That Washington team was really good before he went down.
6-2.
They were 6-2. They were going to win the division.
Yeah.
And that was the year I think Dallas ended up winning it because they got hot over the second half when they got Cooper. But Washington probably would have won that division if Smith never got hurt.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys did win that. And then Washington was on fire. And then it's crazy because once that injury happens, you're kind of looking at a full rebuild once Darius Geis goes out with the domestic problems. I thought Washington was poised to like really rebuild that team really well. And I thought Alex Smith could be the guy and could be like a transition style quarterback. But then when he goes down, you're looking at like, we need a new quarterback. You lose your running back. They didn't have much faith in Adrian Peterson. I thought that would have been a smart move to re-sign him. And that team is I feel like that team is in shambles. They got less weapons offensively than us, but I do like Antonio Gibson on that squad. I think he's a baller.
They need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Their defense is pretty good.
Yeah, front four solid, all first-round picks. I love their defense.
Yeah, defense is pretty good. They're probably going to lose Kerrigan this year, but he's older.
Yeah.
The offensive line's got to get much better. They don't have a good offensive line.
Yeah.
And they need a quarterback.
But they get a couple of pieces there. I think we're in better shape than them because I think right now we have a better offensive line. I personally like our head coach more. I do respect Ron Rivera, though. I think we got better weapons when Barkley's healthy. Yeah. And I think our defense is growing. So I think we're in a better spot. But Washington, if you look at their cap situation, they got a lot of space. They need a quarterback, which I think they're probably going to draft this year. I think Washington and the Giants are going to rule this division pretty soon.
I agree with that. And they do got some weapons over there on offense. I mean, Terry McLaurin is probably one of the best wide receivers in the league, low key. I love the way he runs his routes. He comes in and out of breaks really fast, can go across the middle, can catch the deep ball. And I thought he had some chemistry with Dwayne Haskins. I wonder what Washington's going to do with Dwayne Haskins in the offseason here.
I was shocked when they benched him as quickly as they did.
Yeah.
It was only 3 weeks in.
Yeah, it's too fast for a young guy like that. I mean, he hasn't even played a full season of games under his belt, So hopefully they don't give up on him. But he didn't look great. He didn't look great in the games. But what I noticed is that Alex Smith is just a little bit more efficient. That's really about it.
Oh, he's really efficient, Smith.
Yeah, he's efficient. He knows how to take care of the ball. But Alex Smith's not the guy I want at the helm if the team is losing, and he has to come back and make plays. You saw it against us late, 2 interceptions on his last 3 throws. Not the guy when the pressure's cooking, but if he can manage the game, that's where he's at his best.
Yeah. Game's about to start back up, 14-6. I'm going to try to take a couple more of your guys' questions. Chris, can you invite Bangle to the stream? He really doesn't like Jones bashed on his videos. I think Authentic he's going to be right back. Will be interesting with another point of view. I'd invite Bangle back. He's been on my channel before. I'll reach out to him, yeah. Caesar says, Carson Bentz is blind. Eagles need to sign me, and Daniel can have my hamstring. Love the stream. Go Giants. Caesar, man, thank you so much for the love, man. I really appreciate it, man.
I know all Giants fans right now will go under the knife right now if you could cut out a hammy right now and give it to Daniel Jones.
At least 10% of my subscribers would do it. They'd give up their hamstring for Daniel Jones to be able to play this. There's crazy Giant fans.
Yeah, facts,
we think we're crazy. Like, these guys are crazy. Like, I wear a hoodie every day. There's a lot of people that are more crazy than we are.
Yeah. Eagles
set to kick it away. And the Seahawks going to let it go out of bounds. They'll start at the 25-yard line, start of the third quarter here. Seahawks, rather. So the Seahawks have the ball, like you said. Big drive coming out here. Try to stick to the run game. Maybe hit a big play with Russ. My hammy is DJ's hammy. ABC said that. There you go. So call up the Giants, man. I'd do it, and Meat would do it. See, everybody would do it. They don't give up a hamstring. I don't think they realize how imperative it is to have a good hamstring. All right, 1st and 10 here. First 5 drives for the Eagles. 4 yards, 0 first downs. They're showing the statistics from the first half. Here's Russell Wilson from his own 25. Come on, make a play here, Russ. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. 3-step drop, scans, plans, throws deep. Left sideline, and just out of the outstretched arms of DK Metcalf. He had single coverage on the left sideline. They've really been going after Slade, who's obviously a really good corner. They've really been attacking him.
Yeah, you would think it'd be the opposite, but yeah, when you got this kind of wide receiver core, it don't matter who's playing cornerback.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you what, man, these guys scare me for next week because Slade's a good corner.
They do.
And DK Metcalf has abused him. 2nd and 10, 14:53 to go here in the third quarter. Metcalf, 9 targets, 7 yards, 118 yards, 82 versus Darius Slade.
Ooh, looks like he just let up a little bit on that deep pass, DK Metcalf.
Wilson coming out under center. He's going to turn. He's going to fake the handoff. Looks, throws a little sidearm toss, picks up 3. I think that's Hollister, the tight end. So it'll be a 3rd and 7. So a big play here at their own 28. Try to extend this drive.
Yeah, you don't want to come out and go 3 and out right here coming out of the half. You want to make those adjustments, try to put up 7 on the board here on this drive.
27-24 Chiefs over the Bucs. You think the Chiefs are going to repeat this year?
I think they're going to get there. I definitely think they're going to. I mean, I had Patrick Mahomes, and shout out to Bluegrass Picker, who I saw in the chat. He brought this up too. He's like, have Authentic talk about his fantasy team. But I have Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes stacked on my fantasy, and I got Sammy Watkins on the bench. And they went off. They got me like 130 points together. I want to say Tyreek Hill had 80 and Pat Mahomes had 50-something.
Wilson takes the snap out of the gun. Caught. No gain. Might have not even been a catch. I think, he got back to the line. So Eagles are going to get the ball, and they're going to have an opportunity to tie this if they can get the 2-point conversion. 14:01 to go here in the third quarter. That's one thing I always – in daily fantasy, I know you're a big fantasy guy. You do the show every week.
Parlay on Sundays.
When I'm doing daily, I always take that strategy. I stack my lineup.
Yeah.
Because in daily, well, it depends on the type of tournament you're in. But if you're in a huge tournament with like 20,000 people, obviously you're going for the home run. So I try to stack my lineup. I try to get the quarterback, wide receiver, and I hope that they have a big day. Do you think that's a good strategy in weekly, in a league?
Yeah, I love it. I've done it all year.
People have different philosophies with that.
Yeah, and a lot of different philosophies work because you do need a little bit of luck in fantasy.
Yeah.
But I love the stack. When the Chiefs had a bye week, that really hurt me having Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill in the lineup. So I went out and I scooped Jared Goff and I scooped up Josh Reynolds as a stack, and it was great play. I mean, I got like 50 points out of them that week. So I love doing the stack. I think it's a must for me. I started off this fantasy season real slow this year. I lost my first 4, and I haven't lost since.
There you go. Going on a nice run there. There's a good return there by the Eagles. I think they're going to have it at about the 35. I got a commercial right here, so I'll tell you when we get back. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think the Pat Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers will compete. I don't know the numbers right now. I know Rodgers. I was watching Sports Channel last night when I was going to bed. I know he's got 5 games now this year where he's got 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, which is the second highest total in the history of football. Peyton Manning in 2013 holds the record, 6 games where he had 4 touchdowns or more with 0 interceptions.
Wow.
I got to think Aaron Rodgers is the front runner for him or Mahomes. But when for me, and I'm a Rodgers fan, so maybe, a lot of people may say Mahomes. Mahomes has Andy Reid. Mahomes has weapons all over the field. Rodgers put up a lot of these numbers with Adams out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Even Lazard was out of the lineup. I think Rodgers is the MVP. Now the statistics may say Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes has been hot, and it's been quiet, I think, just because of how Russell Wilson started off. But the stats are ridiculous. 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He just threw a second interception like last week.
They've both been phenomenal.
Yeah, they've been crazy. It's going to be a tough race. If they continue to play like this, it's going to be really hard to figure out who the MVP is because, like what you said there, I mean, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have many weapons over there. I mean, he's got Adams. The kid Lazard was playing pretty well for a little while there, but not too many weapons over there.
Yeah, scores are right underneath me, guys. 14-6 Seattle. 14-6 Seattle. I think it's close.
I'm trying to think who else is in that mix. Is there anybody else in the mix there?
I think it's those two.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook was playing pretty well, but yeah, I think those two got the edge on him.
Yeah, I think it's those two right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Put Rodgers on the Chiefs. Fabian, I say that all the time. I couldn't imagine Aaron Rodgers with Andy Reid. Like, it would literally just be a cheat code. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't imagine it.
It might look like a little bit like Patrick Mahomes because they both play a very effortless style of quarterback.
They're both so special.
It's crazy. They're just sidearming it, winging it. It's very the game comes very natural to both of those guys. They don't got to think about it too much. It's just progression for them.
It's crazy. What's funny? I feel like a lot of Giants fans just feel like those guys grow on trees because they're like, oh, let's just go out and get a quarterback. Let's just get a quarterback. You know how many Aaron Rodgers I've seen in my entire life? Like 2, like 3.
We need the elite quarterback. That's what everybody always says. We need a franchise guy. It's like, come on, man. Don't compare him to Pat Mahomes because Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers are freaks. They're just totally different.
First and 10 for the Eagles at their own 28. Rodgers takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Scott. Scott will pick up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line. But the reason why I say, and I'm not saying he's the best because he only's got 1 Super Bowl, but the reason I say Rodgers is the most talented quarterback I've ever seen. He, to me, is the best combination of high IQ and just natural ability. Yeah. Like we were saying earlier, the snap count. And when you watch a play, you say he thinks of things that no other quarterback thinks about. Wentz takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, and he's going to get back to the line. He did get hit behind the line of scrimmage. I think he was able to pick up about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 7. But Mahomes is right up there in terms of like just pure talent. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean if you saw the drive last on Sunday to close out that game against Tom Brady and the Bucs, the play he made on 3rd down was just incredible. He rolled out to his left, stepped up in the pocket, had like 4 defenders right around him. He kind of just faked for a second like he was going to run through a dart to Tyreek Hill to convert the 3rd down, game over.
3rd and 7 here for the Eagles at the 31. Man in motion left to right is Rager, the rookie. Scott in the backfield takes the snap out of the gun. Wentz drops, pops. Good pass there. Hits him on the slant. Was struggling with that pass in the first quarter. Yep. That'll be about a 10-yard gain, and that was Alshon Jeffrey. I think that's the first time I said his name. 1st down Eagles at the 40.
Yeah, that's a big third down conversion right there. I mean, Seattle's got to get off the field here. You don't want to let the Eagles get back in this game. Carson Wentz does like to turn up a bit in the fourth quarter and try to win games. So I'm a little bit worried here at this point. 14-6 here, 12 minutes left in the third quarter.
Wentz out of the gun, play action, and another drop by Miles Sanders. That's his second drop of the game. And I want to give a quick shout out to Don Marachi. I always like to shout him out whenever he comes in, man. Thanks for popping in the stream, buddy. Let's see, we got here 25. Yeah, get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. Get it up to 8 million if you haven't done so. Spike the like, subscribe, ring the bell. More importantly, go into the link in the description. Subscribe to Authentic and the Beard. They do a great podcast over there. Go check them out.
Much appreciated.
11:45 to go here in the third quarter. It'll be a 2nd and 10 here for Carson Wentz. 14-6 Seahawks lead by 8. Wentz licks his hands. Comes out of the shotgun, empty backfield. 4 wide set. Takes the snap. Little 3-step drop. Steps up. Throws. Wentz starting to get in a little groove here. Picks up 9 to the 49-yard line. Nice catch there by Goddard. Adams is saying it hit the ground. Wentz hurrying up the line of scrimmage. We'll see if the Seahawks challenge it. I didn't get a good camera angle. And they may have. There's a stoppage in play here. 11:20. No, the clock's still ticking. I don't know what's going on. Nope, no challenge. 11:18 to go. Wentz changing the play at the line of scrimmage. They don't know what they're doing. The Eagles are just completely – this is sloppy here. 8 on the play clock. They don't want to waste the timeout. Wentz under center. Takes the snap, QB sneak, and I think he got it. He got it. First down. Got a yard. Wentz been using the legs here the last couple of drives.
Yeah, they're getting it clicking here, man. And I see somebody in the comments saying the Seahawks are a bit overrated. And it kind of reminds me of the Cardinals just a little bit. Like everything you were saying about the Cardinals, I feel like we could say about the Seahawks. You know, they got weapons. They got players on the offensive side of the ball, but seem to be beatable teams.
They got holes, man. Every team on our schedule has holes. You know, we have. There's no team that makes me, shake in my boots.
Yeah. How many teams you think like that are in the NFL right now?
Chiefs.
That
might be it.
Yeah, that might be it, right? Steelers undefeated, but
the Steelers don't scare me.
Yeah, they don't scare me.
Wentz throws play action rollout down to the 33, first down. Like I look at the Steelers, man. Have you seen the Steelers schedule?
Oh yeah,
they've beaten 8 bad teams.
Cowboys, Texans, Broncos, Giants.
Yeah, I don't like calling us bad, but we were bad at the time.
We were really bad at the time, especially week 1. Titans are on that list. The Ravens are on that list.
Those were the 2 good teams they beat.
Yeah. And with the the verdict is not out on the Ravens yet.
Yeah, the way they've been playing, they haven't been playing great.
Yeah.
9:55 to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 here for Wentz at the 33-yard line. They're good. They're very good. Don't get me wrong, but I think they're beatable.
Yeah, I think they're a good squad. They can make some moves in the playoffs, but I'm way more scared of the Chiefs and teams like that.
Wentz throws to Goddard. Nice catch. Look at the Eagles, man. They're getting it going here. Down to the 17. 9:33 to go here in the third quarter.
Uh-oh. This is what I was talking about with that lead. You start getting a little worried. You comfortable. You cruising throughout the whole first half.
It's almost like I'm going to tell you, I think the Saints are the second best team in terms of 53.
I'm with you on that. They upgraded that defense, man. That defense has been playing lights out, man. And they can win games like that. I feel like if your defense can shut teams out like that, I mean, granted, they just played against a wide receiver quarterback, but
yeah. But
they're doing a great job.
I think the Saints are starting to click.
Yeah.
Here comes Wentz coming out in the gun. Little shotgun, little screen pass out in the flat. They've been trying that a lot this game, and Rager's got nowhere to go. Might have lost a yard.
I'm waiting on a turnover from the Eagles, man. We haven't seen that yet. I'm waiting on a big turnover interception from Carson.
You always know Wentz is good for one of those.
Yeah.
Breeze has to be healthy. Yeah. But by the playoffs, I assume he will be.
I feel like that might have been a reason to try out Jameis Winston to see what he could do because you can bring in Taysom Hill on those packages, and do what he does, obviously. But, I mean, Jameis Winston, who knows what he could do with that kind of wide receiver core over there and with Alvin Kamara and Murray over there in the backfield. I mean, they got some solid weapons over there. You don't really need a fantastic quarterback over there.
Horrible throw there by Wentz. 3rd and 10. He was in the shotgun, empty backfield, sails the throw over the middle. It'll be 3rd and 10. I thought they would have started Wentz too when Breeze went down.
Or Winston, yeah.
That's what I meant, Winston.
Yeah.
V-Man, man, thank you very much, man. He says, want to hear a Knicks joke? The Knicks are what happens when a kazoo man ran a basketball team for 20 years. Yeah, God. The Knicks are a joke in themselves, V-Man. The Knicks are joking themselves. But I'm actually optimistic that they're starting to get better, but maybe I'm just too optimistic of a person.
Yeah, I'm like that as a Giants fan sometimes.
Oh, my God, what a horrible timeout by Carson Wentz. You can't waste a timeout with 8:16 in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's tough. And this quarter's flying by here, man.
Oh, that is a horrible timeout. I know that you're close to the end zone. I know it's 3rd and 10. It looked like you might have been taking a delay of game, but you can't burn a timeout there.
Yeah, that's tough. 3rd down, you don't want to mess that up. I feel you. But at 3rd and 10, it's like you're already looking at 3rd and long. Now you got to burn a timeout there.
Remember that at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Remember that at the end of the game.
Hopefully we won't have to, man. Seattle's their offense needs to turn up just a little bit more here and try to get this game out of reach.
Bad timeout. 8:16 to go here in the third quarter. Eagles with 2 timeouts now remaining.
There's our guy, Louis Riddick.
Everybody's favorite TV GM.
Yeah, the TV GM, Louis Riddick.
And here comes Wentz coming out. Shotgun formation. He's got a running back to the left, man in motion, left to right is Ward. Eagles with a 4-man front showing blitz. Seahawks, rather, showing blitz. They come off the edge. Wentz is going to go down at the 25.
Gotta love it.
Jamal Adams again.
I see Porzingis in the chat. He said you always riding his Steelers. Me and him were chopping it up on Twitter. I was telling him Steelers were a bit overrated too, man.
I gotta be honest. I don't think they're a true 10-0. I think they're very good.
Yeah.
And I think they could easily go to the AFC title game.
Yeah, for sure. They're winning the games they're expected to win, which is you like to see that as a franchise.
Their defense is
probably
phenomenal.
Surprising.
Their defense is great. But I think Mahomes will beat them.
Do you really think that they're going to let Bud Dupree walk in free agency?
Let's just see this field goal here. Snap, hold, kick, good. As far as Bud Dupree goes, well, when you look, they're going to have to let somebody go. I mean, they got Juju, they got Watt, I think is a free agent if I'm not mistaken, and they got Dupree. Yeah. Flag on the play.
Hopefully this brings it back.
They're going to decline it. They're going to take the 3.
Yeah.
I do think Dupree's going to be. I do think Dupree will hit the free agency because they franchise tagged him, right?
Yeah, I think they franchise tagged him this year. And, he's kind of quieted, off a little bit. First week when they played against us, man, he was looking like one of the best edge players in the league.
Didn't he lead the league in sacks? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misread that.
I'm not sure.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have misread that. I thought he was up there in sacks. He's having a good year, I thought.
Yeah, he's having a good year.
Yeah. Let's see. We got. I think Juju's walking. Like if you look at the Steelers historically, one thing that you could definitely count on. No, Shaq Barrett can't be leading the league. He was having a disappointing year. Did he have a breakout the last couple of weeks?
Bud Dupree's got 8 on the year.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is Shaq Barrett. What was I going to say? One thing that you know about the Steelers when it comes to free agency, they don't value the wide receiver position.
Yeah, that's true.
Santonio Holmes, Plaxico Burress, Antonio Brown, they let them go. They replaced them in the draft. So I think Juju's definitely gone.
Yeah, when we got Plaxico Burress, that was such a surprise to me. I was like, why'd they let him go?
Plaxico Burress, he was always really good with the Steelers.
Yeah, he was solid, man. Too bad he cheddar bobbed himself in the club because he could have got another Super Bowl with him possibly.
He would have been in the Giants Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
He was definitely trending that way.
He ran that fade route so well, man. I used to love that connection with him and Eli.
I say it all the time. Plaxico Burress, I think, helped the growth of Eli tremendously.
Yeah.
But when he left, I think Eli became a better quarterback. Because he was
and same thing for Shockey, Shockey helped him grow, but when he left, it did seem like Eli became a better quarterback.
Because the reason I thought, and Burr, it had nothing to do with his personality, which I think that had more to do with Shockey and Berber, not letting Eli be the leader.
Yeah.
But Burress was always like that crutch, like that guy that he could just throw the ball up to. And when he lost Burress, it kind of made him become a better quarterback. He had to scan the field. Burress was always that safety valve. And when he lost him, I think he evolved into a better quarterback.
Yeah, that's real. As far as the sack leaders, it's Aaron Donald who leads the league with 10 right now. Myles Garrett right behind him with 9.5, tied with Trey Hendrickson. And TJ Watt's got 9. Jason Pierre-Paul's got 8.5, and then Bud Dupree at 7 with 8.
Oh, I hate to hear JPP letting him go.
Yeah,
but all right, maybe when I read it, he led the league, and maybe it's changed since. But yeah, still a good year. He's got 8 sacks.
Yeah, that's solid. I mean,
Yeah.
the Giants could use an edge rusher like that for sure,
Yeah.
especially with Leonard Williams plugging the middle.
And he's versatile too. Dupree's I think he's good in coverage.
Yeah, got the speed you need.
Yeah.
You know, I just worry about him because his style kind of reminded me of Marcus Golden a little bit, that kind of upright speed kind of edge rusher. But I think he's a lot more aggressive. That's what I like about him, a lot more physical.
Eagles set to kick it away here, 14-9. Seahawks going to take it at the 1 yard line. They'll take this out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and he's going to go down at about the 23. So we're halfway through the third quarter. Seahawks up only by 5 now. This is one of those games where you're like, Seattle should be up by so much more.
Yeah. And
they're just letting the Eagles hang around. And I'm starting to get a little nervous.
I'm starting to get a little nervous too. Those 2 fourth downs in the beginning of this game might come back to haunt Seattle. I think this drive right here, this has got to be a staple drive right here. You got to drive down and at least put 3 up on the board here. It's been a while since we've seen Seattle score.
Yeah. What's going on, Cole Gordon, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's going on, Finez? What's going on there, Yuri? Thank you to everybody for being here, by the way. Thank you guys for being the best supporters on YouTube. Should say that as much as I can. Here we go. Seattle's have it. Seattle has it here. Wilson takes the snap, hands to Carson. I think Carson got 2. Eagles have done much better against the run. They kind of struggled a bit, early on. They've started to really defend well against the run here.
Yeah, that's the one part of their team I feel like doesn't need to be that much rebuilt, is that defense is pretty decent.
Yeah, they definitely got playmakers on the defense.
Yeah.
Seahawks will break the huddle here. 2nd and 8, 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wilson coming out in the shotgun formation. He's got Carson who is left. 3 wide set. Wentz changes the play. Eagles come with a corner blitz. Wilson looks left, throws left, got a man caught. Metcalf is using and abusing Darius Slay. 9-yard gain on the sideline. Now he's up to about $126. Just keep throwing a DK.
Yeah, straight up. Just go to him every play.
This guy's a monster.
It's a good pickup on the blitz on the right side there, too.
What's up, mini guy, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's going on, Fahad, man? Thanks for being here, buddy. And JT, man, thank you for being here, buddy. J2, rather. Stand up. What's going on, Swaggertron? Big game here, Giants fans. We got to get this W. Seahawks coming out in the shotgun formation from their own 33. He's going to motion Carson to his right. 3 wide set. Oh, nice little pitch there to Carson. Carson's got a lead blocker. Spins out of it. Oh, my God. He looks like Marshawn Lynch. The way this guy's running today. 9-yard gain. Tough. It's going to be second and about a half yard. He got 9.5 yards.
That's why your play-by-play is so fire, Chris, right there. Them dynamics you bring with the play-by-play. The play is like rising as you're telling the play, man. That's why I love that play-by-play, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, the chat is right. You deserve a job doing play-by-play somewhere for sure. 2nd and 1,
man. 5:51 to go here in the third quarter. It's just like natural. I just get into the play. It's not like I intentionally do it. 2nd and 1 here at the 43-yard line. Wilson coming out under center. Hollister in motion. Takes the snap. Wilson, he's going to turn. He's going to hand it. Look at Carson with added steam. Pick up a 5 to the 47-yard line. Actually, that was Hyde. My mistake. First down, Seahawks.
Let's keep it going.
What's going on there, Rincon, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's going on, Andrew Christopher? Thank you for being here. Bad news that DJ Man I play. Yeah, it is what it is, man. We got to make sure he's healthy. So it'll be a 1st and 10. Seahawks got it right around midfield. Good disparity rush to pass. 18 carries, 62 yards, 24 passes, $159. Seattle's really been stagnant on offense, though, outside of that one huge play to DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
And this is kind of where they hit it, right around midfield. Wilson under center here from the 46. He's going to turn, play action. I think they're looking deep. He's going to throw over the middle. DK again. Darius Slay is getting
him.
Oh, there's a fumble. I thought he was down. I don't know if it was going to be a fumble or incomplete. The ball came out. It was at about the 34. I thought he was down. It says 1st and 10. I think he was down. Clock's running and it says 1st and 10. He's down. Come on, let me see the replay. Oh, yeah, he's definitely down. That's
he
catch.
Looked down on that.
That's catch. So we'll take that. We'll take that all day, Authentic.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to see no fumbles here. Give the Eagles any kind of momentum.
He is abusing. Thank you. Did they throw a challenge flag?
Did they call it a fumble on the? Oh, it looks a little close. I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of rolling the shoulder.
Peterson threw the challenge flag. I think
he's down.
If he's down, let's put this in perspective, Authentic.
Yeah.
If he's down, which he is, in my opinion, if he's down, the Eagles are only going to have one timeout now.
for the rest of the game.
That's going to be bad timeout management right there on Doug Peterson. But nothing surprising me with him. I mean, I think he's almost coaching to lose his job now.
What a horrible challenge.
Yeah, the front angle looks a little different, but that right.
Doug Peterson sucks. Doug Peterson sucks.
It's so close, but I think it's simultaneous. I think he's down.
His right knee's down.
He's down.
That's what I saw.
I like Thomas Cusack. He said in the comments here, he said, Chris is authentic. It threw me off for a second. I'm not going to lie. He said he is authentic and loves the sport. Can't say the same about Joe Buck. I like that. That's a fire comment.
I appreciate that, man. Tom's a great subscriber of mine. Really smart. I did a what do they call it? The Wonderlic test. I did it for fun.
Yeah.
I did a video for that during the combine. And it's kind of hard when you do it on YouTube because it's not like you're actually taking the test. Like when I'm taking the test, I'm not going to like talk about what I'm thinking.
Right.
So it definitely like changes your score. I felt like I would have done better. But I got a pretty good score. Like I think I got like a 32.
Oh, that's what's up.
And it was, it was like comparable to like, pretty good. Like Tua got like a 13 it was, or whatever it was. And Thomas Cusack took the same test. He got a 48 out of 50.
Oh, man. That's what's up, man. Salute to Thomas on that.
Now, I don't know if Tom cheated and saw the questions beforehand.
Right. Maybe it's like his third time taking a test.
Yeah. But let's see what we got here. Chris is the best. I appreciate that, Manchester United, man. Thank you so much for being here. What's going on there, Mike?
Facts.
Thanks for popping in the stream, man. If you guys haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. But more importantly, I need you to go into the link in the description. I need you to subscribe to Authentic. He's doing a great job over there. Check him out.
Thank you. Appreciate that, my man. What's going on there, Stealth Raven, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Cole says, can I get a stand up? Stand up. I can't be too loud because there's people I might get arrested. Gotta give him that stand up.
What's going on there, Bodie? What's going on, Victor, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Look at the comment above mine. I'm not going to read it, Brownie, but it says it is. But good timing. How do you time that?
I know, right?
There's 900 people in here, and he was able to time it for me to try to read that stupid guy's comment. It's pretty good. I'll give him credit for that. What's going on there, Michael Farr, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's going on there, McKinney? Ty Jackson says, thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate it. DP is Doug Peterson is the worst coach in the NFL and has a statue.
That's facts.
I don't get that. I went at them for that on Twitter. They have a statue of Doug Peterson and Nick Foles.
That screams desperation.
Like, are we going to make Patrick Graham because we had a good year as a defense?
Yeah, you get a Super Bowl and then now we need another Rocky statue.
Come on. Here, pistol formation, Wilson, play action, throws, hits his man out in the flat. That's an 8-yard gain. Second and 2 rather. Really nice anticipation there by Wilson. He's got the back, he's got the backside pressure. He's able to roll out of it and hit his man. Really nice play by Russ. Second and 2, Wilson 18 for 24, 191 yards, 1 touchdown. He's going to huddle it up.
That's solid.
What's going on there, Nona? Yeah, Patrick Graham wants a statue. I mean, I'm obviously exaggerating. It's not on the same level, but Doug Peterson might get fired after this year, and they're going to have a statue of him forever. He was the coach for 6 years, 5 years, whatever. I don't know.
They're going to have to pull that one down. Put some ropes around that thing, tie it to the truck, hit the gas, and pull that thing down. Wilson coming out in the shotgun, throws a screen out in the flat, and tackle down at the 29. So nowhere to go there. Even if they only get a field goal here, though, you still give yourself an 8-point lead. So that's huge. If they get a field. Yeah, that is huge. I see somebody in the comments say Adam Gase is a mastermind. Yeah, they're probably at the bottom for worst coaches in the league with Peterson and Gase. The second I saw Adam Gase's opening press conference and I saw him do this. Right. I saw him doing a little bit of that last week, too. I don't know how he got rid of it, but he definitely helped it. The second I saw that, I said, New York's going to have a field day with this guy. Yeah. He's done. 3rd and 4, Wilson coming out in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, looks right, throws right, got a man caught. He's going to be short. You got to kick the field goal here. I know it's 4th and 1.5, but the field third time's a charm. I don't. The field goal makes it an 8. You need that 8-point lead. You got to take that kick, man, because Philadelphia come down here and get a touchdown. If you don't get this on 4th down, they're going to take that lead. Yeah, you got to take the lead now, man. Yeah, the throw's a little bit on that inside shoulder on that. If Russell could get that a little bit closer to the sideline, I think he might have a first down there. 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Is a big field goal attempt here for Jason Myers. He's perfect on the year, 12 for 12 with a long of 61.
He's made his last 23. It's pretty close to what Gano's done. This will be from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick. Got it. 8-point lead, 2:06 to go here in the third quarter. That's a big field goal, Giants fans.
That's major. I hate when the broadcast will show you that the kicker is perfect on the year. That 12 for 12 kind of scared me right before the kick. I'm like, y'all don't want to jinx him with that.
Let's talk historically. I don't know if you remember this game. I think it was do you remember? I think it was the 98 or 99.
Vikings?
The Vikings-Falcons. That guy was like 40 for 40.
Yeah, didn't miss a kick all year.
I think it was Morton Anderson, maybe.
Yeah, it was Anderson, yep.
It was like a 40-yard field goal in a dome.
Yeah.
And he missed to go to the Super Bowl.
And I don't know what happened to that team in the following years, but to me, that was not only one of the best teams that didn't make the Super Bowl, but that team was like that. That's Randy Moss' rookie year, I believe, right?
It might have been. If it wasn't his rookie year, it was early. It was very early on.
It was very early on, and I feel like that squad was really good, but you didn't really see them make too many runs after that. It's like right after that championship game, they were pretty much dead. And I love that squad.
Well, they did get to the 2000 game against us.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and we smoked them,
which is crazy too. I mean, and then we get smoked in the bowl. I mean, that was tough. That was tough, man.
Yeah.
I think after that is when I really, really committed to Giants football. Like, I've always been a Giants fan, and I watched casually. But after that Super Bowl, I was, like, invested in our team. And when we drafted Eli, that had to do a lot with it, too, as well, man, to, like, really support the squad.
Same as you. I think we're close to the same age. And when I was always a Giants fan, a big, a little more than a casual Giants fan, pretty big Giants. And then when they drafted Eli, I was all in. Like,
I loved it.
Fell in love with Eli, and that started my journey.
I feel like we never had a high profile draft at quarterback like that. Maybe even I can't think of any high profile player before Eli that was like that. Was Shockey kind of like that too?
Not Eli's level.
Yeah, Eli was like, I knew when we got Eli, I'm like, oh, we got a guy. And Peyton was already seeing some success in the league, so you felt really good about it,
Yeah, I mean, Tiki Barber I loved. I actually named my dog Tiki. So
yeah, Tiki was fire. Where was Tiki drafted?
97?
97?
97, 98, somewhere in there.
I wish Tiki would have stuck around for those Eli years. I mean, he just missed the Super Bowl by 1 year.
Yeah, Tiki was my first player I fell in love with.
Yeah.
I love that 2000 team. And then Eli just put me over the top. Like, he made me like a crazy Giants fan. But
yeah,
and obviously I didn't like what Tiki did, on his way out. But I always liked him.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Yeah, but he was he might be the most underrated Giant ever because he gets a lot of hate by the fans, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But he was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was on fire, man. I love Tiki Barber. And the timing thing I was talking about with the older players and the younger players meeting at the same time, it's like Tiki was kind of on his way out when Eli was on his way in. It would have been nice to have a couple more years with both of them there.
Would have been. Kicks away here. I got a question for you when we get a stoppage of play, actually.
Yeah.
Eagles are going to let this go into the end zone. They're going to start at the 25. So, real quick question, hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
If Tiki Barber plays in 07, do the Giants win the Super Bowl?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of, 07 team, we ran the ball a lot.
Yeah, we did.
But the thing is that, you might not get some of those plays from Eli because we were a very dependent on Tiki Barber team. Once Tiki fixed the fumbling issues, he was getting a lot of carries. I think his last game was against the Washington Redskins where he rushed for like 180, something like that. And they gave him a rack of carries in that game.
Well, the last game when he had, I think he had the most yards that year.
I think it was against Washington. I can't remember.
I'm going to tell you my theory why I don't think they win. Wentz going to take the snap out of the gun, play action, looks, cooks, throws to the other side of the field, and he hits Sanders down to the 30. Okay, so Barber was more talented than any one of those running backs, Bradshaw, Jacobs, like as an individual player. I think they were more efficient as a committee.
Yeah, that was a very efficient unit.
And I think that him leaving had something to do with the growth of Eli Manning as well.
Yeah.
Because they were always, fighting in the huddles and everything else. It's a good hypothetical, though.
Yeah, it's hard to tell hypothetically for sure. I mean, you look back in hindsight and you might say, oh, well, Tiki Barber, you add him to that team, and it's amazing. But Eli learned how to throw the ball a lot more when Tiki Barber was out of the lineup, for sure.
Yeah. Hits Greg Ward there out in the flat on a screen pass. It'll be 3rd and 2, 3-yard gain, minute 18 to go here in the third quarter. Let's see what we got. Tiki waited until the middle of the season to announce his retirement. Yeah, James.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Minute 10 to go.
Like a punk, somebody. I like that. That's what's up. James Earl Moans. That's a fire name.
Oh, James Earl Jones, James Earl Moans. I like it. Shotgun formation from his own 32, empty backfield. He's got the best voice. Drops back to pass, throws, caught, and that's a first down to the 39. Like, he's got, like, the best narration voice. Obviously, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, yeah. Morgan Freeman. Let's not leave him off the list. He's pretty good.
I used to work at a movie theater. I watched the entire Penguins movie that he narrated, and it was amazing because of his voice. I forgot March of the Penguins. I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a great narration voice too. So the Eagles have it here at the 39-yard line, and this should be the last play of the quarter if they run it. 24 seconds to go. Shotgun formation. Sanders to his right from the 40. Goddard in motion. Takes the snap. He's going to throw it. Play action, scans, plans, throws, got a man. Nice stiff arm there. Gets out of the tackle down at the 43. It'll be a 2nd and 7. That's going to take us to the fourth quarter.
I like those setups you do with the play-by-play. You got the plans, stands. You got the looks, cooks. I like that. And the basketball one is probably my ultimate favorite. I've told you this one before, that dribble bibble. Man, that dribble bibble, that's a winner right there.
Dribbling, bibbling. What else? I say bends the knees when they take it.
Yeah, bends the knees. I like that one too. It looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are trying to set up Seattle for a deep play here. You've seen a lot of quick hitches, quick passes, little screens and stuff like that. They're probably trying to get the secondary to come up just a little bit, play a little bit of press, tight coverage, and try to go over the top and get a big play here.
Yeah, for sure. They've tried. They haven't really hit on a big play yet. The Eagles. They've tried though. They've thrown a couple down the field. They haven't hit on them yet.
Yeah, that one to I want to say it was Goddard. Looked like he could have got one there, but the pass a little bit off target.
Carson Wheelchair Wentz. What a great name. He says, which one is better choice for our economy? Donate $100 million to society versus $100 million contract with a 5-year quarterback. Well, I mean, in terms of the economy, I would say society. Because here's my thoughts on this, and I don't want to get too I don't want to get too political, but
I like the question though.
Here's my thoughts on this. When rich people so athletes are rich people. If you give $100 million to a rich person, that money's going to go to trust funds. That's going to go in his bank account. When you give $100 million to people like you and me, we got to spend that money to survive. So you're asking me what's going to spike the economy more? I would guess the everyday person getting that $100 million. No?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be my theory on that. There we go. We got a little off football there with that question. Carson,
a little something there, a little something.
What's going on there, Joseph Santiago, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's going on there, Marjorie? Thanks for popping in the stream. Chris Woke dunking.
Hey, shout out Marjorie one time. She hit me up in the DM and was like, you should go on Taner's show tonight. I'm like, all right, if I can make it, I'll be there.
What's up there, King to Kevin, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Imagine if Cruz never got injured. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. I saw Taco Man say that earlier, man, and it would have been amazing. That wide receiver core was hyped up real nice, man, and Cruz just never could get back from that injury. That patella was a terrible injury.
Yeah. No, that was horrible. Was that against the Bears?
I want to say it was against the Eagles, but it might be the Bears. It might be.
I think it was the Eagles. I'm thinking that he went to the Bears after the fact. That's what it was. It was against the Eagles. I don't think he ever played for the Bears, but he signed with the Bears. I don't think he made the team. Maybe he did play with the Bears. I can't remember.
I know he got some snaps in preseason, but I don't think he made the active roster during the regular season.
Yeah, that's what it was, man.
I love Mr. Cruz, man. He was fantastic.
Economics, that's just my thought. Everybody has their own opinions, but yeah, I'm not a trickle-down economics guy. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Here we go. Eagles have it 2nd and 7 here from the 43-yard line. Wentz coming out in the shotgun, takes the snap, turns, hands to Sanders. Sanders nowhere to go. It'll be 3rd and 7. Seahawks stuff him at the line.
There's a big down coming up.
Let's make a stop here. Come on. What's going on there, Donovan, man? Thanks for popping on the stream. Lou Ruda says, Chris, you have the best Giants channel. I got 10 people to watch you. Well, I appreciate that, Lou. I see you all the time on Twitter, man. Thanks for popping on the stream, man.
Eagles could take their shot right here.
Here we go. 14th. This is where that's 3rd and 7.
They're going to be playing tight, you know. They're going to be trying to play it tight. You might be able to catch some over the top here.
You might be right. That's where they hit us. They hit us when we played them late in the game in a similar situation to this. 14-19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Wentz coming out in the shotgun. Sanders to his left. Takes the snap. Drops back. He's going to throw. Hits his man. He's going to be short. They might go for this.
Yeah, right around the 50.
4th and 2. I think they should punt, but I could see them going for it because there's still plenty of time. Mike Marina, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. He says, I love when they pull the standings up and it shows the Giants are in the playoffs. There's nothing, there's no better feeling than that, Mike Marina.
That's a great feeling. Great feeling.
We got to make sure the Eagles lose, and then they are going for it. The big play here.
I do think it's the right call here to go for it. You've been lucky to be in this game still. Seattle has squandered some opportunities early and for it to be a one-score game.
You know the answer.
I know the answer. Let's go.
Let's go, Giants fans. Wentz came out in the shotgun, empty backfield, took the snap. It was batted up at the line of scrimmage. 13:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Great play by the Seahawks off the left end.
Oh, great play. You got to love that right there. And that might be it. If Seattle can go down here and put 7 on the board, this game is going to be over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. What's going on, ABC? What's going on, Sean Torres? What's going on, Matthew G? What's going on, Luke Dog? Connor says, do you think a playoff berth will affect what kind of route we will take in the draft this year?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could be drafted in a different spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the earliest pick you can get if you're in the playoffs, like 17, 18, something like that?
I think it's 14 teams make it, so there's 32 teams, so yeah, like 18.
Oh yeah, we got the 7th team getting into the playoffs this year.
Yeah, so like 18 or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, at 18 or 19 or whatever pick it would be, actually it would be 19, right? 19, 20. I think it'd be 19. I think it'd be. I'm not great at math, but whatever it is. Whatever it is, it depends on who the BPA would be there, and if it fits our need, whatever it may be. If we're picking 5th, you could go a completely different position. So yeah, it would change the strategy. 18. So Sean G says okay. Justin says 19. So they don't know either. Cannoli Boss and J. Cole.
Nah, J. Cole gave me the game for real. I'm gonna keep it 100. Out of all the artists I've ever worked with, that dude was probably the most down to earth dude. I've worked with him right before he was doing his concert here in Washington, D.C. at the Verizon Center. We were up till about 11 a.m. and he had to be on stage that night at probably like 8 p.m.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that dude, I mean, super humble guy, man. So he was like very concerned about what I was doing in D.C. and was kind of like, hey, man, he kind of gave me the nod, like, if you want to hit the road. I was kind of like, man, I got a lot of business I got to handle here in D.C. because I'm a mentor actually to a lot of the youth out here that are doing a lot of music stuff. So I feel like I got a responsibility to my city. I think I'll probably be in D.C. probably for the rest of my life and be bouncing around a little bit.
You love D.C.
Love D.C. I live on North Capitol. I was telling somebody this yesterday. I live right on North Capitol. Like right there's the Capitol. Look down, you can see the White House right there like that.
I've been there, but I have not been there in a really long time. I went there. I was probably there when I was about 18, and I went there when I went there when I was a kid too. I went to the White House when I was like 10, but I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah, you come down, man. You got a spot. You got a home. You know that.
Love it. What's going on there, Demon Man? Thanks for popping in the stream. I got some cannolis in the chat. I always get hungry. I should have made. When you have the member feature, you could make like custom emojis. I give the cannoli. I always get hungry when they post that.
I saw that on I follow this dude Pat Flynn, and I saw that on his channel. Like they were using donuts for the moderators, and I was like, man, I got to do that on my channel, man. I want to flip the script with the wrench.
And nowhere to go there. Carlos Hyde gets stuffed on first down. It'll be 2nd and 10. DK Metcalf getting set to check in for the Seahawks.
I like to see that.
Why was he even on the bench?
I know, right?
Well, it looks like he was a little hobbled maybe on this play. So that's why, I guess. But he's coming back in. What's going on, ABC, man? Love your content, Chris. I appreciate Chris Bass. You're the man, dude. I always remember you, man. You're always showing support in the channel, man. What's going on, buddy? So 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation here from the 48-yard line of the Philadelphia Eagles. They're showing blitz up at the line of scrimmage. 12:51 to go. Russ takes the snap. 3-step drop. There was a floater down the left sideline. What a catch by Metcalf! Oh, my God. Out of bounds at the 18.
Man.
I got to see the replay, but it looked like he reached over the head of Slay. Reached over the head. Slay's got perfect coverage. Oh, my God. He caught it with the left. He brought it into the right.
That's a you got Moss kind of vibe right there.
What a catch by Metcalf down to the 17. Metcalf's a bad man.
Yeah, that's a bad man.
How does this guy not go in the first round?
That's 10 for 177 yards.
Oh, my God, what a catch. 141 yards allowed to Metcalf. Here's Wilson. Wilson, play action. He's going to roll. He's going to stroll. Looks, cooks, throws. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. DK Metcalf is gone. Well, and now Metcalf, I mean, they got a 2-possession lead if they don't turn the ball over here, which is huge.
Yeah.
So I hope Eagles 01's in the stream. $100, buddy.
$100, buddy.
What's going on there, MH, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. What's going on, Fabian? What's going on, White? Eric says, that's why you draft. Yeah, he's a beast, man. Michael, man. What's going on, Michael, man? How you doing, man? We traded up for DeAndre Baker. I know, Michael. I'm getting a little bit upset.
I can't even finish reading the sentence, right? It's just like, oh, why did we do that?
I'm getting upset watching this game. Here we go. Seahawks have it at the 17-yard line, coming out under center. And the Eagles come with a corner blitz. Good job bottling up. He's going to walk in. Touchdown, Hyde.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that.
There's a flag. This could come back. I always hate getting so excited because then you got to look for the flags.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
And I think it's on the Seahawks. Oh, too good to be true.
I mean, the blocking looked good too.
They're gonna call a hold. It's on the Seahawks. It's coming back. The Eagles came with a corner blitz on. It was an all-out blitz.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, the blocking looked pretty good. Bottled it up, and that's why Hyde was able to walk in. But let's see. They couldn't have called that a hold. Number 70, he just bodied him. I don't know.
74, they say.
Oh, they said 74.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed it then.
See if I get that replay.
12:01 to go here in the 4th quarter. So a big penalty there. They're still well within field goal range.
Yeah, a little bit of a hold there. The linebacker tried to juke him as he was getting to the 2nd level, and he just reached his arms out.
2nd and 15 here. 12:01 to go here in the 4th. Wilson coming out the gun, man in motion right to left from the 22. Takes the snap. Looking, cooking, throwing. Left corner. Did he catch it? Oh, he dropped it. The one time Metcalf drops it, he should have caught it. 3rd and 15. He threw a fade into the corner. Slay had good coverage. I got to see the replay, but it looked like he could have came down with that.
21 more would have been real nice right there.
Little push off. Oh, yeah, he's got to catch that. Oh, you got to catch that, DK. That's why you didn't go in the first round. Yeah,
and then he fixes the pylon as he gets up.
How do you make the last catch? You don't make that one.
Yeah, it looks like he misjudged this one because he jumps, but then the ball's kind of low as he's going down to the ground there.
But still, 10 catches, 177 yards, 3rd and 15 here for Russ. Don't get stupid here. A field goal's almost as good as a touchdown.
Man, when you see that replay, wow.
Yeah. Wilson takes the snap, throws, hits Hyde. Hyde looks like he's on skates, makes a couple of nice moves, gets down to the 15. It'll be a 4th and 8. They're going to kick the field goal. But like I just said, I mean, obviously you want the touchdown, but in this situation, field goal is almost as good as a touchdown. It's a 2-possession game either way. You're getting close to mid-4th quarter. You take that 2-possession lead.
Yeah.
Let's see if he makes it here. Myers made the first one from 44. Big kick coming up here.
You take away DK Metcalf out of this game, and I mean, this Seattle offense is not that impressive.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Myers lining up the kick. Harstone going to get to that 1 second. Snap, hold, kick. Got it. Big field goal there. We'll change the scoreboard in a second. By the way, check out Harstone, by the way. I got to get him back on the channel. Maybe this weekend I'll get him back on.
Yeah, Harstone's a good dude.
He says, what's good? I need that audio info, brah. About to go live myself. Stand up. Harstone Media, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, man. If you're going live, man, I'll try to check you out after the game if I got an opportunity. But definitely want to try to get you back on the channel, man. And, yeah, man, Seattle's kicking ass right now. We're up by 11, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it. 20-9. That's my kind of score. What did we say at the beginning of the game? I don't even remember. I think I said by about 10.
Yeah. Somebody said 10 in the chat, and you definitely agreed with that.
24-14, I said.
Yeah. I would have went with something like that. I don't think I predicted a score before, but I would have thought Seattle was going to put up more points because Seattle's put up like 30-plus in every game but 2, I want to say, this season. And it's kind of surprising to see them a little bit struggling on offense, but got to chalk it up to them first couple 4th down conversions that they didn't get.
I think most people would have predicted a higher score. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have. But yeah. I just had a feeling it was going to be a lower scoring game. I don't know why. But yeah, I thought about 10 points, so looking pretty good there. 20-9.
Only way it's going to get a little higher here is if Philly can come down and score 7 and put some pressure on the Seahawks to score again. But
I think
looking like it'll be mid-20s.
You were calling for that turnover earlier.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get it on this drive.
Gotta get it, man. It's Carson Wentz. He no interceptions this whole game. This is surprising.
I think Wentz is going to force a throw on this drive. I think he's going to throw a pick. And
this is a good game for Eagles fans.
Oh yeah,
to be
yeah. He's playing like Jones has the last couple of weeks. He hasn't turned the ball over. He's not that he's throwing that well. He's missed a number of throws, but the last couple of drives though, he's starting to click a little bit.
He is using his legs, getting some space.
Yeah,
receivers are getting some separation there on the short routes. It's looking pretty good for them.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. If we were playing this game, the Giants could be winning. Taco Man says.
Yeah, with Daniel Jones especially, and I think even with Cole McCoy possibly. I mean, you look at the Seahawks offense, right? And if they're not scoring on just about every drive or every other drive there, then I think the Giants can hang with them. It's all about how the defense can hang with them. If Seattle's putting up over 30, especially with a backup quarterback, we're not going to have much of a chance.
Yeah, Michael Mooch, man, thank you very much, man. Really praying Jones only misses one game and we escape Seattle with a W somehow. And looking at next week, every East team could lose. Yeah, Michael. Yeah. I mean, you got the now we were talking about the Ravens game earlier. It sucks because they're playing on Wednesday, and then they're going to be short rest going up against Dallas. I still think they should win, but that's a more winnable game now for Dallas. But you got the Ravens against Dallas. Who's Washington playing? The Steelers.
Yeah, Washington's got the Steelers, and the Eagles got the Packers and the Saints. Eagles got 3 tough games. They got the Packers, the Saints, and then the Cardinals, which are all losable games if you ask me.
If the Giants could ever win this week, which I'm not picking, without Jones, and those 3 teams lose, which they should, Eagles are going to feel this at the 5. They're going to take out of the 10, the 15, the 20, down at the 24. I'm not saying they win the division yet, but it would assure, in my opinion, that you're more than likely playing for a win and in Week 17 against Dallas.
Yeah,
which is all I'm asking for at this point. That's all.
Yeah, and as far as the Eagles, you look for them to lose at least 2 out of 3 with that stretch right there that they have. And then they end their season with 2 divisional games against Dallas and against Washington. So I'm looking at those games. They could possibly win those 2 games. So I'm looking for them to lose at least 2 out of 3. Hopefully they lose 3 out of 3 of those next 3 coming up.
Nice. Icy, man, thank you very much, man. I'll get to that in 1 second. And you got to know what authentic is, man. But I'll tell you in 1 second. Wentz coming out in the shotgun formation from the 23, takes the snap, little play action. Seahawks come with the blitz on the outside. They're going to bring him down. He's been sacked a good amount this game. That's a 3-yard loss. The Eagles' offensive line has been really bad tonight. But Icy, man, thank you very much, man. He says, "Who's this guy? This is authentic, man. He's got
this guy is authentic, man.
YouTube channel, links in the description below. He does a podcast. He does NFC's podcast. So he's a Giant fan, of course. As you
Facts.
Can tell. And he talks Giants, Eagles, Redskins. He does a fantasy show, and he's growing his channel. He just got over 1,000 subs. Wentz takes the snap out of the gun, throws, nice catch at the 30, down to the 31. So it's going to be like a 3rd and 2 here. But yeah, definitely check him out.
The Eagles have definitely gotten away from the run here. I mean, Miles Sanders only got 6 carries. Boston Scott has 2 carries. So, I mean, same old story for Doug Peterson, not getting the ball in his running back hands.
Wentz coming out the gun, low snap, takes it, bakes it, throws right, caught, first down, out of bounds at the 40.
Taking notes now. Takes it, bakes it. Got you. That's about 5. I like it.
Got it out of bounds at about the
40. Takes it, bakes it.
Takes it, bakes it. What's going on there, ABC Depth Man? Thanks for popping in the stream, buddy. Adams tonight, a sack and 7 tackles. They're going to have it at the 41-yard line. Here's Wentz coming out in the shotgun formation. Eagles.
Appreciate that, MH.
Takes the snap, drops, looks, throws, batted away. Nice coverage. They're going to call a flag.
Ooh.
They're going to call pass interference. I don't know about that. I got to see the replay. It looked like it was good timing, but maybe touched him. Authentic, who's your top 5 lyricists?
Top 5 lyricists. Right at the top, I'm gonna go. This changes every day, by the way. At the top, I'm gonna go Big L. Number 2, I'm gonna go Royce da 5'9". I'll put Nas somewhere in that mix. Lyricists. I'm trying to get some new boys up here. Let's go with that top 3 for now, so I don't waste too much time thinking. I'll come back with 2. But that's the top 3.
We'll get back to 4 and 5 in a second. And it was a pass interference there on the Seahawks. So they're going to get a first down. It's going to be midfield now at the 50. Wentz coming out in the gun. Still a football game here. It's an 11-point game, but still a lot of time. Eagles, remember, Authentic, they only got 1 timeout now.
Yeah.
Wentz coming out in the gun, takes the snap, looks right, throws right. That's got to be a flag. It is going to be. Now the Eagles are going to have it at like the 18. It's going to be a pass interference. So they just got
a huge penalty.
They just got like 50 yards in penalties the last 2 plays.
Yeah, that's a huge penalty.
Come on, man.
And you got to turn around. You just got to turn around as a linebacker there and get your head around. And you can rough them up like that a little bit if you get your head turned around. They might not make the call. We saw it in the Giants game versus the Bucs there. You know, when you get that turnaround, they're least likely to call that call there.
And Greg C, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, Juice WRLD, his freestyle was crazy.
Yeah, Juice WRLD was crazy, but I can't put him in the lyricist category for sure. But RIP one time.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
I got my fourth for you. Big pun. That's my fourth right there. Big pun is my fourth because the wordplay and the lyricism was crazy. And let's go ahead and just throw Eminem.
There you go. Yeah. There's Wentz, looks to the corner of the end zone, incomplete. They've been really featuring Goddard here these last couple of drives. They've really been looking for him. They missed Goddard there in the right corner of the end zone. Great coverage by Jamal Adams.
Yeah, Goddard is the leading receiver for the Eagles today with 6 catches. The next guy has 2.
Yeah, they've been looking his way a lot in this game. I mean, for good reason. He's a really good tight end. So now they're going to have it at the 21-yard line. 9:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be a 2nd and 10. We'll see what they dial up. Still plenty of time here. You can still run the ball. You know, you got plenty of time here. You don't got to rush this in. 6 seconds here on the play clock. Eagles only with 1 timeout. Wentz will take the snap. Little 3-step drop. Looks left. Throws left. Incomplete. Was looking for him on the corner route. 3rd and 10. Was looking for Rager. So we'll see what comes up here. 9:26 to go. Can't have a lyricist without him. I think he's talking about Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem wordplay was crazy. I mean, the syllable rhyming that Eminem was doing, you know, just ridiculous. Probably the best at that, I would say. I like Royce for the metaphors a little bit more. I like this list from JJ too. Tech 9. Black Thought is definitely up there one time. Shout out to that portion of Philly.
That's the only portion of Philly.
Right. You got to have some love for the roots. Shotgun
formation. Wentz takes the snap, throws, caught out in the flat. Nice move. Picks up 6. It's going to be a 4th and 4 rather. Adams on the tackle. And if you're the Eagles here, you got to kick the field goal. You're going to need a field goal anyway.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah, you kick the field goal, you're down by 8, and you try to score, and then we know Doug Peterson loves to go for 2, so yeah, it's right up his alley.
It's 4th and 4. You've got to kick the field goal here if you're Peterson, right?
Let's see. If you're Peterson is the key word there.
They're huddled up. They're huddled up, and they only have 1 timeout, so they're going for this. They got to kick the field goal here.
Yeah, this is a crazy call. I almost hope they don't get this just so media can just like tear Doug Peterson up.
He takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks, throws, picked off.
And there goes that pick right there.
Idiot.
Wow, fire him, man. Get rid of him.
Try, by the way. Doug Peterson doesn't deserve a job.
Yeah, I mean that's idiotic right there. And the throw was awful. Awful throw there. It looks like maybe there was a miscommunication because tight end goes inside on the square and he throws it to the outside. So, oh, man. And they do the wings. Oh, man.
How do you not kick the field goal there?
Hey, Tainer, I'm so glad that happened. Because we needed the bonehead play from Carson Wentz and we needed the bonehead call from Doug Peterson. I mean, media is going to tear them up tomorrow.
Oh, everybody in the chat say, thank you, Doug Peterson.
Wow, that was crazy. That's just a crazy call. Take the kick there.
We've got to get Doug Peterson a Giants jersey.
Because this is the thing, Tanner. If you go for it there and you do score a touchdown, right? Are you going to go for 2? Is that the plan?
That's what you got to do.
You score there, you go for 2, and you're going to be down by 3 points anyway, right? So why not just kick the field goal? Are you acting like you're not going to get that close again? I mean, there's a lot of time left in this ballgame.
It's not like they were on the 2-yard line. You're on like the 15.
And what was that? A 4th and what? How many yards?
It's not like a 4th and 1, 4th and 2.
That's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous call. I think they need to call for his job now. You know, I mean, it's too many weeks in a row with these kind of calls.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
I'm not trying to be biased. Every time I watch an Eagles game, he's horrible.
Yeah, and VTJ got you right there. I mean, yeah, you definitely called it. You said, I think this will be the drive. He's going to throw the interception. And look, Sure as it stinks, man.
And Luke Dog, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, man, the Eagles are a complete and utter joke. Luke, they are. They got fired. I hope they don't. I hope they give him a 10-year extension. But you know what they should do after the game? They should build him another statue.
I know, right? Let's keep him around, man, because if we keep him around as Giants fans, yeah, we're going to see some good W's against the Eagles.
They should build him another statue, and in the statue, he should be holding up 2 fingers because he always goes for 2.
Yeah, like when he's on the sideline, like, yeah, we're going for 2. We're going for 2. Oh, we're down 1? Yeah, we're going for 2. Come on.
VT Jake, man, thank you very much, man. Chris called an interception on that drive. Nice call. Nice. I appreciate that, VT Jake.
Great call. Great call there.
And Touch Fighter says, I want a Doug Peterson. I think we all want a Doug Peterson jersey, man. Thank you, Doug. Why would you push your struggling? I don't understand. You take the field. You're going to need a field goal anyway.
That was crazy. That reminds me of Mike McCarthy's reverse in his own territory last week. That was crazy.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But I'm happy.
Talking Sports said, I love Peterson, the GOAT. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And for as many games as the Eagles beat the Giants, I'm loving this. I'm laughing all the way to the bank with this one. This is amazing.
And they're going to keep it on the RPO here from Wilson. Wilson will slide down, pick up 5, maybe 4 to the 24. Rickson says Wentz looks like McDonald. Yeah, McDonald Sam D. Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
He does. Well, I don't know where he's throwing this ball, but we didn't even. The call was so bad to go for it that we didn't even criticize Wentz for the throw.
Yeah,
the throw was horrific. He missed
maybe Wentz gave him some payback. Like, you calling all these crazy plays, I'm about to just throw this to the other team one time.
He missed the receiver by 8 yards.
Yeah, that was awful. It was awful.
7:58 to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be a 2nd and 5 here for Wilson at the 25-yard line. He's got Hyde to his right, takes the snap, little 3-step drop. He's going to roll out to the right, buys time. Wilson's going to take over. He's going to run with it again. Easy peasy. Slides down, 11-yard gain, first down.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Let this clock keep draining. And maybe put some points on the board here and put this game completely away.
Kevin Sullivan says, Giants on the NFC East. Stand up, New York Giant fans. Isaiah says, Eagles are done. Tana, what you think about Nico Collins in the 3rd round? We're talking draft still. And wouldn't add Kaepernick, Lamar, or 3 stacks in the Kendrick Lamar or stacks.
Oh, yeah. 3 stacks. Woo. 3. You know, when he said lyricist is, I think, maybe why I stayed away from 3 stacks a little bit. But Andre 3000, artistry-wise, man, he's up there probably in my top 5. Love Outkast, big fan of Outkast and Andre 3000. Definitely encourage, if you like Andre 3000, go check out that interview he just did with Rick Rubin like a couple months back. Really, really good interview with him, man.
Hand off to Hyde. He loses 2. As far as Collins goes, I've heard of him. I don't know a ton about him, Isaiah. I look a lot more into the draft after the season or in more recent years, in season. But this year we're actually in it. But I have heard about him. I've had some subscribers mention him to me. I'll do it. Trust me, you're going to see a ton of draft content in the offseason. 2nd 11 coming up, man. But thank you so much, man, for the support. 6:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. Wilson coming out in the shotgun from the 34. Man in motion. 3 wide set. Drops back, looks, throws. Wow, he sailed that one. 3rd and 11. Rakib says, believe DJ will be out this game, but return next. I agree. I think he's going to be out this game.
Yeah, I agree with that, too. Shout out my man, The Beard, one time. I see you in the chat under his reseller channel over the years, man. Definitely check out my guy, The Beard. That's my co-host on Authentic and The Beard, man. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let me give you a quick little shameless plug, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Do it. And Watch Medicine says, game plan, double cover Metcalf and put Bradbury on Lockett. You got to do what you got to do, man. But I love The Beard, though. Beard seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah, Beard's chill. Jonathan G had a really cool comment there. He said he was talking about your neighbors in the hotel. Like, who is this guy talking to?
they think I'm talking to the wall. Flag on the play. Another penalty on the Eagles. This is going to be a pass interference. First down.
Oh, you got to love it. Got to love it.
6:14 to go. Harry Mack is the best freestylist today, Pans, Jams, and Game says.
Oh, that's what's up. I got to get hip then. I got to get hip.
And they're going to call it on Maddox, pass interference. So first down for the Seahawks, 6:14 to go. Oh, man. I just made $100 tonight, I think.
Yeah, got to love that. Man, I made a bet on our last stream with a homie from my neighborhood that I grew up with. that the Giants would win the division. And then Daniel Jones went down like a few plays after. I'm just like, oh, man, I hope he's all right. So he hasn't hit me up in my messenger yet, though, to confirm the bet. So there was no digital handshake. So we'll see how that goes.
It should have been put into it if Jones stays healthy. I feel like Jones.
I know.
Because that's such bad luck. But if Jones plays, Giants are winning this division, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think we could win it with 6.
Yeah.
With the schedules the way they look, it might even be able to get in here with 5 or something crazy. We'll see, man.
We got him with 5.
That would be ridiculous.
It would have to be like a 3-team tie.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that.
But the Eagles might be out of here. We'll see.
Eagles suck.
Yeah.
Eagles suck. 6:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wilson. Wilson's going to turn. He's going to give it to Carson. Carson, nowhere to go. It's going to be 2nd and 10, stuffed at the 50-yard line. Giants need to get Jones the number 1 wide receiver. They will, Duran. I think they're going to get him. I think they're going to get him on this offseason, whether it's in free agency or the draft.
Yeah.
Kind of like Burris, like we were talking about Burris earlier. Kind of like Burris for Eli.
I wonder if guys like Tate and Logan Ryan and a few other guys like that would think about restructuring their contract. Because if Golden Tate tries to go to another team to try to, revive his career at this age, it's probably not a good look. And I mean, you kind of got to look at yourself in the mirror and see what kind of value you bring to a team. Because I like Golden Tate in this locker room for, young wide receivers coming in. I think he could show them a lot. And same thing for Ryan.
Here's Wilson on the QB keep, nowhere to go. But at the end of the day, he's just wasted clock. He loses 2 yards, but he's wasted clock. 5:21 to go. I don't think they're bringing Tate back.
I don't think they are either. I'll keep it 100. I don't think they're going to bring him back. But I do like him, and I like the lesson that Joe Judge taught him this season. I thought that was very telling. And it would be nice to get him back. It would be nice. I like Golden Tate. He's a dog. And they were targeting him a lot in this last game against the Bengals early on, too.
Yeah. And Ramon says, what do you guys think of Terry from FSU, 6'4" with top speed? Yeah, I've actually been watching him a lot. Nate, who was actually on my stream yesterday, put me on to him. He was talking about him. He's been talking about it before last night. I've been watching some of his highlights. Definitely exactly the type of receiver we need. He's tall.
Yeah, 6'4".
Yeah, he's tall. He's fast. That's what we're looking at.
And shout out to Nate, man. Nate, I told him in the chat, I hope he saw this yesterday. Like,
he's great.
This is his calling, 100%. At that age, I think he's 16 years old.
Yeah, he's great.
That boy knows his stuff, man. I got to send a salute to that kid. He definitely knows his stuff.
Very well spoken.
Yeah, very well. When I saw him that was my first time seeing him, was on your roundtable this past week. I was so surprised because, he's got the voice of like Ron Jaworski. He sounds like an older man.
Yeah, he does.
he really knows his football, man. And he watches a lot of college. You can tell he's deep diving into the game and really studying, really putting in the time and putting in the work. So, man, I got to commend him. Yeah,
he's really good. I'm definitely going to have him on the channel again.
Hey, definitely not Nate Robinson for those in the chat. Nah.
No, he was busy getting knocked out. Seahawks going to punt it away here, and the Eagles are going to call for a fair catch at the 11. So 3:54 to go. If they had all the timeouts, I'd say they have a chance. With one timeout, I think the game should be over. VT Jake, man, thank you very much, man. Division on the line. Peterson goes for it, 4th and 4. Made no sense, Jake. Made no sense.
Yeah, none at all. Somebody said Peterson's the best signing by the Giants. I agree.
Let's also factor in the horrible challenge in the second half where he wasted another timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's been rough. It's been rough. And we also got to factor in how he has not ran the ball tonight.
At all.
Miles Sanders is very low on the carries here. What are we looking at here now? Still at 6 carries for 15 yards. And Boston Scott, 2 for 7. Carson Wentz is the leading rusher for the Philadelphia Eagles right now.
How do you only give your 2 running backs 8 carries? How does that happen?
No clue. No clue. I mean, even Ben McAdoo couldn't do that with his running back situation that he came into.
And Wentz is going to run with it again. Spins out of a tackle, picks up 7, 3:47 to go here. Highlight says my vote goes to Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson should get Coach of the Year every year. Whatever we got to give him to make him stay in Philadelphia, he should get it.
Yeah.
And Simon, I'll get to that in 1 second. Big Lake coming up here for Carson Wentz, coming out in the shotgun here from the 19-yard line. It's a 4 wide set, drops back, looks, throws, and he missed. A horrible throw by Wentz. Wentz has been really bad.
Yeah, he's been off. Accuracy's definitely been a problem for him tonight. He's throwing the ball way too much, though, man. Just throwing it way too much.
There's no balance.
36 throws on the night.
No balance. Simon, man, thank you very much, man. Eagles once again abandoned the run early. Sanders has 6. Yeah, Sanders 6 carries and Wentz is the leading rusher. I love Peterson. They did the same thing against us.
Yeah.
And they did the same thing on Thanksgiving. I think it was. No, they didn't play Thanksgiving. Against Cleveland.
Against Cleveland in the rain. Yeah, and you looking at a game in the rain, you would think that they would just run the rock the whole game, but instead they got Carson Wentz running around, throwing the ball, committing turnovers. It's just, I see somebody in the chat said Peterson might be trying to sabotage Wentz, and I kind of agree with that.
Wentz throws, he hits Goddard down to the 46, 3:16 to go. He against Cleveland and the Giants, they were running the ball great, and they just stopped running.
Yep.
There's an injury on the field for the Seahawks, so this is actually this is beneficial for the Eagles. It's going to give them a free timeout. They got it around midfield. Chip Kelly, man, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Great stream. What did you guys think of Nate Robinson's KO? Chip, man, you're a great supporter of mine, feller. He always says feller with ER.
I like that.
As far as Nate Robinson, man, he got knocked down like 3 times, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 knockdowns in that fight. He got knocked down twice on the last sequence of knockdowns, and he seemed like he didn't practice defense when he was in the gym.
He seemed like he didn't practice.
Yeah, he seemed like he didn't practice. I mean, straight up. He was probably just shadow boxing in the mirror, because he's a quick guy. And he was probably like, oh, I'm fast. I'll be able to take care of him. And man, that fight got ugly fast.
I watched the replay to that fight, and the whole fight, he's just charging at him like he's like Goldberg from the WWE, like trying to spear him. And he's just throwing like fists. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he had no boxing technique.
At all.
This might not be for him. I actually felt bad for him because I like Nate Robinson. He's been an underdog, and, I'm sure his whole life,
he's a nice guy.
short guy. Won the dunk contest a couple times. I like Nate Robinson. I thought he was a good athlete, but you got to stay in your lane sometimes. You can't just be going from trying to be a point guard in the NBA to trying to box with people who really do this for a living. And salute to the kid, Jake Paul, who the YouTube star boxer. He showed you he's not just a YouTube star. He could really box.
He had good technique.
Mm-hmm.
But Nate was actually a great college football player. He was a running back, Nate Robinson. Yeah. He played for Washington, I think, in college.
A lot of basketball players like that. Allen Iverson was man. I sat down and watched the Allen Iverson was podcast.
He was a better quarterback than Aaron Brooks.
He was a solid quarterback in high school, man, and he could have went and played ball too. But I mean, I think he took the right route there with the basketball. And I forget the podcast with Steven Jackson and what's my man from the Lakers that had all them tattoos that had the beef with
Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes. They have a podcast that's really fire podcast, and they had Allen Iverson on there for a 2-hour podcast. Man, he dropped a lot of gems on that, some life gems on that podcast.
Wentz just got sacked. That's good to see. So it'll be 3rd and a mile.
Gotta know that.
And Rafael Duna, man, thank you so much. Just congrats on the $100, Tana. I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Oh,
man.
Yeah. And that's 2 super chats too. Talking about the $100. That's a $5 one and a $2 one. So we're looking at 107 now, Tanner. we climbing the charts, man.
Here's 1 second and 20 out of the gun. Steps up, checks it down there to Sanders, and Sanders is going to go down to about There's a flag on the play. This could be a hold. We'll see. 2:33 to go. Got about half of it back. Before the flag. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be a hold on the Eagles. Do you accept this? They will accept it. They're going to back them up.
Yeah, back them up more, yep.
Zahib says if the Giants win the division and the playoff game, Judge will win Coach of the Year. Well, they don't factor in the playoffs to Coach of the Year. It's strictly a regular season award. But if the Giants go 8-8, he's got a shot. I don't think they would give a guy who had a losing record Coach of the Year, no matter the circumstance.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Who do you think's going to, who are the other candidates you think for Coach of the Year? You like Brian Flores?
Flores is a guy I've talked about a lot. You got to give Tomlin a shot. I mean, they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated, yep.
Flores is a guy I've talked a lot about.
Andy Reid's got to be in the mix.
Yeah, but it's.
What about Stefanski from the Browns? He's done a good job.
That's a good one. LaFleur 8-3. The Packers. And here's Wentz. Wentz takes the snap out of the gun, drops back, steps up in the pocket, and incomplete. It's gonna be 3rd and 30 from his own 24, 26. We love it.
3rd and 30. Good Lord.
And Dominic, man, thank you very much. When he says you're about to win $100 from that Eagles fan, yeah, I'm gonna hold him to it. T Savage says thank you very much. Says I like Nate, but I was watching one of his vids earlier, and he was sneak dissing you. Was he dissing me? I'm gonna have to watch one of his videos.
Oh, little Nate was sneak dissing. Hold up.
Oh.
Hey, you know what I like though? When Kyle Pizzle came on, he stood his ground. Little Nate stood his ground. He didn't back down because Kyle Pizzle's intimidating to somebody like that young, and Nate was standing his ground. He went and got that Color Rush jersey. He was showing out, man.
What video was that, T Savage? Here's Wentz. Wentz throws out in the flat.
We need that link.
That's cool. Scott pushed that bounce to be 4th and 30.
We need that link, Savage. I want to see that.
I don't think he would do that. He's a nice kid.
You gotta love the YouTube wars, right?
Michael says draft Kyle Pitts and run 2 tight end sets like the Pats back in the day without the added double murder. Pitts can line up outside too. Everybody likes Kyle Pitts. So many of my subscribers like Kyle Pitts, the tight end.
Said without the double murder.
And
That's tough.
Zybe, I'll get to that in 1 second, man. 4th and 31. So this is it.
Then we
can sit back and relax.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jeffrey Lurie looking very happy. The Eagles owner. He looks thrilled. And here comes Carson Wentz from the 25. Drops back. Buys time with the legs. He's going to throw it short of the sticks. Incomplete.
That's a wrap.
That's the ball game.
That's Rap City, man. Big figure in the basement. Rap City.
I want to pause here and think about this for a second, Authentic. As of this moment, the New York Giants
Talk to me.
Are in first place in the NFC East.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
We're tied technically, but we own the tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
So as of this moment, with 5 games to play, if I would have told you this 3 weeks ago, you would have called me a lunatic. You would have told me to get off YouTube. The Giants are in first place with 5 weeks to play.
Gotta love it. I know Giants Nation is feeling real good. That little injuries, a little asterisk at the moment right now, but man, I'm feeling great about the Giants being in first place here. I'll take this terrible division. We know, man, 3 new coaches in the division this year and 1 who shouldn't even be able to be called a head coach in the NFL. I mean, this guy's been calling terrible plays all year long, has regressed completely since the Super Bowl. So I'm good. No preseason. Our first 4 games was a preseason. Let's just scratch that off the schedule. You know what I mean?
I couldn't be happier, man. So, hi, man. Thank you very much, man. If we win a playoff game, Chris, you got to bring out some apps. If we win a playoff game, so I guarantee this right now. If we win a playoff game, I will have liquor prepared. I will let you guys pick the shot I'm going to do, and I'll be doing shots. If we win a playoff game, you have my promise.
I'm with you on that too. I haven't had a drink in almost a year now. And if the Giants win a playoff game, I'm definitely going to break out some Willet, maybe some Jameson if my budget ain't right, and take me a couple shots for sure.
And hi, man. Thanks so much, man. Yo, Chris, love your streams, bro. I want to send you a dope New York Giants hat. How can I? I appreciate the thought, man. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you can message me there, and I'll talk to you. But yeah, man, thank you so much, man. And maybe my mods could drop my Twitter and Instagram. I usually ask for that throughout the stream. I would appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna, obviously call to the end of the game. 2:09, second and 12. I'll peak, but this game's over.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
We're in first place.
Yo, it's a great thing, man. When is the last time we were in first place? Is it during like the boat trip time or?
We weren't even in first place that year. The Cowboys went 13-3.
Oh, that's true. Wow. So it's been a grip. It feels like, at least at this point in the season, it's been a long time.
Yeah, man. It's crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me that right now we're in first place. I can't believe it.
Yeah, when I'm on streams, I try to tame back my emotions. But the beard will tell you, the beard lives with me too. So he'll tell you, I'll be running around the house getting so lit when stuff like this happens, especially when the Giants get the dubs. And this is like the cherry on top for me because, that Bengals game, I really wanted to go in there and dominate that game. And that was a major scare for me. Shout out to the Hub. I was live on his channel calling play-by-plays with him. And we were just shaking, man. It was scary ending there with that punt return. So to see the Eagles come out here and lose this game, that just caps off my week. Tomorrow I get to go into the podcast, just kind of laid back vibes, first place vibes, man.
We're playing with house money this week.
Yeah, this house money. And
playing with house money.
Things are looking great going forward. Philadelphia has a tough game coming up against the Packers after this. I'm looking for the Packers to just blow them out. And Washington has a tough game against the Steelers coming up. I just don't want no sneaky wins. If Washington beats the Steelers, I'm going to go back to level-headed and I'm going to start thinking about this, with a rational mind one more time.
Yeah, no sneaky wins.
Yeah, no sneaky wins.
He says, hopefully all Giants fans stop the tank talk. The tank talk, listen, I try to be as fair as I can. I try to understand tank talk. I always try to understand every fan's perspective because I always say everybody's got a different opinion. Who am I to tell you how to root for your football team?
Facts.
But the tank talk this year, last year I got it. It was like week 14. The Giants were going nowhere. People want to chase you. I understood it. This year, people were talking tank week 2.
Yeah, way too early.
Like what?
Way too early. And a quarterback in his second season. It's just way too early.
With a new head coach, with no preseason, like, what are you talking about? And I know that Trevor Lawrence is this great guy. And the other thing I always laughed at was do people think we're even close to as bad as the New York Jets? Like, we never had a chance at that.
Yeah, not close. Imagine trying to tank and then not getting the first pick.
Never got it. Never understood it at all. And VT Jake, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, can't wait for Authentic and the Beard Super Chats. Great stream today with Authentic, and Chris was stellar as always. Great stream, my dudes. VT Jake, man, you're a phenomenal supporter of mine. Could never say thank you enough, man. Thank you for always being in the streams. Thank you for always showing support. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that, Jake. That means a lot on the come up right now. That definitely means a lot. Appreciate that, bro.
And Ramon, thank you very much, man. He says, what's the name of the podcast? Well, they got a YouTube channel, but it's a podcast. It's in my description. It's called Authentic and the Beard, but it's in my description. The link's in the description, and my mods will definitely post it, if they could right now to make it more easier for you. But yeah, they do. I'm going to be on the podcast this week. We just talked about it.
Yeah, we're going to put you on. Definitely. Got to get you in there.
So come on over there, check it out. And like I said, little teaser for anybody that might just be popping in. I don't know when, but relatively soon, we're gonna be doing a channel together, non-sports related. So there's your
keep your eyes peeled for that one. That one's gonna be a good one.
So there you go, guys. Who is the Beard? He's his partner. He's his partner.
Yeah, the Beard's my homie Tim. He's a full-time reseller, and he actually is the one who came up with the podcast idea. So I got to send him a major salute because I wouldn't even be here for real if it wasn't for him. He came up with the idea to start a podcast. And at that same time, I was just starting to watch Entertainer's channel. And, it was off-season vibes. And Tainer was, you were cracking in the off-season, man. You were putting out a lot of content.
I work hard.
That definitely convinced me, man. I was like, man, you know what? I think it was one stream you told me. You were like, yeah, man, if you want to start up the channel, go ahead and do it, man. And you gave me them positive vibes. I went back and revisited this script that the Beard had. And we kind of just hashed it out, and we started. Last season 2019 was our first season, and so now we're in our second season. Finally going live. We didn't go live last season. We were editing them and posting them, so it's been great since going live. And Tainer has lended a great hand here, man, sharing his network with me and allowing me to come on his platform and do what I do.
Yeah, dude, you deserve it, man.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
I remember last year when I watched your pod when you started starting it. You don't do it as much anymore in terms of the crazy camera angles, and because like you said, it was so much work.
It was crazy.
but I remember when I watched it, I'm like, holy shit! I'm like this and the Seahawks just made a field goal, by the way, 23-9. I'm like, this is like ESPN quality. Like I'm seeing all these different camera angles, and it was awesome. Yeah,
for those that don't know, I come from like a media background. And my full-time job is I run a recording studio. We've been closed since COVID, obviously, since April actually. But so I had a lot of experience in the media background. So I was familiar with cameras and stuff like that. And I would say, you know how you tell your boy, hey bro, you doing too much. Like first season, it was looking really good, but we were doing too much. I was spending like 12 hours every episode editing them. We were shooting on Tuesday nights. I would have them uploaded by Thursdays. It was a whole lot of work. And again, I got to shout out the Beard, man. The Beard, like I said, he's a full-time reseller, and he does a lot of live videos reselling items. And now he's actually getting into the card breaks. He started using StreamYard, and that was just like, I was just trying to figure out how can I bring my production touch to StreamYard and still have our flavor. So when you see our show, you'll understand what I'm saying as far as like the beats in the background and the graphics and things like that, the commercials that we do and stuff like that. We try to keep it really professional. And the podcasting part is just like, just a little extra stuff because full-time I produce beats and I'm an artist as well. So I have a lot of fun just talking football, man. It's a great way to really have a community hear my voice. And I'm trying to dibble and dabble into a few other ventures when it comes to music and live podcasting as well.
Good stuff, man. Boston Scott actually just had a really good return. And it's still technically a 2-score game. They got it out to the 42.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching that now.
There's about a minute 08. So, I mean, technically, the game's over, but technically if they hit on a Hail Mary here or deep throw with a little bit of time left. And by the way, the hair's purple, DK Metcalf. You said it was blue earlier. It's purple.
It is purple, huh? I saw it earlier in the game. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that is as purple as it gets.
I wonder what he's doing with that.
Yeah,
look at it. I'm just seeing it right now.
Yeah. One side of the gun, he's going to check it
down.
Wild
boy.
There's Scott to the 49. And once I don't know what this game's over, but I just want to call the end of it. 52 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, 23-9 Seattle. They got it at midfield. Clock still ticking. Wentz takes the snap, drops back, steps up, and he's going to check it down again over the middle. That's not doing them much. Scott's going to go all the way down to the 32. They got to clock it here. 33 seconds to go. They're going to have to run up and spike it. And Wentz
take your shot, man.
And if you're going to throw it down the sideline. Get out of bounds. And they will clock it. So 21 seconds. So they got to take a shot on this play. I mean, you got to leave yourself enough time if you recover the onside kick to throw a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
So they got to take a shot on this play, really. I mean, so I would think they go to the end zone on this play.
You know, I don't watch a lot of like ESPN and FS1 and stuff like that, but tomorrow I'm totally going to be glued to the TV. I just want to hear what everybody has to say about Doug Peterson.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be I might make a video on Doug Peterson. Like,
yeah, right?
I might make a video on Doug Peterson tomorrow. Just he literally needs to be fired.
Yeah, I was going to ask that next. I mean, do you think he's a guy that we could see a midseason firing like we just saw in Detroit?
Wentz throws it. They did catch the touchdown.
Hey, there you go. Maybe this game's not over yet, right?
12 seconds to go. What an insane touchdown. He throws it up into a crowd of 4 people. The guy bats it down like a volleyball. And then
literally like 500. Look at that.
And then Rodgers comes up with it. Richard
Great
Rodgers,
catch.
the tight end.
Catch. Good concentration there.
So this game ain't over. I mean,
not over yet. Is he going to go for 2?
Yeah, he shouldn't, but knowing him, he will. 23-15, extra point pending. 12 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, he looked like he almost threw it back to him. Who was that went up first? Rager?
I think it was. They're going. What? They're going for 2.
Stop it. I literally was about to joke and be like, here comes Jalen Hurts. No way they're going for 2.
The Seahawks called the timeout. They went out to go for 2.
ABC said go for 2, Doug.
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
Why are we going for 2 here?
What is wrong with this guy?
Why are we going for 2 here? That makes no sense. You know, I could understand if you try a little Riverboat Ron action if you could score again after an onside kick.
On the second touchdown.
But this one is you're about to kill your chances here if you don't get it. What are you doing?
They're still going for 2.
If I'm the GM, I'm coming down to the field right now. Who's the GM that used to come down the field a lot? Atlanta Falcons?
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
They do his name.
They do get it, but I don't care. That is the stupidest call.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, bruh is right, Ridley.
Whatever. 23-17. I don't get this guy.
If they win this game, it'd be insane, but I don't see that happening.
Mark Tversky says they killed the 6.5. Yeah, maybe they bet on the game.
Doug Peterson working with Vegas, huh?
And Michael Mooch just said spread was 6.5. You know what? When stupid shit like that happens.
Arthur Blank. Good call on that, Chris.
Arthur Blank, yes. He was the owner, Arthur Blank.
He was the owner, yep. And he's always come down to the field, yep.
Yeah, he was the owner. So they're going to obviously onside kick it here, but I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
This would be insane.
I can't believe they went for 2. Like that, you said that as a joke.
Straight up. Like, straight up. I was about to literally clown and be like, Jalen Hurts comes out on the field. Nope. They literally went for 2 there.
The Eagles set to, obviously going to be an onside kick here. And he fakes it. He goes the other way. And Metcalf comes up with it. Game's over.
Awesome.
First place. Now it's
player of the game, man. Player of the game, DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. He catches for 1,000 yards. He recovers the onside kick. Seattle wins 23-17. Doug Peterson is going to try to go for 2 anyway at the end of this game. But
yeah, right.
The Seahawks up by 6. 12 seconds to go. There's a flag. Offsides on the Eagles. So they're going to decline it. It's going to be Seattle's ball. Seattle will kneel at 1 time, and we'll get out of here with a win. First place, baby.
That's great.
Clap it up, New York Giants.
We need them slow Jason Garrett kind of claps one time. Let's go, man. Let's go. First place feeling real good, man. First place, bro.
Even when Peterson makes the right decision, technically, because they got it, he looks like an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be talking about him all tomorrow. It's ridiculous.
I get it, man. I love making fun of him because he's so bad and he's the Eagles coach.
Yeah, he's terrible, man. Like, I could go out. I mean, you could get some kids who play Madden to go out here and call better games. Straight up. Straight up, man. It's a disgrace to coaching what he's doing.
If Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, that gives me hope as a Giant fan that, like, Joe Judge could win 10.
Yeah, that's facts. And, man, I've played for some coaches in my past, man, and I know it's not on the highest level of football, right? But I've played with staffs where the head coach was a bonehead, and the other coaches were the reason why we won games.
Frank Reich.
And Frank Reich is definitely, you see it. I mean, he's over there with the Colts doing big things, and the Eagles look crazy right now. Like, literally, they look insane.
I don't get it, man. We'll hang out for about 10, 15 more minutes, guys. We'll answer some of you guys' questions. I want to say thank you to all you guys for always coming in the streams. Congratulations to all my subscribers, all the New York Giants family. Anybody that's a Cowboy fan that's watching, congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone that's an Eagle fan, you should probably be going to therapy after watching the way that your coach called that game. Anybody that's a Washington fan, congratulations. So NFC East fans outside of the Eagles, very happy tonight. Seattle Seahawks fans, congratulations. We're going to beat your ass next week.
I like that confidence. I like that.
Yeah. Kevin, man, you got it, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cairo, man, thank you so much, man. Durant, Aaron won the Super Bowl, not McCarthy. Yeah, Mike McCarthy sucks. Mike McCarthy sucks.
Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, don't forget it. Don't forget it.
Why? Okay, we got a question. Why is your name Authentic?
So I got into media and music and all that as an MC. And my homie who actually I was working at Champ Sports, 1998, and a clothing line came in called Product Authentic. And my boy was like, that's you, bro. We're going to call you Authentic. When I rap, all my content was based upon my life and just like real life stuff. And I just stuck with it. I had a couple rap names before that. We're going to leave those, you know.
Let me get one of them. Let me get one of them.
I ain't even going to give you one of them.
It was that bad?
They was bad. They was bad. They were really bad. And one of them was actually my AIM screen name. Yeah, we gonna leave those. They got buried, bro, and we're never digging up that grave ever. So yeah, Authentic. And I spelled it like that because it was right around the time when like SEO was kind of popping and branding yourself was kind of popping. So I was like, I don't want to spell it straight up the regular way because people have problems trying to find me as an artist. And it stuck, man. When I moved out to DC, everybody knew me as Authentic. Nobody was calling me by my government. So it was like, yeah, I'm going to stick with this, man. So really, like, I grew up in Maryland, right on the line of DC and Maryland. A lot of the people I went to high school with, they still call me by my government. But everybody out here in DC pretty much called me Authentic.
That's awesome, man. That's all. I saw Bad Dog popped in the stream.
What's up, Bad Dog?
And he's celebrating the Eagles' loss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I might have to make a video after this to celebrate.
Yeah, you should do that. You should do that.
I might have to. But what's going on, Bad Dog? What's going on, my man?
Bad Dog in the building. I'm doing my best Bad Dog impersonation today, man.
If you guys haven't done so, please go over there, subscribe to Bad Dog.
Definitely.
I don't even need to tell you guys anymore. If you guys watch my channel, you know who Bad Dog is. But
hey, and you got to go subscribe to Bad Dog's new fitness channel too, man. I know he's trying to build that up, man. I saw him pushing that sled. I'm gonna keep giving you props on that, Bad Dog. Bad Dog got them calf muscles, man. They crazy calf muscles.
His calf muscles are bigger than my head.
I heard him saying in your last broadcast, he was like, yeah, I lost a lot of weight. So I was kind of like expecting him to be a little slender when I saw his videos. But yo, dude, it was like calf muscles was crazy. Crazy calf muscles. I need to get on that Bad Dog fitness plan, man. I'll be in this chair like 24/7, 3 screens in front of me, man, playing way too much Xbox and making way too many beats.
And thank you so much, man, Odyssey Sportsman. I appreciate it. What are the chances Danny Dimes plays this week? If he doesn't, what are our chances against Seattle Sunday? Who do you guys look to play big? Okay. I am definitely leaning that Daniel Jones. I refuse to call him Danny Dimes. You got to earn that nickname. But I'm going to say 95% he's not playing. Like I'm almost positive he's not playing. They signed Alex Tanney for a reason. All signs point to that he's not going to play. So I don't think he's playing. In terms of our chances to win, if you want me to go by a percentage,
yeah,
15, 20%. I'll give him a little chance. I think that the way that they'll be able to win is the same way that they've won the last 4 weeks. They're going to have to control the clock and run the football. But I don't see big plays. I don't think Colt McCoy is going to be able to create big plays. the way that Daniel Jones does. So, even when Jones isn't thrown in the end zone, he's had big plays.
Yeah.
I don't think McCoy's going to be – I hope I'm wrong. I hope he has a ton of big plays. I don't see it, though. So I think it's going to be a challenge. But it's going to come down to the offensive line and the ground game. And if they're able to work the way they've worked the last 4 weeks, at a bare minimum, we'll give ourselves a chance in the game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, about 20, maybe 25%. It's going to be tough for Colt McCoy. And we don't have a lot, to scout him on, really, in a Giants uniform. You really just got those 10 throws he had last week against a pretty bad Bengals team. But that Bengals defense is a little bit underrated, I will say. And I hope with Colt McCoy, getting a week's practice, I hope if he can just step his play up just one notch, I think it gives the Giants a better chance to win because this defense is playing lights out.
Yeah, the thing is, the reason I give us a small chance is because Seattle's defense is bad. Yeah. Like today, it looked good, but Seattle's defense is bad. And they might look good against us because Colt McCoy's the quarterback. But that's why I give us a small chance, because if we can establish the ground game and keep Seattle off the field and force Wilson to make a couple of mistakes, we know Patrick Graham's a smart guy, we got a chance. There's always a chance. So I give us a chance, but it's not a good one. I don't see this team going on a run to the playoffs unless Daniel Jones is back under center. Let's put it that way. We got to tread. We got to tread. We got to make it through. But tonight went a long way towards that. The Eagles losing gives us a little bit of a buffer.
Yeah, it really did. And I think that Daniel Jones' value goes up now after being knocked out of that game and seeing what Colt McCoy, does when he comes in the game and seeing the offense regress. I think that really rises Daniel Jones' stock as a New York Giants quarterback. And y'all know I've been preaching this. Daniel Jones is the guy. That's the guy right now for us. For the New York Giants, that's the quarterback.
He's our guy. He's our guy in 2021, no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Odyssey Sports says Von Bell was lights. Von Bell was great. Von Bell had the he forced the fumble. I think he was almost created 2 turnovers. Von Bell was very active in that game against us for Cincinnati. He had a really good game.
Yeah.
Odyssey Sports. Shane says, been enjoying the stream since I hit the backdoor cover. Figured I would throw a few bucks for the entertainment. Well, Shane, I appreciate that. So backdoor cover. So you bet the Eagles. You a Giants fan, Shane? You can't bet the Eagles if you're a Giants fan, Shane.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, I'm kidding with you, man. You got to go with the money. But
I'm not kidding. You can't do
that. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's an Eagles fan that hung out. KP, man, you have a great night, man. Thank you for popping in the stream, man. And what's going on there? He's a great subscriber of mine. I don't know how to pronounce Machiavelli, I think it is.
Oh, like Machiavelli maybe, but Machiavelli?
Maybe. He's a big Washington fan. So,
that's what's up.
So he should check out your podcast if he hasn't.
Check us out, man. I do a podcast with 2 Washington football team fans that I actually grew up with. I grew up here in Washington, D.C., right on North Capitol, right here. And we do our podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays, man. Come check us out because straight up, man, it's nothing but blue in there in the chat. I swear to you, we ain't got no representation in the chat from Washington fans. It's kind of crazy because we live in Washington, D.C., and y'all know I bleed blue, and nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
There you go. Chip Kelly says, statue with Doug holding up 2 fingers had me dying. I'm telling you, man, that you guys, I know you're an Eagles fan, Chip. You guys need to petition for that. You need to, you need, he just did it again tonight at the end of the game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's all he does. And Chip, I don't know if you were earlier. You guys missed an extra point. I don't blame that on the kicker. I blame that on Doug Peterson because he never gets a chance to kick extra points.
Yeah, he doesn't know what it's like to be in the game.
He doesn't know what it's
footballs.
Like. He's like, well, Christian, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, the amount of Wentz's coddling by announcers is atrocious. At some point, you admit that your quarterback you pay elite money should elevate the team, fails to do. Wentz has played horrible today.
Yeah, that's facts.
Wentz played horrible today. And I don't hate Wentz. I do because he's an Eagle, but I acknowledge he's a very talented quarterback. Last year, he was very good with what he had. Wentz might be the worst quarterback in football, like this year.
Yeah.
That's how bad
the numbers say it. The numbers say it that he's definitely the worst quarterback in football. And I don't know if they're going to have to fire Doug Peterson or, maybe get rid of Carson Wentz because they're going to tarnish his career over there. I mean, he is playing bad football, but I do think he's capable. And I think he showed you that last year. You talk about taking a team and elevating the players around you. He did that last year with a bunch of no-name backups for sure. Yeah, I try to give him his credit, man. I mean, in 17, he was great. He was the MVP of the league as far as I'm concerned through 13 weeks. Yeah. And last year I thought he was great. But and what do you think the knee injury did? Do you think the knee injury was a setback for him maybe? I definitely think that's part of it. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it's mental too. Like his offensive line's not good this year. There's a ton of injuries.
Yeah.
It might be mental. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And maybe he's a guy when you screw it. Like Mark Sanchez is a guy I always bring up. Not that he was ever that good, but the Jets just screwed with him. And you could tell that it screwed him up mentally. Maybe they screwed up Wentz mentally. I don't know.
That's true. Because Mark Sanchez was a playoff quarterback coming in.
He went to two AFC Championship games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not that he was great, but then they started bringing in Vic and they started bringing in Tebow and they screwed with his head. You know,
I'm trying to think of the weapons that Mark Sanchez had over there.
Yeah, but he had Braylon Edwards.
Braylon Edwards was pretty good. Yep.
They brought in Burris. They had Burris with the Jets for a year or two after he got out of jail.
I forgot about that. Wow.
They had Thomas Jones, who led the league in rushing.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Green was also the other running back.
Thomas Jones will be forgotten. That's crazy. Yeah.
He led the league in rushing with the Jets.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. But yeah, they had a great running team. They led the league in like rushing. They were, and they had a great defense. But they screwed with him. Welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk, man. Thank you so much, man. Can't wait to be on the show next week. And definitely, I'll definitely get you on. Just hit me up on Twitter, and I'll make sure you're one of my first guests. And I will gladly to your guest show as well. Big Pat Sports Talk, the new wave, go Big Blue, first place, yes sir, man. Pat, man, thank you very much, man. Mr. Vaness says, first place all alone. We are heading into December. Cheers to my fellow Giants fans. Hope to get Jones back quickly so he can write the script. We need him, man. Mr. Vaness, we need him, man. We're gonna need him if we're gonna do anything. And we were talking earlier. It's so funny that half the fan base. I don't know about half, but a large portion, maybe even more than half, at one point, was calling for Jones's job.
Yep.
They don't want him to be the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now he gets hurt, and now everybody's panicking that he's not the quarterback.
Right.
It's funny how it works. It's
really funny how it works, man. That's why I always try to be patient with these players. Give them at least their window to make plays and be the guy. You can't look at Daniel Jones' second year and start judging him. And I think Washington's the similar situation there with Dwayne Haskins. They jumped the gun even earlier. And only reason why I think they did that was because they saw a window to take over this division because the division was so bad, but probably not the right move.
Yeah, definitely not the right move. And as far as Jones goes, I always said it, and people said it was excuses. I just thought it was facts.
Yeah.
The new scheme, no preseason, new head coach. It was always going to take time. And I'm not even saying I'm fully bought into him being a franchise quarterback, but he could be. And we gotta let it play out. And
yeah, I definitely think he could be a franchise quarterback. And time will tell, but I like to use my eyes and just look at the skill set, look at what the player brings to the table. And I always tell people this, like, what does Daniel Jones do that's bad? It's the ball security, right? And he's been cleaning that up.
He's been getting much better at that.
Yeah, he's got much better at that. First 5 games, he had 4 fumbles. 3 of them that he lost. The last 5 games, he's only lost 1 fumble.
And one of those fumbles was the pitch to Evan Ingram,
mm-hmm.
where Evan Ingram was right in his hands and he dropped it. That was credited to Daniel Jones.
Yeah, the one thing I think we need to see a little bit more from Daniel Jones, well, not me, but a lot of the fan base, I feel like, it's just more touchdowns. I think people could live with the 9 interceptions at this point in the season. Going into, what is this, week 12 or?
Yeah.
We're going into week 12. I could live with 9 interceptions. What if he plays a clean last 4 to 5 games here? Maybe you end with 12, 13 interceptions. I mean, I dealt with Eli Manning, so I know what it's like to deal with interceptions. I'll take them, but as long as we're getting touchdowns to go along with it, I'm all good with it.
You know what I care? Wins.
Straight up.
W's.
The wins is the most important category.
I don't care about TDs. I want W's. And the way he's played the last couple of weeks has resulted in W's. So
yeah, definitely, man. And the dual threat Danny thing, that's a beautiful thing. I love how you can run the ball. There's a statistic for people who have 75 carries or more. Daniel Jones has the highest average of anybody in NFL history.
That's because that 80-yard run where he stumbled on the
80-yard run was huge.
20-yard line.
Uh-huh.
Honey, man, thank you so much, man. Sonny, rather. He says, missed the game in Hong Kong. How did the Hawks look? They looked all right. I mean, I'm not going to say they looked like I'm scared. Wilson hit on a really nice deep. Metcalf was ridiculous.
Ridiculous. That's what I'm scared of. Yeah, there.
Metcalf was insane. And it was good coverage too. It wasn't like he was just making ridiculous catches. And he should have had a touch. He should have had that touch. He should have 200 yards. He should have caught the touchdown.
Yeah. I do think that they're comparable to Washington a little bit as far as the matchup goes against the Giants here. Because when you look at Washington, right, they have a decent running back in Antonio Gibson, right? They have a wide receiver that they know they can go to in any situation in Terry McLaurin.
But they got another guy. The Seahawks got more than one receiver, though.
Lockett is a beast. I will give you that. But I just think that the matchup is fairly similar because Washington's defense is a little bit tougher than Seattle's.
That's a good point. But Russell, I was going to say Russell Wilson is.
And Russell Wilson, we know Russell Wilson than Alex Smith for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I think that stopping Seattle is going to start with stopping the run. Look at the games where Russell Wilson has to throw the ball more than 45 times. The Beard, I got to shout him out on this one too because he brought this up to me. When I was talking about Chris Carson not being in the games where Seattle had lost a couple games there and Russell Wilson was throwing interceptions, he's throwing over 40, 45 passes in all those games. One of them he had over 50. So I think if we could put them in position in a game like that where we know this Giants defense has been great against the run, if we can force Russell Wilson to throw the ball more in situations where he's throwing the ball, I think this Giants defense matches up well. The biggest problem for us on our side of the ball is Colt McCoy quarterback. I think that's the biggest problem there because we know we're going to be limited on big plays, and Seattle might be able to just load the box up and try to stop the run and go man-to-man across the board and be able to maybe stop us.
Defense is gonna have to win this game.
Yeah.
We're going to have to create some turnovers, and we're going to have to play bend but don't break. We're going to have to hold them to field goals.
And you hope for a little bit of luck like Philadelphia had in this game here. 2 fourth-down conversions early on. One of them was down there on the 3-yard line, so you're leaving a lot of points on the board. If Seattle even comes away with field goals there, you're looking at a way bigger win for them here. But because they didn't get those 2 fourth-down conversions, game's a little bit closer. You look at this score here, it's not it doesn't dictate what really happened in this game,
Yeah, no, it was at least a 10-point game, minimum.
Minimum.
I agree. Actually, probably more. They had that bullshit touchdown at the end on the Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm. On a Hail Mary tip pass. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it was more like a 20-point game when you think about it.
Yeah, dominated. I mean, Seattle dominated, but the Giants have a better team to compete in an ugly game like that, I feel like. Look at how Carson Wentz came out those first 3 drives, 3 and out on the first 3 drives. You get nothing out of it. I don't see the Giants offense doing that if we had a healthy Daniel Jones. But with Colt McCoy, it might look a little similar. It might look a little worse here if Seattle comes out and doesn't shoot themselves in the foot, too.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
And Eric, man, thank you very much, man. He says, diehard Giants fan from Jersey South, now living in outside D.C., Virginia. It's easy being a Giants fan here. Washington no-names fans are so docile, so much nicer than the damn Eagles fans. Eric, I say it all the time, man. I shouldn't say I have nothing, against Washington fans. They're a rival. They're in our division. But I definitely like them the most.
Yeah.
Out of the Cowboys and the Eagles, like Washington, you live in Washington, so maybe it's different for you, but
no, it's pretty much the same. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm like, Washington, whatever. I'm like, I mean, they're a division team, but I got a little warm spot in my heart, I guess, for Washington. I don't hate them. Yeah, I'm gonna hate them down this stretch because I feel like they've got the best chance to really put us out of the playoffs here, man, and their schedule. Little bit mediocre, I'd say middle ranged, not quite as bad as what Dallas has to see for the rest of these games, but I'm not too worried about Dallas. I think Andy Dalton just had that one fluke good game against the Vikings. They game planned it right, gave him a lot of short routes. They ran the rock well, and moving Zach Martin to right tackle was a fantastic move for them to get that running game clicking. But I don't know what his health is looking like now, but he got hurt in that last game on the first drive, and it looked like a serious injury. Yeah, it did. That will be a big problem if he's out. He's been what we want Andrew Thomas to be for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's let's see what we got here. They don't even feel like rivals. They don't, Big Mac. They really don't. The thing is, though, it's all based on when you grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was really young, and I actually watched football when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. I got into it, but I obviously wasn't that educated of a fan back then. Washington was really good. When I was really young. I actually remember watching the Super Bowl as a kid, them against Buffalo. And they blew them out. It was like,
yeah, they killed them.
Yeah, whatever it was. But yeah, I think it's when you grew up. Like if you were our age then, you'd probably have hate for Washington.
Mm-hmm.
But because they haven't been that good and we always beat them, it's like, I don't know. I don't have any hate towards Washington.
Yeah, the 90s teams were good too with Washington. I used to love their wide receiver core, man. Gary Clark, Art Monk, Ricky Sanders, the posse. They really had a good team. And they had some good running backs there too in the mid and late 90s. I remember they brought in Terry Allen.
Terry Allen. Yeah, I remember.
And who was the Seattle Seahawks running back? Sean Alexander, they brought him for a little while.
Oh, they did it.
Yeah, they had him at the end for a little while, and he ran pretty well. And I mean, rest in peace to Sean Taylor. He was one of the best safeties and one of the most electric players to watch.
Why am I forgetting his name? The cornerback there. He also returned kicks. He's like one of
Darrell Green.
Darrell Green, yeah.
Darrell Green, yeah. Speedster, fastest guy in the league for a while.
He was there forever.
He was. He had a long career, man. And Brian Mitchell, too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, returning punts over there. I remember that was a little bit of a rivalry when I was a kid, was Brian Mitchell and Dave Meggett, who had the better punt returner. And I was always a big Dave Meggett fan.
Dave Meggett, man. Oh.
Yeah, Dave Meggett was nice.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Headed to bed, boys. Thanks for – yeah, we're going to close this out now, Max, man. But, yeah, I think we're going to close it out now, man. I had so much fun doing this stream, and I always love, working with Authentic. Always love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am probably not going to make a video because it's late and I'm in a hotel. I'll probably talk about it tomorrow. I'll probably make a video tomorrow talking about that we're in first place. But thank you to everybody for being here. Really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the love, all the support. If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. And I got a super chat. I got to read that real quick. Hamid, man, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. He says, I'm not too impressed with the Seahawks team. I think if we could take them birds in Seattle, their defense is so suspect from the Legion of Boom. Their defense sucks.
Yeah.
Their defense sucks. Russell Wilson.
Defense is average. He does.
He's carried them for years now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm scared of Wilson. And I don't think McCoy can get into a shootout with them. So it's going to come down to the running game. Like I said, if we could run, at least we could give ourselves an opportunity to win the game.
And it's a good test, following that week up with Arizona, because they're very similar style teams. We're going to have to face two quick, fast quarterbacks who can throw the ball down the field at any moment when they're scrambling. So I like the test for our defense. I'm really anxious to see how the defense fares against Seattle and what kind of adjustments that Joe Judge is going to make going in to play Arizona.
We'll see, man. But, yeah, thank you to everybody for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to let you close it out, Authentic. If you guys haven't done so, go into the link in the description, subscribe, check his channel out. I'll be there on Thursday, so I'm definitely going to point that out on Twitter or whatever. But, yeah, close it out, my man.
Oh, man. Tanner, thank you for having me here, man. Bad Dog is definitely some big shoes to fill. Hope I did a good job here with y'all tonight, man. The chat was popping, man. I definitely appreciate all the love and throwing the links out here, man. And I see a bunch of familiar faces in this chat, man. It's awesome. I always say this. I love this Giants community, man. It's an amazing thing on YouTube. I'm glad I became a part of it. And if you want to check us out, man, we're Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Sunday mornings, we do all of our shows are pretty laid back and pretty fun. You're going to get a lot of laughs at our shows, man, because, me and my host, we've known each other for like over 30 years here. It's crazy. But yeah, we're Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we do a show called The Parlay Sunday mornings where literally we're just taking fantasy questions and going through every game. That's another fun show. So yeah, if you dig in the content, you dig in what we put down today, definitely subscribe, man, and check us out, man. And Entertainer, thank you again, man. I appreciate it one more time.
Of course, man. Anytime, man. Have a great night, guys. We'll talk soon. I don't know. I'll probably be live at some point. But, I'll be live tomorrow. You guys will see me tomorrow. I'm going to have Mike Too Nice on the channel.
I'll be there.
Probably around 5 o'clock. I think that's usually when he could do it. But, guys, have a great night. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you soon.
All right, y'all. Peace.